Snark Tank. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Chris Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
Oh, God.
What is that?
Oh, God. It's that foreign guy. It's one of his sound bites. It's one of his sound drops.
Foreign guy?
Foreign man in a foreign land. Where's he from
Big
again?
body foreign. He's a Trini.
He's from Trinidad?
Yeah, he's a Trini.
Okay. Yeah.
A foreign. Oh, he is literally foreign.
Yeah, he's a foreign
I don't
guy.
need to listen to that guy.
He lived here for his. I think
He went to college. He went to college here.
He was here before that. I know he went to college or he finished out college here.
Okay.
But I think he might have been born here.
Something
or
like that.
Something happened.
I don't care about no foreigners. Welcome to the Snark Tank podcast. It's me.
He's an intelligent dude, man.
I don't
actually.
care. It's me,
I don't
Chris.
care. I'm
I
not.
don't give a damn. Who gives a shit?
You sound like a family that he stayed with while he was in college.
That
Do you remember
story
that
is
story? It's just so
insane,
funny.
bro.
His grandma likes what were these, walnuts or what were they? They're some kind of nuts.
They're called. I know what they're called.
Well, they're called like hard Artos, right?
Yeah.
I have never heard of this. That reminds me of something.
What?
Do you guys? I maybe we talked about this on the podcast, and maybe I forgot about this. But do you guys remember Coach Red Pill?
Yeah, didn't he die?
He died in a Ukrainian prison.
Yeah, I saw when they raided him.
Yeah, I saw it today for some reason. It came up on my feed. And it was like,
You're lying. No, you guys are lying right now.
No,
Not even a little bit.
Why was he in the Ukrainian prison?
I don't know, because he was like
he
Russian.
was a Russian propagandist
Yeah.
living in Ukraine
What type of?
while the war was going on.
But dude, like I can't.
He died. In
Maybe
a prison.
I'm sure. Maybe we brought this up before.
He died in a prison cold.
So I'm sure maybe we brought this up in the past, and I just forgot about it.
Yeah.
But like, I saw it again today, and I just got flashback because I was like, bro, I remember this guy made a video about me and Lacey a long time ago.
Hey, for anyone listening right
hating,
now,
and it was just so fucking funny.
he was hating on you guys?
Yeah. I can't remember what the fuck he
I
said.
didn't even know he caught wind of that. That's
Me
awesome.
neither.
my
Well, I
God.
remember at the time being like, "What the fuck?" Because I remember he had all these different camera angles and shit.
Yes,
I was like,
yeah,
what is
he
the
would
fuck?
keep switching camera angles like he was important or something.
Yeah, and I just remember being like, "Why is this? What the fuck is this guy's problem?"
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I really think back at that. I think back at like that era of time, and the fact that you guys were like people's news was insane. Like the shit that was going on in that like 2017,
Particularly
like
you.
wild shit was going
Yeah,
on.
it's
Like
weird.
like you guys are so unimportant.
Yeah.
You are so wildly unimportant.
That's what I was saying.
But that's why I missed that era, because that entire arc was unimportant stuff.
Right, yeah.
I missed that when it was just dumb bullshit.
It was
and like,
playful.
It was dumb anti-SJWs, SJWs, and then you guys were the symbol of them uniting or something. It was so funny.
Yeah, it was
They
weird.
like spun that narrative because
Yeah, they drew like propaganda art.
I remember seeing something like that.
It's like, what the fuck is going
I remember
on?
there was a guy that would draw stuff every once in a while, and that was one of them. And I was like, dude, this is stupid. I don't know
is
how
the-
you don't
You
see
remember the
this.
guy that did all the the pinups of all the women in the community?
Oh yeah,
And they were like kind of
yeah,
ugly drawings.
That's not that wasn't great. Dude, there was some
That is so fucking stupid. Oh my
there
god.
was some
I remember. I think Barb got one, and I remember being like, "That
oh,
looks rough." Man.
great.
I'm
Thanks.
sorry, that's a rough one.
Dude, I was dating this Greek chick at the time, and there was a guy. I think you're the same person you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because was it the oil painting ones?
Yeah,
Was it
they
the oil style? Was it that
They
guy?
just kind of made everybody look greasy.
Yeah.
You know?
So that guy, I had him, and I told him, I gave him an exact picture. I was like, could you do this in your style? But this picture still made it look like shit.
Damn.
I still paid him, of course. And
course,
then
yeah.
I was like, Merry Christmas.
I've never been a commission artist. Are you supposed to pay them?
Shut the fuck up.
Welcome to Snark Tank Podcast. It's me, Chris. It's him. It's him. That's not Derek.
Yeah.
It's him. Is it? That's Sweeney. That's Derek.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You're supposed to pay
Can we
them?
I'm sorry.
No, seriously, you're supposed to pay them? Like, actually?
Can we do a moment of silence for Coach Red?
Yeah. I would have said this for Gonzalo Lira or whatever the fuck his
Gonzalo
name
Lira.
was.
Oh my God. I'm glad you said that. Do you remember
Fucking Gorgonzola Lira or whatever the fuck his name?
when Gorgonzola.
When Gonzo himself.
the Gorgonite or whatever. What was the creature in Stranger Things?
Oh, the Demogorgon.
Demogorgon. There we go.
I don't know why I remember that. I haven't
That was
thought about
his
Stranger Things before.
Gonzera Demogorgon Lyra. That was his name.
Yeah, actually, a Demogorgon got him.
Yeah, the Demogorgon in Ukraine
I mean, it
because
makes sense.
A Ukrainian,
It's near Russia.
a
It's near
Ukrainian,
Russia, so one of them fucking fleed over the.
it's pretty
fleed
much
over
was
and got-
yeah, a
You know, they
Ukrainian
filmed it-
Demogorgon.
They
Got,
filmed that prison scene in Lithuania.
Oh really?
Yeah, like JoJo knows like about that abandoned prison and all
Oh,
that
that's
shit.
where people go and die.
Yeah, she was like, "Hey, that's where my family grew up."
I used to get ice cream there.
You know there are real monsters there. There's real monsters.
She's
Those
like-
aren't the ones there. There's real
That
creatures
isn't
there.
CGI, dude. That's real shit.
That's just a local.
Imagine freaking David Harbour, is that his name? Having to deal with real monsters. He goes there for like, oh, we're just gonna have what is that?
Like this is why would you? This isn't worth it. How much are they paying him?
Probably like
Imagine you find out
probably legit generational wealth.
Yeah, they probably gave him like 10% of Netflix or something.
that is crazy.
To fight monsters?
10% of Netflix.
You know how many Chris, what if a take doesn't work? And you're like, all right, take two. You're like,
It's a good gamble.
Pixel, we send soldiers to stand in front of tanks sometimes.
That's true. And
For
they-
not even a fraction of a fraction of a
And they
fraction.
don't even get health care when they come back.
But they're not fighting beasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not.
They're not fighting legit beasts.
You know what's crazy? I found out. You know what I found out recently?
up?
It's because Stranger Things been in the news. The Demogorgon from Stranger Things is actually that's just a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a local from the town that they were hired
That's
from.
crazy.
They
Yeah.
didn't even do any CG.
He comes in, hey guys, I'm here to read my
Yeah,
line.
he's like, good. You did a great job. Oh, I don't know. I thought I could have done better.
Yeah.
Do you like this whale more? And he screams. That's dude. You're a natural talent. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I never just put any clothes on before I came here, but you know my anatomy's not like a regular person, so my genitals are in my mouth.
Oh,
My genitals are see.
see,
Fucking dick flops out.
he's gonna get so typecast though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He can pretty much only play a Demogorgon.
He can play a Demogorgon, maybe with a few extra prosthetics. He can be a xenomorph. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, Vecna was born looking like that, right?
Yeah.
He came on his mom like that. She screamed.
He
Stranger
looks
Things
like
has
that.
gone on too long.
Did that look like? Oh, absolutely.
I think the problem is that it's had way too many breaks. Like I think,
Yeah.
I think
no.
like
It should have been one season.
I mean,
I agree as well.
it would have been
honestly.
perfectly one season. I think the last season was really, really, really good. Though. I really enjoyed it.
I just didn't.
I didn't think
need
it was. I thought it was good.
I didn't think. I didn't think it was bad.
It was good, but it was good at the expense. Like they had to find a way to make it good again. You know what I mean?
That's true.
As opposed to like, you could tell the second season was like we meant for one season. And so like now, but now everybody loves these people. So it would be dumb not to do more.
Netflix
How do
kept
we do more?
shoveling truckloads of money at
the
them.
biggest
I
problem
actually
is that
thought it was going to be like an anthology show.
Yeah, that's what
like one season. Because like I mean, even the name,
clearly,
right?
That was the vision.
Yeah, because I think when things eventually got stranger somewhere else.
11 hit too.
Well, that's what. I mean, the name Stranger Things is such a great name for an anthology
Holy
show.
shit, strange here.
11 hit too hard. People fell in love with that
Could
little
you imagine?
dumb idiot.
Could you
and,
imagine Stranger Things in New York City?
No.
no, I mean they went to fucking Russia. Why not? You know,
I think New York City doesn't fit. I feel like New York City doesn't fit horror well, unless it's like zombies or some shit.
I don't
Because there's just too many.
It doesn't-
There's just too many people. So like anytime
Oh,
like a
well.
monster comes out, they'd be like, "Oh, get it." And then that's
Yeah,
it.
it is too densely populated for that.
imagine
if it's
kind of-
just if it's just one
Like
monster,
Jason in the Jungle, right? I forgot Jason 3. Was that Jason 3 or something like that when he was in the concrete jungle? I forgot.
Jason and the Jungle. Is that what you
Jason in
said?
the Jungle.
Jason in the Jungle. You might be thinking of 6.
Was it 6?
You might be thinking of 6 when he's. I think they're like
In New York. Like,
I think that's the
he's-
one when he
he's-
gets like he's already in the coffin
Yeah.
and somebody's fucking with his body, stabbing him with like a piece of the
crowbar,
gate,
and he hugs him, right?
and then like the lightning strikes it and then he resurrects because he always has to be resurrected by electricity.
That is so.
like,
It's so funny.
I want to write a Jason movie because they have it was kind of like
They have
it was
fan
like it was almost like
commissions?
an inside joke that there's certain beats that they all have to hit and if you were somebody like criticizing be like this is stupid or like well come on man of course
Yeah.
you're here to watch how stupid it is and shout out to fucking Michael Bay. He tried something a little different, a little more tits, try to bring up the tits.
Was that the one in like 2015 or
2009
No,
2009.
I was off.
Yeah.
I think I saw.
He there was the black guy actually did a good job fighting back before he got killed, which I thought it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that
always Busta Rhymes.
no,
I'm thinking Halloween H2O.
Yeah, that is. That
yeah.
was like, what the fuck?
Busta Rhymes beats up Michael Myers. He actually survives. He actually spin kicks him.
Well,
out of a
obviously he
building.
survives. He has a thriving career afterwards.
Yeah, clearly. Idiot.
This motherfucker said
He performed at the halftime show of the fucking Knicks game just recently. Like, why would you even say that?
he wasn't Busta Rhymes in the film, fellas. He wasn't.
Are you sure?
Like,
What do you
someone
mean?
answering back genuinely. Guys, he's an actor.
Busta Rhymes, help! Michael Myers is here.
You're about to get killed by Mike Myers, and Busta Rhymes comes in. Let's go! I feel like I gotta get away.
Just raps at him really fast.
And he starts hurting. He starts hurting, and then he starts de-aging. He's a child. And he's just,
Would that be? Do you think that franchise could recover from that if that happened?
Yeah.
I think it would. I think it would. I think it would. I think it would thrive. I think it would blow up again. They'd be like, "Yo, what's the next one gonna be about?"
You can't. That's the bar is so low. I feel like for those movies.
That's true.
I feel like if people started doing shit like that, where it was like genuinely bullshit and fun, I
basically
think
doing extra ammo.
Yeah, I think
extra ammo
movies would like have a huge boom again because they'd be like, you have to see this in theaters. You have to see Godzilla dig into his pussy and take out a fucking tennis racket and slap Ghidorah out the air with it.
Tennis racket at the Empire State Building all the way flat.
This is literally like our premium show. It's just
Yeah.
write a sequel to a movie, and it's the dumbest thing you can imagine.
Completely.
I've never actually seen any Jason movie at all.
Really?
Like I've had so little interest.
I've seen so
They're
many
fun,
of them.
man.
I'm sure they
Except
are.
for the first one. The first one is not as fun because
He just looks too.
It's-
He
'cause it's
looks
like-
too ridiculous for me. Like I can't care about him. Also, the mom is the main villain in the
that's
first
the
one.
thing.
Yeah.
That's the twist, which an early twist, and it was boring.
wow, spoilers.
yeah. No, it was lame. Like,
I
oh,
would
it
be like,
was
yo,
the
dude,
mom.
you're a
Like,
woman. I'm gonna kill you. Don't touch. What are you doing here? Like, what are you doing? Like, get out of my way. Where's your fucking demonic son? I want to have at least. I want a challenge. Like, get out of here, whore.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Some of
know.
the kills were cool. Like I didn't see all of them.
Which is the movie where like the guy gets like pulled into the bed and it's like a fountain of blood out of the bed?
That's Freddy vs. Jason, I think. No, that's Freddy Krueger. That's a.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, because Freddy versus
That was
Jason.
3. That was Dream
guy
Warriors.
gets sandwiched in a bed, which is
flattened.
pretty funny.
yeah.
And they walk in and they find him like that, and they gotta just go. Like those movies are so funny because, like, for me, the point that's funny for me is that like these are series strings of murders of people very close to you. You are not gonna be like in the mindset to be like, let's figure it out. You're gonna be too traumatized. If I went to somewhere and you guys, like, let's say all of us went somewhere, and then like 6 of my friends get brutally murdered, I'm tapped out. I'm like, guys, I can't.
It was
be
a
here.
different time.
I'm crying too much. My brain's fucked up. Every shadow scares me. I need to.
Yeah,
get
but you have
out
to
of
understand
here.
that these people were raised. The people in the teenagers in those movies were raised by like parents from like the 40s. You know what I mean? So like they weren't taught about like PTSD or nothing.
Yeah.
Or like you know,
'Cause
taking a breath.
it's the same thing as like movies with movies with zombies. How they can't have movies with zombies in those universes.
Oh, like
Right.
in
In the
right.
universe they can't because like everyone have a better right. Like
'Cause then you
I
know
got
exactly
bit.
what they are.
I got bit, but let's hang out still. And it's like
I feel
no,
like-
I'm blowing your head off. You're
Yeah.
you're dead.
I feel like a fun prompt would be to, in fact, write a movie that is that.
A zombie.
Like,
movie
why
with
not?
zombies?
Why not have a zombie movie where
It's
people
interesting that
understand?
has-
I'm
that
sure.
hasn't
I'm,
been greenlit.
'Cause
I feel like it must exist
it
in
wouldn't
some
go
way.
on too long.
Why not?
Because there's a zombie movie with zombies, right? The outbreak begins somewhere. The government knows about zombies through zombie media. The government intervenes and completely just wipes that
but why
place
is that?
away.
No, but that's what
And
I'm saying.
and that's like an hour-long movie about the government found out about
But
this.
why not? Why not? That's that's different.
It's different, but I feel like it wouldn't be.
You know what I think would be
entertaining
cool?
movie.
I think it would be
I don't
cool.
think the
if-
government would wipe it out.
I don't think so either.
I think they would wipe out the area, but they would obviously take a zombie to be like, we can use this for a weapon. Then it would
You
get
know
out
what-
later on again. Be
know-
a sequel.
You know what I think it would be? I think it would be.
there's a plot.
I think it would be there would be zombies on the news, and they'd be like, we got zombies on the news, and then there would be like an entire half of the population that'd be like, I don't believe that.
Let's go there.
I don't believe that shit. And then they would see a zombie right in front of them, and they'd be like, that's not a zombie. You know what I mean? It'd just be completely delirious.
Because they would quarantine the area, of course, obviously.
Well, maybe.
If they had a chance to, yeah, they would quarantine. But then I'm sure things have already slipped out.
People would get out,
and it's just too easy for the infections to spread. Dude.
You know what I want to see?
Problem.
I want to see a movie in a world where a zombie apocalypse has happened and is currently happening, but it's mega under control, and so people barely care. I want to see What's Eating Gilbert Grape, but there's one scene where there's like a zombie roaming in like across the street, and it's like, oh, a zombie. And then they move on, and then the rest of the movie is still Gilbert Grape.
It's like seeing like a squirrel,
exactly, or like a deer, or like a raccoon in the daytime. You know what I mean? Where it's a problem, but like, someone will get to
the
it.
zombie bites Gilbert Grape. Gilbert Grape becomes normal.
That's but for like a little bit.
Holy crap! Holy crap! Holy crap! And the zombies then got it. Then the zombie got what Gilbert Grape had.
The zombie gets it.
It's a series of exchange. Gilbert Grape is technically the cure. It's technically the cure for it. Gilbert Grape's blood.
But
it makes every
Gilbert Grape's blood is the cure?
Yeah, well,
you have dementia.
No,
you have dementia. He doesn't even know what he's pitching right now.
It's very unique, actually. Gilbert Grape gets bit, and he's not as a grapey as a fella anymore. And then the zombie's like, oh shit.
Okay, so let's map this out, right? So you have Gilbert Grape, who is, for lack of a better word, profoundly retarded.
Yes.
Yes. I
correct.
say that for lack of a better term.
There's so many better terms.
There really isn't. Correct.
So he is profoundly retarded. So Gilbert Grape.
retarded.
So
What's eating retard grape? That was the
Gilbert-
original.
What's eating the retard?
Hold on. Gilbert.
What's eating the retard's
Gilbert-
grapes?
Gilbert Blood.
Uh-huh.
Retard.
Yeah.
So
Right?
if that gets into a zombie, he's fixed. The zombie is fixed.
Yeah.
And then he's fine?
Yeah, Gilbert becomes normal.
What's
again.
special about the zombie?
I don't know. And at that moment, you don't know who's cured who. The zombie
That's
or Gilbert.
that's the mystery of the movie.
Zombie or Gilbert.
$5 at the box office.
If that.
Which is less than a ticket. Somehow.
This movie made $78 at the box office. It cost $7 billion.
Dude, I love those stories.
The Chinese government is hemorrhaging right now.
Why did they what?
They funded it. They funded all of it.
Why?
And right now there's auctions going on in China. The highest auctions at $28.
Okay, who's starring for China to justify funding it?
I don't know. They love Chris Pratt over there. They love who else do they love?
That's Japan.
They love Chris Pratt
Oh my
over there.
God.
They
All right.
let me see
Who else?
Who's another?
You haven't
heartthrob?
justified their entire GDP. Their
Will Smith, but with a mask on, of course.
mascot. You're
RDJ.
they're not-
RDJ. They got.
Look, we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
So look at John Cena,
Oh, he is
Jackie
their hero.
Chan. Come on, man. You're not. Come on. Come on.
John Cena is definitely one of their favorites for sure.
Yeah, Bing Chiling. Come on.
I just completely got thrown off.
Chilling.
No, it doesn't.
I know.
Piece of shit.
I know.
How dare you turn
This
to
is
me
like
and say that?
I feel like this is like an annual thing. You got
Just say it all. Every time it's brought up, I have to do that because one day someone will believe me.
Someone will believe you too.
So listen, the last episode. Well, we did it kind of out of order.
Yeah.
Because last week.
So episode 331 was recorded before 332.
Yeah, because the Elon Trump stuff was just so silly, and we knew we had to get to it quick because I kind of figured that it would be flash in the pan news because a lot more has happened since then. But the Elon Trump stuff, obviously that happened, and then he immediately he deleted his tweets, and then was like, I regret what I said.
Yeah.
I'm sad. I feel kind of like a jerk for saying what I said.
What a bitch, man.
I know.
Like what? Sure, the news was always going to be a flash in the pan because I know the mainstream media was not going to touch this with a 10-foot pole.
Isn't that amazing? By the way, well, it isn't. But like, you know what I mean?
I know exactly.
Like
what
it's
you
just
mean.
like, oh, he's in the Epstein files, and then like nothing on mainstream news at all.
Yeah.
You got to go to fucking Kyle.
You
hear anything about it?
It's fucking.
I get my news from a guy named Kyle.
From a
like, and it's technically more relevant.
It's infinitely more.
It's so
It's to the
frustrating.
point where like because Joe Rogan is mainstream media, right?
Well, yeah,
and
yeah.
he's a perfect representation to where the only difference is he mentioned it, but then he still played the ignorant role. Like, oh, it's crazy. Is it true? How could he know this? Kind of thing. He said that to the head of the FBI.
Patel.
Yeah, and
He was
I'm
like,
staying out of this
"That's
with this fucking bullshit crooked eye and stuff where he looks like he's looking at Joe Rogan and also looking at Jamie at the same time. It's fucking bullshit. And he's like, I'm staying out of it. I'm fucking retarded and dumb and gay.
He looks like miscalibrated turrets. It's crazy. The way he was like, he has like a chameleon's eyes.
He does. And I'm just like, why would I think appearance is very important. You know, with our society, appearance is very important to select somebody that we trust to lead us. And you look at Kash Patel, and he looks rabid. He looks like he kills every minute. Like he looks like
Yo, what do you say?
He looks like he never stops. Like he's on a kill streak and he never stops.
I don't know if I agree with that necessarily.
Look at his face, dude. Look at him again.
He looks like he jitters.
He looks like he has killed a lot. I don't know if he looks like he's constantly killing.
He looks like he's extremely upset to be wasting 3 hours talking instead of killing.
He looks like he's the kind of guy that likes airstrike.
Oh, absolutely.
He cheers.
Like he gets a little blood in his dick, you know, gets a little chub as soon as he hits the button. Yay. More dead brown people.
Yay, Patel. I'm brown also too.
I'm gonna let's go to Pakistan and India, you know, kill the people that look kind of like me. Oh, yeah.
Less me.
I'm American.
If there's less me out there, there's more me
There's
here.
more me. Kill everyone named Patel except for me.
That'd be a lot. That's
a lot of people. That's probably more people than are in America, probably.
It might be.
No.
Yes.
No. Name Patel.
Hey, ChatGPT, how many Patels are in the world?
Exactly. Do you know how big India's population is?
I understand
59 billion.
At least.
Minimum.
That's conservative.
That's a conservative estimate. That's not even counting like women and children.
So wildly stupid.
But so the Elon Trump stuff, it kind of fizzled out. It is funny though, because there's a lot of people who still like. I've seen like even Candace Owens is like, "What? No, what the fuck?" Like, you know what I mean? There's certain people over there that just like are still very much like.
Yeah, she had 2 good tweets.
Yeah,
the first one was about like this isn't the flex or whatever you think it is when he was saying when he admitted that he was in the Epstein files. It's like, oh, so you're admitting that you knew the whole time, essentially,
right? Yeah.
And then the next one where she was like, do you regret lying about him being in the Epstein files, or do you regret telling the truth about it?
It's going to be a weird couple weeks because a lot of really bad people are going to be mega correct. You know, about like I was watching a video like Nick Fuentes talking about the Israel stuff, and I'm like, he's spitting. He's low-key mega spitting.
He was spitting about Tim Pool. He was spitting.
This attack, what you call it? This was attack Iran.
Well, Israel did strike Iran.
Yeah, and now they're Iran's
and then they're like,
about
pray for Israel.
They're talking about. I was like, this is so. They've wanted to do this for
pray
so
for OJ.
Pray
for OJ.
It's
fucking ridiculous.
You gotta just not watch the news anymore, dude. Like,
I know.
It's just if you don't want to be constantly or consistently upset. What up? You gotta just.
You know what I did see
that kind of again.
You know what I did see that kind of brightened my day a little bit. That guy in New York, Mamdani, who's running for mayor. Just constantly. I've seen so many clips of him bullying Cuomo, and it's awesome.
Well, Cuomo sucks.
Well, right, but like he's like bullying him.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, yes, we need bullies. Like I don't know, the Democratic Party's so lame.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
We need motherfuckers that are just gonna say like, we need motherfuckers that are willing to go into the group and be like, hey, you guys suck, and you suck because of this.
We need civility.
I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter.
Yeah.
We also need to.
I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter about ICE.
That's fucking like
and
bitch
then
ass.
vote to support him. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like bitch ass Chuck Schumer, where he's like he pretends like he's like some hard ass dude.
Yeah.
He's fucking
baby
bloviating,
shit,
dude. Yeah, I can't. Like every time I see him, I'm just expecting someone off screen to just run up and hit him as hard as he can.
Chuck
Schumer's fucking fist comes into frame. His jaw just locks. His teeth get jammed in his other teeth, and he can't open his fucking mouth.
In a just world, somebody would have Craven the Hunted him already.
What is that?
Craven the
What do you mean?
Hunter.
You know what that is? No, just like Craven the Hunted him, you know? Chuck Schumer would be a rug in a just... It's just
He'd be a fucking chaqueta.
DNC pelts, man. Let's fucking
That's
go.
crazy.
Let's go.
You say they pushed out David Hogg or whatever?
That's what I think we talked about in the last one or one of them because or maybe it was.
We mentioned him before.
Just talking about how David Hogg, just basically the youth that were trying to come in and shake things up and be like, and they were like protecting the status quo.
Yeah.
Still, even in like I was saying, they're not going to be able to keep their fucking jobs eventually. If authoritarianism keeps going, and then becomes totalitarianism, their jobs are obsolete. So the fact that they're still trying to protect this is fucking crazy.
It is really stupid. And David Hogg's not even like, I don't even really like David Hogg really at all. But like,
I don't like his aura, but like I think people like him are necessary.
Sure, yeah, no, I agree. You got to get at the very least new people in there.
Yeah,
I saw people like I made a vague tweet about maybe a little bit of violence, but somebody was like, "Oh, so you want a President Vance?" I was like, "No, but like I mean, at least he's younger. Like at the very fucking least, we don't have an elder.
Look,
bare minimum.
And
can we not get 80-year-olds?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Jesus
absolutely.
Christ.
But no, but also the person that's saying
have to leave. Like past 65, you should have to leave.
Yeah,
past 65, they should kick you down the stairs, and if you survive, you get to stay.
How is it that like an air traffic? That's not a bad test.
No, yeah. If you could survive,
because what if they survive? One of them makes it.
That's good.
Donnie T. That nigga's tough. As much as I hate him, he endures for some reason.
Well,
so he would make it. Right now, I think he would make it. I'd be like,
no, because he'd fall and then his catheter would explode.
Yeah.
I think he'd make it. Unfortunately, I don't want to give him any praise. I think he'd.
Yeah, he might have like a
He'd be like, I'm really fucked up now. Now I'm on one.
Thinks and he's 80 years old. He's not surviving a fall down the stairs.
On one already. I feel. The person that said, "Do you want a JD Vance presidency?" I'm like, nobody wants that. Not even Republicans.
But
however. It would be infinitely better than Trump because people aren't going to listen to JD Vance. That's the biggest fucking thing. I
don't know what listening
no one
to
respects
Trump.
him.
I don't know why listening to Trump
because it's a cult. They love. It's a cult personality. That's all it is. They like his aura. For some reason he's infallible, which is fucking hilarious. Like this guy.
It's because he doesn't admit he's wrong.
It's true. That's true. Yeah.
And if you don't admit you're wrong, then you're never wrong.
If to people that are in cults, I mean,
it works.
How do you get them to kill themselves? You know what I'm saying? Like if Trump said, "Everybody grab your fucking poison Kool-Aid, drink when I say go,"
everybody grab your white phosphorus strips and blow them in the air and walk through it and breathe real hard. Everybody do it.
I think way more would do it than you impression. Like way more would do it than any. I'd be like, what?
Dude, I'm not even kidding. I would say, out of the 25% of the population that like voted for him or whatever, I would say a good 10% would probably do it. Because out
of the 25%,
out of the 25% that secured his election.
Oh yeah.
I would say a good maybe 10's a little high.
I think 115%.
You think more people than
yeah.
Other people would join it?
Yeah, because I think there's enough centrists who are like, maybe.
I'm trying to be logical, but you know what the fucked up thing is? You can't. There's no.
There's no point in being logical no more.
He got what? How many votes? He got like over 2 million, right?
How many?
What are you talking about?
Like a little over 2 million.
How many votes did he get?
Votes, yeah.
Like total?
Yeah, like 2 million, right? Like 2.
No, it's 70 million plus.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm thinking my brain's way off.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah,
way off.
What do you?
He got about 70 million.
Wait, hold on. What in your mind were you picturing?
Like how many votes he got as I don't know. I saw
2 million.
I saw 2 when I was looking at it before, but I guess I might be remembering something.
Let's see. Trump.
You might be thinking of like, I don't know, Expedition 33 sales in the first week. Like 2 million is crazy.
How many popular votes did Trump get in the 2025 election?
It was like 77 million, I think, if I'm remembering it correctly. But I could be correct.
Why don't I just use ChatGPT? Why did I still try Google?
Oh yeah, no, you can't.
Why did I still? Because I felt like this was such an easy answer that there's no way they're not gonna.
What is 2025?
It just pulled up a bunch of articles. It didn't even give me an answer.
Google is literally just if Jordan Peterson, like it's just like, well, what even is 2025?
How many votes did? God damn it!
Nothing works
How many
anymore.
popular votes did Trump secure in the 2025 election?
I think it's 77 million.
So we got. You're right. 77.3.
Yeah. And then I think Kamala was like 75 or 76 or something. I can't remember. I can't remember her exact count, but it wasn't as landslidey as they like to say it is.
No, it wasn't.
But it was enough.
It was just he got to where he needed to get way quicker.
Yeah.
But like when everything was all said and done, it wasn't as like, oh, she got fucking destroyed. Just a lot of swing states for these fucking stupid assholes in the Midwest. They're so dumb.
I know. It's it's not their fault. That train crashed. A bunch of chemicals came out. In Palestine or wherever the fuck.
Palestine, yeah.
Palestine, Ohio. Or
That's crazy that it's.
It is crazy.
Do you know they have like basically all the major fucking places? They have like those names in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Like they have like I forgot already.
There's like an Iraq, Michigan.
There's something, I swear to, like, there's stuff like that.
I'm not kidding. Azerbaijan.
Okay, now you're. It was funny. I had like examples that immediately I was like, nothing's popping in my head right now.
For some reason, I can't improvise anything that isn't in Michigan.
Yeah.
Like,
Michigan
it
does
has to
seem like
be
one of those places, though.
Yeah.
They got some stupid names over there.
Yeah, Michigan.
My hometown is fucking stupid ass name.
Well, yeah, it's fair. I think everything over there is
It's
kind of
fucking dumb ass names.
Kind of funny.
Where are we from? Every name over there is fucking dumb as shit.
I know we talked about this already,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, when I brought up Yonkers, where I was just
the New York Yonker, the Yorktown Yonker,
the Yorktown Yonkers would be dope ass fucking
out here
sports team.
beating people off by force.
Yonkers is such a strange place.
Yonk.
It is. I like it. I like
How
it.
do you
like-
yonk? How do you yonk somebody?
How do you yonk somebody?
Is hitting somebody in the back of the head, that part, like the off button, but
For
really
some
hard.
yeah, for some
But
reason-
really hard
kill
into
them.
the
So you
bone.
kill them.
I was thinking about that. Too. Like for some reason, it feels like an elbow strike to the back of the head.
Yonk.
Just like really.
that is so comedically evil to do this.
Do you guys do that as like a prank? You ever heard like over here when we were kids, we had a game course on the people that are being taken away right now. They invented it. It's
Yeah.
called Chaping, where you basically when people were completely disarmed, the best time is to do it when they're reading a book. Because they're already kind of looking down.
Yeah, they're immersed in a
Yeah.
world. They're immersed in a beautiful realm of their own imagination.
Escapism. They're actually
Yeah.
happy, and then you grab the back of their head and put it in your crotch and go Chaping.
So that's just sexual assault.
Yeah.
So that's just sexual assault.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we have that in New York too.
Yeah. In spades.
Yeah, we have that in New York too.
Did you have a name for it?
Sexual assault. It's called Chapin.
You guys are boring.
You fucking tried to paint this picture. So when people are minding their business, we sexually assault them. It's like,
Excuse me, we were children. We weren't sexually assaulting. We were just having
We called it
explicit fun.
in New York. We call it Cuomoing.
You call it,
Yeah.
I'm sure you would love that.
Cuomo, that guy.
Cuomo.
That's insane.
I'm sure you would love that.
Cuomo.
Holy fuck.
Oh,
No, yeah,
man.
I think an elbow to the back of the head is a clear yonking.
I like that.
I think that is so evil
good.
because if that person's still there, if that person's still alive, it's not them anymore.
Well, yeah, but do you
Like,
remember?
that's a different person.
Do you remember that
So
show?
they shouldn't even get an assault charge. You didn't hurt that guy. That guy, the
That's
guy you hurt
somebody
is
else.
him.
It's not an assault charge; it's a yonking charge.
Oh, you're right.
Ooh.
You get charged for yonking, which is like 25% of a real assault.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because it's
You're
like
only doing 5 years.
because it's a meme.
New York's pretty cool.
It is pretty. Yonkers in particular, they had that show with Ashton Kutcher. That second show, like he had Punked, and then there was Yonk, and he would go. It was just,
Yonked?
it's just, yeah, it was called Yonk, and it was just. It's just one guy with a fucking JVC handycam following Ashton Kutcher around as he elbowed people violently in the back of the head while they were going to the fucking AMP.
He did it to some guy on a bike, and his bike kept moving, and he actually went into traffic and died.
Yeah,
and he was
yeah.
like, "You got yonked."
You got yonked.
Yonked.
Yonked, and a guy's body is laying there,
Look, we
gushing blood.
we
He's
fucked
foaming at
with
the mouth.
they fucked with Frankie Muniz's car.
Yeah.
And so like the first episode, they just yonk his fucking, look at Frankie Muniz's back, and that's
Yeah.
why he's so depressed.
Frankie
he's
like leans
yeah.
against
He's been
his car. That's
he's-
not him anymore. That's
been- yeah.
that's version 3
he
of Frankie
used to be
Muniz.
really happy, And then he's now like
his version. He's like an EXO. He's had his memory wiped 3 times.
bam, and then now he's just you're Yonk. He's like, oh, what's happening?
What's? And then he watches Malcolm in the Middle, and he's like, I love this show.
This show's pretty good.
This show's great.
That guy looks like me. I don't get it.
No, he doesn't even realize that it looks like him because every time he looks in the mirror, he sees like a fucking.
He sees
shapes.
You're that fucking. You don't even recognize yourself.
Have you ever played? Have you ever played? Or do you know what Patapon is?
I don't think so.
Like the puzzle game?
Yeah. You know the little creatures from Patapon? That's what he sees when he looks in the mirror. You look up Patapon right now.
Patapon?
Patapon.
It's like a SNES, a Super SNES game or
something.
shit.
It's like a PSP. It was PSP.
That guy's fucking cooked.
That's what he sees when he looks in the mirror.
He thinks he looks like this? What are you saying?
He looks like little shapes.
He looks like fucking plankton. This is like plankton.
Yeah.
Not like the person plankton, but actual plankton.
Yeah, the creature.
Yeah.
That guy is he's so that's so sad. Imagine being that gone. Imagine being that not present.
You know what's sad too is that he couldn't even sue Ashton Kutcher because he didn't remember that.
He didn't know that happened to him. He's like, I'm just alive now with these clothes on.
And apparently there's a disclaimer in the beginning of the show that the contact with Ashton Kutcher's elbow is consent.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That is power.
Put it in the beginning of the show, so.
Yeah, that's enshrined in law, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lobbied Congress.
He totally did.
The Ashton Kutcher lobby really got to, all the senators
Gave him
and shit.
season tickets to Yonk.
Season ticket.
Here, you want to yonk somebody, dude? Y'all yonk somebody.
Wow, this is fantastic. Of course I'll vote for you.
It's so funny. I really never thought about the name Yonkers ever until I came out here and told people. He was like, that's a weird name. And I was like, yeah, I guess.
I didn't even know
because it just sounded so normal to me.
It's because of New York. Yonkers is clearly like a play on the York part of New York, clearly.
Well,
is it?
It's just I don't even think so. I just think it's a weird place.
The Yonkinites, the Yonkies.
Because it's in between the places where it's in between the city and like where it starts to not become the city. It's mega weird.
I think Yonkers is really cool. By the train station, I think it's actually the coolest place.
The train station is pretty nice.
That area?
Because it's like, you're not going to get killed.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. That's pretty cool.
That's really all it takes for something to be cool in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not being murdered there, it's cool.
If you're not being, that's more like Chicago. But
yeah, 90s New York, Chicago and 90s New York were like, let's switch places.
I think you know what's crazy? I found out that I think Kentucky has like a worse murder rate than fucking
Oklahoma City is one of the worst murder rates in the country.
Isn't that insane?
It's horrible.
What are they doing over there?
I think it's just
they're all like Dick
also
Cheney's.
Gary, Indiana. The place is terrible too.
Yeah, it's
Ben's from by
it's
there.
the places
really
that I always like. You guys bring this up right now, and when you see like the good old boys online talking about big cities, talking about California and what's happening, I'm like, guys, statistically, it's your guys' states.
Statistically,
it's your states that have the most murder.
Like people talk shit about
per capita.
People talk shit about California, and don't get me wrong. I think for me the big problem with this state is the pharmaceutical shit. I think the amount of shit they let pharmaceutical people get away with in California is fucking disastrous. And obviously the fucking
is it not everywhere?
The tech bro, it's the worst here in the country.
Like what's
like the tax cuts that pharmaceuticals get, opposed to like they shorten school days to give the pharmaceutical companies more money.
Fire.
They literally got rid of full school. Like California doesn't have full school weeks, Chris. Did you know that?
Did
you know that?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
what does that mean?
We would go to school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
In Cali, they don't have that.
What do they do?
They have blocks where it's like, oh, we go to school till 2 p.m. today, then we don't go to school half of tomorrow, and something like that. I shit you not.
Are you serious?
I shit you not.
What?
I kid you
that's
not.
Stupid as fuck.
I kid you not. Like I swear that's true.
No wonder we're so much smarter.
Did that happen for you, or did it change for you? I don't know. If
I'm trying to jog my memory. Because when you talk about blocks, I remember something similar.
Just had days where we go to school all week.
The funny thing is, because I think there were certain days that we didn't have certain. We would get out earlier because we wouldn't have certain classes,
and that's because of funding. I remember when I came here, Lily's brother told me that, and I was like, "What do you mean?
That seems incomprehensible.
You have half days every other day."
You know, it's interesting. If it's half days, so we never had half days. So if they have half days now, then it's gotten like like much worse. But I just know that there were days for sure. Now that I forgot about this, but this was in middle school specifically that we would get out much earlier.
And then obviously in high school, everyone's getting out early because we finished most of our credits. And
if
who the fuck is staying in school all day? That's insane to me.
I did summer school the first few years, so I could make sure I had like. I only had
you
2
just
classes.
did it on purpose, so senior year you go out?
I had 2 classes because you had to take English. You had to take English for.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
You had to take PIG.
And
there's been government econ you had to take too. For us, we did.
I think I took. I took economics, and I remember that
I took ec. I took English 4.
Oh my god!
And I took 1 science class, and I was out by like 11:30.
Dude, I just had a memory just slammed into my head where we did an econ thing where we were supposed to. We did a project you have to run a business kind of a thing. And me and my buddy, I don't remember if he was even a part of it. He might have just worked on it for fun. But it was a hospital where it was a hospital that was ran. Oh my god, I don't remember. It was like Snoop Dogg and Tupac's corpse. So we dug him up and we put him in the front. And
this was for school?
Yes. So this was economics, and I think we were getting paid $2 million per hour for if you were just an executive of the thing.
That's not a bad rate.
And the every once in a while the executives, the CEO and the CFOs would drive through the hospitals in I forgot what kind of cars they were, but I just remember they were purple with fuzzy pink interior. So it was just like we made this whole elaborate thing. And I remember my teacher, Mr. Tyberg. I remember this specifically because we were like, I asked him if the T stood for tits. Yeah, I remember him. So I'll never forget him. But yeah, he. Oh my god, so much stuff is coming back to my memory. Like I do impressions of him, like I'm Mr. Tyberg, and the T stands for tits because I like him.
The T. In his name? That stands for his name?
Yeah, because I'm sorry. I skipped one part. Got too excited. He would call himself Mr. T. His name was Mr. Tyberg, but he would call himself Mr. T. You guys completely
all right, okay.
I completely skipped over it. So
your contribution there was does the T stand for tits?
Yeah. I completely ruined what that was by not saying that he went by Mr. T, but his name was Mr. Tyberg.
I don't know who was worse at having a class, me or you. I really can't think about it.
Well, so I wasn't trying to be bad. I wasn't
bad. I was just go into fits and like they'd have to remove me.
See, I didn't do that. I just do like
hey, Kingston, stop laughing till you're making the room shake. Stop laughing. Every vial in the class is shaking.
Were you like making everyone laugh though?
Were you
disrupting the class?
I was definitely disrupting the class.
No one thought it was funny.
I think some people laughed, but they laugh like, you know how you laugh at a puppy that's just trying to chase his tail and it's like, oh, he's trying.
Oh, like, oh, it's cute, yeah. But you were like laughing, like what?
I was wailing in class. Sometimes.
Like you saw a puppy chasing a tail and you were wailing.
No, I was like the teacher would have an African accent and then speak, and I would just laugh at him all fucking class.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that.
That's fucking.
I'd be giggling under my breath. He'd fucking say something like, "Kingston, you okay?" And I'd be like, just laughing at him.
Look, I understand that. I think I would be able to control myself, but outside of class, it would be.
Then
all
when my grandma had to come in for obviously whatever sort of fucking acknowledgement, and my grandmother with her fucking weird ass Caribbean Spanish accent, him talking in English, and I'm like, you guys suck. You guys can't do this. What is going on? Like, why are you?
It is
you guys
crazy.
are trying to feel each other out word-wise and failing.
It is crazy to me that I can't conceptualize going to school not for 5 straight days the whole time.
I mean, I had college, so I don't.
Well, college is whatever. College,
it's essentially school, so that idea is in my head. But I guess when I was younger,
as a kid though,
yeah, grade school.
I feel like that's why people out here like have those like conversations at registers that take too fucking long. I feel like they just don't value the time.
I think that's
because like by the time I was out of school, I was like, I have so little of my day left. You know, I got to make it count. And out here, people are like, oh, I got here at 7 and I'm out at 8. I'll have a long conversation with the lunch lady.
I remember dude, that's the thing I hate the most about California. The way the lines move here. That is the only thing about California. I'm like, oh, well, one of the few things I really hate. I hate how that shit happens. And I think it happens in New York, but people are more pushy about it than when it happens here. But here, when like you're going to Ralph's, you're like, all right, cool, I'm gonna hop in here real quick and I'm gonna dip out.
It's impossible to hop into a place and dip
Like
out.
I'd imagine before they had the self checkout, it would be horrendous.
Oh my
It'd
god!
probably be like murderously bad for me.
I think I remember like when we first moved here, the Ralphs didn't have or like they were like installing them.
I think I don't remember.
The
I always
Ralphs
remember
by our
them.
Glendale did not have them because I remember having to talk.
That's pretty wild because
I know.
when I worked at Albertsons in 2005, they already installed a self-checkout.
No, we
So
didn't
it's
have-
weird to think that
yeah.
like
The place where
a
it's needed
fucking
the
10
most.
years later,
I know.
they still didn't have them in certain areas. Dude, do you know the Walmart at the Empire Center? They
my house?
Yeah.
Where I live?
Yeah. They took them out for a minute and then they put them back in.
I know they were like
Why
updating
would
them
you
or
say
something.
where I live? Is
Well, they
crazy.
they,
over in
they
that
didn't
area.
tell they didn't tell me they were updating them because if that makes sense because when I went they had more cashiers and a bunch of them were just standing there doing nothing. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, that guy, maybe he just didn't know. He told me, he was like, oh yeah, they just got rid of him. Like they wanted. And I was like, I didn't go back for like 2 months until I
They got
needed
rid
to
of
get
the
something.
self-checkouts?
They're back now.
Oh,
So
what
I-
happened?
So you
Were they
said,
like
you said
installing
that
new ones or whatever?
I'm assuming it had to be.
Oh, you were assuming. I thought you heard something.
Because
that guy told me.
I don't go to Walmart. I like that's one of the few places I haven't been to Walmart in.
There's a couple of things
Maybe
that
3 years.
are only at Walmart that I have to get, unfortunately,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to medicine.
I got my
So
Switch
it's
2 at
like-
Walmart.
Are you guys switched to at Walmart?
No.
Oh, that's why I was kind of like, wait, you got one?
No, it's a complete lie.
That's why it threw me off. I thought maybe you finally just gave in.
Nah. Do you guys remember
You know
where
how much
you
it
got
sold? You know how much that shit sold?
a
bro?
lot? Yeah.
Dude, 3 million in 4 days?
Now 3 million in the first day.
Yeah,
The
I'm
first
not a.
Yeah, of course it's Nintendo.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's like Nintendo with partially decent graphics, so of course people
Nintendo
are,
nuts on a
people
fucking
are-
rag. People be like, I have to get 12.
Yeah, I don't know. It's whatever. But do you guys remember where you got your? Did you guys get your consoles from weird places?
When I lived in New York, I got mine on Fordham Road. I got my PS3 on Fordham Road.
Where? What store? Do you
It
remember?
was-
It was just some guy.
Was it EB
Some
Games?
guy.
Were there still EB Games?
Did we have EB Games in New York?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't remember that.
Definitely. It was GameStop was 2 companies. It was EB Gaming's GameStop. They were separate at the
No,
time.
I know that, but I
And
for
think
some
I got it from EB Games.
I for some
I'm
reason
saying.
thought EB Games was Canada for some reason. You know what I mean? Like
No.
you know how like
No, we had them over here.
Do you remember? Do you know what EB stands for? You remember? No, I'm not even making a
Ethically
joke.
bought
I don't
games.
remember.
Huh?
Ethically bought games.
Ethnically bought.
Ethically.
I
Oh.
like ethically though.
Ethically bought games.
No,
Electronic business games.
you're close.
Electronic boutique.
Yes,
Oh,
Okay,
really?
Yeah,
that's it.
that makes sense.
I never thought
Yeah.
of boutique at all.
I went to because I used to go to Software Etc.
I know where that
to
is.
get my games, and that was like some fucking I don't know. It was basically GameStop. It was cooler though because they had weird. They had like you could get. They had like NGauges. You remember the NGauge?
Yeah. They're fucking engaged.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You don't remember the NGauge?
Engage.
The N hyphen gauge.
They're like one of those fake game consoles that have like a bunch of games on it.
I
You don't remember those?
Actually, I
Like
don't.
the Game
Dude.
Gear? They're like the Game
I
Gear.
did the Game Gear,
It-
but like it was called Engage.
Yeah, dude.
My memory
it-
escapes me.
They were so cool.
They sucked.
They were so cool. I loved them.
You had one?
No, but I've definitely played one though.
I
We're the ones you plug into TVs, right? And it has like a fucking like.
No, there's no
35
such
games?
thing. There's no. That's a. You're thinking of a plug and play console, which is just like that's been around forever, like Pac-Man on like a joystick.
Uh-huh.
It's been around for a while. I'm talking about if you Google the NGauge, it's a specific console that had its its own very specific games. You don't remember this thing?
Is it like N and then Gauge, like GAGE?
Yeah.
Okay.
NGauge. This fucking thing looks so shit. I can't believe I remember looking at that thing and being like, wow, that looks maybe a little high end, but like I don't know. I don't know anything.
Are you talking about this
Oh
Nokia
my
bullshit?
fucking
Yeah.
God.
You're talking about this fucking phone
This
fucking
looks-
console?
This looks like an item that a fucking predator would pull out and then use.
It is a predator.
It's
It's a predator's device. But like, dude, they had like
Oh man, no, I missed this.
No,
I did
no, no.
not. I did
I
not.
thought it was- I think it's a
remember
plug and play.
I remember this so distinctly and I don't even know why because there's no way it sold well. But like I remember
Did
it
you have one?
No. I just remember it at the Software Etc. And like the way they advertised this thing made me think that I was missing out on something.
Oh, cool.
Because
I can play Red Faction on here.
well, that's what I was saying. It's like at the time it had like fucking Sonic and like Tomb Raider and fucking SSX and like Virtua Tennis, Rayman, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and I was like, what the fuck? You can play that shit portably? Of course, the internet didn't exist, so you couldn't look up. Or like for us, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I couldn't use the internet at my own behest. And so like I couldn't look up how those games actually ran or like what those games were on those machines.
Yeah.
And bro. Like
I thought that was Portal 2 and I was like, what the fuck?
No,
they
sir.
had Portal 2 on there. How is that possible?
I wonder how much they go for on eBay.
Oh, an NGauge? Jesus Christ.
A
$1 billion. A clean billion.
I'll take
hands-on. This video was uploaded February 6, 2021. Hands-on with the NGauge Call of Duty. They had a Call of Duty on this thing with no joystick.
Was it the first one? Like, jeez.
It's called The Call of Duty.
The Call of Duty.
Yo, that is out fucking outrageous.
Every 3 bones, man. What do you think?
It looks like wow.
$15 shipping.
Bro.
Suck my dick. Fuck that.
Yo.
15, you know it weighs nothing.
Do you guys ever play like mobile ports of
I played Batman Arkham Knight on the fucking on the Razor.
Dude,
it was Arkham Knight. It was Arkham.
It was not Arkham.
I was like,
it was not Arkham Knight.
My face was
that's why you looked up like that.
Motorola was still making. They were still making Motorola Razor ports in 2015.
It might have been the Dark Knight, maybe Dark Knight or something like that.
And maybe on what machine
year was this?
He doesn't know years. He just
07?
What Batman came out around that?
That was Arkham Asylum.
No.
Oh, Arkham Asylum was 09.
No.
That was 08, no?
It was one of the movie.
Maybe it was 08. I thought it was 09.
One of the movie games.
No, you might be right. Actually,
I don't know.
So it's probably I think either the Dark Knight or Batman Begins. And I played that on my.
They made one of those games.
Yeah, they did.
It was on my.
I remember because
it was on my friend's Motorola Razor. He was
How did I miss this?
I remember. I never played.
I didn't know they made those movies, games for those movies.
I remember
seeing. I remember he got the trial right.
I remember seeing it in Game Informer, like because I would read Game Informers religiously, so I kind of knew. I knew everything that was coming out with no way to afford any of it, but I remember seeing Batman Begins and being like, and there was other games too, like Predator: Concrete Jungle.
I don't remember.
Where it was like that was like a Predator game. Like it took place in like not like a modern Predator. I mean like from the franchise. But
the monster. But
yeah.
No, like the alien.
I understand.
It's worth clarifying because like
if you're talking about video games, I feel like there's only one conclusion to come towards.
It could be like a Jared
fucking Fogel's Revenge.
Trump has a game. I want to see Predators, but it's Fogel against a Predator. Against a Yowka.
Yeah. Predator versus Predator. Yeah.
That'd be insane.
That is kind of fun.
And it'd be Fogel trying to catch a child predator while also the predator's looking for his son.
Ooh.
This footage of Call of Duty on the NGauge
gaming right
is
there,
crazy.
How many frames is that?
I unironically think this is like 15 frames a second?
Maybe.
Holy shit.
I saw that soldier move and I was like, oh, he's stuck in a time warp, dude. He's fucking like
They probably advertise
struggling.
it. They probably advertise it like play the whole thing in bullet time. You know? They're like back then where they would like try to disguise a setback as like a feature.
Yeah.
That's classic marketing.
Classic marketing. Yeah,
classic
absolutely.
Marketing. Like I mean, you saw that too with like the when they put out the well now it's more common, but like the all digital consoles.
Yeah,
I remember when the Xbox One S discless version came out, and the box said disc free gaming. You don't gotta deal with those cumbersome discs.
Yeah, who wants matter?
who wants to actually own a game when you could just
fucking assholes?
No. You know what's sad about that? It's like you still kind of don't own it anyway.
Oh, anymore now for sure. Like you don't.
Yeah.
It is like I was thinking because especially since I don't play on consoles right now. I was like, shit, I don't own anything. I haven't owned anything physical in a long time.
Oh yeah, Steam's all fucking
I own a few games.
It's kind of a problem. Or I was thinking of going back and buying some stuff just to have it.
I was thinking about getting a 360 because there's a lot of games that I can't. I mean, to be fair, the current Xbox is like it's pretty backwards compatible, but there's a lot of shit that I'm like, that just doesn't work. Like I have Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 2 there or 1.
Doesn't work.
As far as I know, like maybe the disc is fucked. I don't know. That's also possible. But Mercenaries 2 doesn't work. There's a couple games I'm like,
Really?
fuck, man. It's so weird.
Because I have the Xbox, the arcade. I have the stuff. Oh, this is the Xbox One though. Xbox One.
One's probably more backwards compatible.
Yeah, because
think.
I still have most of the games I have on there are the all that Xbox arcade shit.
Yeah.
And Mercenaries 2 is on there. Marvel Alliance 2. Ultimate Alliance 2 is on there, not the first one.
I gotta try it. I think I might have tried Mercenaries 2 and then gave up.
Maybe. To be fair, I haven't tried playing it. Maybe it doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll download it and see what happens. Because
if you can download it,
it's in my library.
If you can download it, then it probably works.
Yeah,
because I don't think you'd be able to download anything that you couldn't play.
Yeah,
but like discs are like kind of like a hit and miss kind of thing.
That's interesting.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, should we move on to some questions from our patrons over
We're
there?
gonna talk about this.
Why not, Jack?
Oh well, what do you mean? The first thing?
the fucking guy.
Well,
Oh, okay.
we got a question about.
Okay.
Let's do it, Jack.
So I want to preface this by saying, well, actually, first off, go to patreon.com/StarTank. You can ask us questions over there. As little as $1, you can go over there, get early access, ad free, all that shit. Right? What are you looking at?
These scammers. You know how it'll read the text out in voicemail.
Oh yeah.
Authorize the payment of $999 for your recent order of the Apple iPhone 16 Pro on your account.
Dude, speaking of that, someone
off.
was using my credit card yesterday. I had to call in and get my credit card canceled.
Yeah, that was me.
It was really crazy because I had 2 charges on it. I was like, I'm pretty sure I had like nothing on this credit card, and then I called in. It was groceries too. So whoever did is buying groceries. It's unfortunate. They're probably just struggling, but also fuck you. That's my money, nigga.
How the hell? Like, did it say where?
I was Amazon groceries, and they
Oh,
were like, and he
shit.
tipped, and I was like, excuse me.
That was me. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, you're gonna be in trouble soon, bud.
That happened with me with PlayStation.
I didn't do shit.
PlayStation.
Really?
On PlayStation Store.
I didn't do shit.
They bought like 6 or 7 games. It was like $400 or something. But then I called them. I was like, I don't live in fucking Bangladesh or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, for me it was Seattle. It said Seattle. And I was
Seattle.
Like,
damn, Seattle did you dirty.
I was like, come what?
I mean, I guess
Classic
they are a
Seattle.
bunch of like dirty fucking. There's a lot of panhandlers there and shit, and then you have the Amazon.
There's a bunch of panhandlers that used to work at
Thieves.
Microsoft. They're like just like they're like they're poor, but they have like crazy tech skill. They're like Wade from fucking Kim Possible. He just sits in the chair. He's like, I'm poor.
I'm poor.
Anyway,
here's my jorker.
Anyway, we got a question about something that happened that I want to preface this by saying I still to this day don't know anything about these people. I saw this in passing on Twitter, and in comparison to all the shit happening, it just kind of feels like whatever, right? So I forgot about it immediately. But then people were writing in about it, and I was like, oh, I guess this is like a thing that people are taking notice of, that more people know about. But so Randeep Kang wrote in, and he says, hey guys, did you hear about the YouTuber and his wife getting shot and killed on live stream because of a copyright dispute? Finny the Legend. Never heard of this person.
You wouldn't. Both of them combined probably have like 30,000 subscribers or something like that.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
What a fucking waste!
Yeah,
that is crazy.
I got the scoop.
If he had 70K, I could see it.
Yeah,
but like, so Finny the Legend was in a copyright dispute with the YouTube shooter. Finny went on a trip to Vegas, of course, Vegas, with his wife, and was IRL streaming when the shooter booted up his stream, driving around Vegas, yelling about coming to his turf and trying to find them. It all ended with the shooter running up to Finny and his partner while on stream. And the shooter shot and killed Finny and then shot and killed his wife right after they tried to pick up the camera. That is so crazy. This really happened?
Yeah.
I thought it was just the guy that died.
Yeah.
This situation is really fucked up. Copyright dispute turned double homicide. Yeah, man.
So this is what happened, right? This guy Manny, this cholo that lives in Vegas, he runs his mouth
over there.
Of course, it's right by California, so
I guess
they all moved to Vegas because it's way cheaper.
They got Spanish-speaking people in Las Vegas?
It's actually extreme.
I would have never guessed.
Las Vegas. And anyway, yeah. So this guy, I guess he sucks. But Manny,
oh my
okay.
fucking god, that's like this guy's a real jerk.
He's a little knucklehead,
What a
man.
jerk. in his head.
yeah. Well,
No, I guess he was just doing a bunch of dumb gang shit, you know. And
sure.
the reason why Finney, the legend, met his wife was there was like a whole. It was almost like Ethan Ralph, where there was people that came together to hate on this dude Manny. And I guess this that dude's wife, Finney the Legend's wife, the way they met was she went by the name Bubbly, and she knew Manny. Manny once pepper sprayed her. Yeah, and Finney and Bubbly bonded over that bullshit happening stuff, and he was like, "Yo, you're lucky you didn't fucking do something worse," even though he eventually did. So they eventually, you know, got married and stuff. She moved to Arizona with dude, and so they came back up to Vegas. The reason why the whole beef thing even happened was Manny was copywriting Finney the Legend. And because Finney, his whole channel was just shitting on Manny. It was live streams of people hopping on talking about how much Manny sucks. And also, if defenders wanted to come on and talk shit too and be like,
there weren't many.
people defending this monster, but he kept it open-ended to where it's like, if y'all want to come through and defend this or whatever, but it was just people usually talking shit about him. So he started to gain a little bit of a presence by just shitting on that dude Manny. And of course he got so upset because the copyrights wasn't stopping him. And so that's when he came hunting. He went to dozens of casinos looking for Finney. And then finally found him. Didn't see the live stream. If anyone's been killed on live stream, I've never seen it once. I just don't. I'm not a fan.
I mean, it's not. You don't see anything. It's more commotion, and you kind of get the gist of what's happening.
Yeah,
it's not on camera.
Oh, okay. It's not like what that old black dude that got shot on Facebook Live. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, I saw that one. Yeah.
I didn't see it. I didn't see the.
It was morbid. I was like, this is not.
Yeah, I usually just don't. I
for me.
usually just don't watch
man.
those things.
I hate the way you pretend like this is.
Nah,
it
was an old gentleman. It was an old gentleman, and it got way out of hand.
It kind of like
he sent me recently a video from an account called People Dying.
No, I don't think I did.
You fucking did.
I don't think I did. I don't think I did. What I said.
People dying.
Was it
Bro.
the car? Was it the car?
Are you
I don't
kidding
know,
me
man.
right
I didn't
now?
look at it
Are you
because I'm
kidding
just
me
like,
right
I'm not
now?
gonna open something from a fucking.
I don't
account
think I
called
did. I
People
don't think I
Dying.
did.
You bitch.
People
you
dying.
fucking bitch. What's the last thing you said?
No,
me?
not people dying so far. Oh no, dying on cam.
Sorry, I misremembered it.
Yes, this one.
Yeah, here.
Do I want to see this guy die?
You're not gonna see him, guy. You're gonna see with the commotion.
What happened?
I wish I knew.
Static electricity on the gas, I think.
Is that
or something? I think so. That would be my guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a fucking staticologist.
It's crazy. You know what? Once scary. Like
not even
sometimes
like
stuff like that makes me a little
explosion,
paranoid. I'm like, oh goddamn.
A little.
You know,
For context, it's a
yeah.
video of a car exploding at a gas station.
yeah, but like
But it's
not
no
like a fire explosion, not a
It's
fire
like
explosion.
force.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
I
what's
don't
like.
know.
That's terrifying.
it's like a balloon popping, but a car.
I felt that way with the in like the chairs, like the gas fucking thing to lift you up and down.
Yeah.
So on some shitty chairs, this one guy got impaled.
Smokey sent me that in the aftermath image of a guy.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
No, there's no body. There's
Okay.
just chair strutting all over the place and then some blood. But like, and it's like they blow up, and I was like, I'm not buying a chair like that ever again.
So don't buy Chinese. That's what I'm. That was my thing because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, you don't want to buy a cheap gas one. So I would just say if you're gonna buy a gaming chair, because there's some ones that are fucking cheap now. I'm talking like $70 or something, 60. Don't buy those. I don't buy those fucking chairs. On the fucking 0.2% chance that I just don't even want to risk that.
It's so crazy that a chair could be so damaging.
It's crazy.
It's
like,
insane.
And then it
Dude,
directly
blew
goes into your
up.
asshole
It blew
too.
up.
Yeah, it
So
just-
like,
ruptured it.
It turns you goes right up your asshole, turns you into a cone head for a brief period, and then you're dead.
You fucking look like a scarecrow afterwards.
this is like
It's
the
insane.
worst,
You're
man.
like Patrick.
Ooh.
Little,
Little, and then you fucking die.
all dead.
Hopefully you're streaming too, so somebody caught that shit.
Dr. House comes in and he's like, there's a chair in this guy's ass. I solved it.
I solved it.
I don't know why this doctor is at a crime scene theoretically, but
You're wrong, House. It's not. It's not technically the chair.
it's just the cold. There's a fucking metal rod impaled up this guy's ass. His chair's exploded. He's lying on the ground in blood. It's a cold house.
It's a cold house. The chair didn't kill him. It was the cold. It was the cold virus, influenza.
It's a cold. It's a cold house. It's like it's actually quite nice in here.
It's actually quite nice.
At what moment do you distinguish the difference? Like he died from the cold he got afflicted him after because he was dying.
Yeah,
from
at that point it's
he
semantics.
died from the chair, but his cold what finally made his heart stop.
Well, it's technically like it'll be weird. It'll be a weird episode because they'll both technically be right because like he sat down to go look up cold remedies. So the cold did technically kill him.
Yeah.
But also it's obviously primarily the chair.
You're wrong, House.
Who would get the experience, the cold or the chair? Who
would get
the
that
The chair. Well, they're both. Everything's dead, I guess.
That's true.
So like, I guess it's like it's a draw, really. Nobody gets any experience.
That's wasted experience, man. That's just wasted soul.
Yeah, so the doctor who comes in who picks up is like Fable, where you get to pick up, or like fucking Onimusha. Dude, that new Onimusha game that's coming out, I think like early next year or something.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Have you seen gameplay of it?
Yeah, they showed gameplay of it
Yeah.
twice, I think. No,
They show gameplay of it. It
it's
looks
looking
cool.
good.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Have we talked since Resident Evil or
It's
since this?
Musashi.
Oh, is he's back?
It's him. Well, he's not back. They did a series on him on Netflix.
Oh, really?
And then now he's in the game, which is cool because like before it was Samnosuke Akechi,
Semnosuke was
and
the main
then it was
character,
He was the first one, right?
the second guy.
The
I
French
can't
dude,
remember
right?
his name. That was in the third one. Third one was Samnosuke and the French guy from the future, which is funny to say. It's funny to say that sentence.
Video games are fucking awesome. Listen, here's Samanosuke and a French actor from the future.
From the future.
They're gonna trade places. Was that what that game was? It was. I never
yes,
played the third one.
I heavily vouch for that game.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like the second one was the weak point. Weak point. They just released it right, and now you can get the double for like you can get both games for like $40. Kind of cool. But I'm like, yeah, cute. Can we do the future game, please? Can we get fucking John Reno? Fucking, I was gonna slaying. I was gonna say something different. Slaying fucking Oni back in the day with this cool sword whip thing. It's fucking cool, man.
Sword whip is so cool.
Yeah.
What a ridiculous idea.
It's so dumb, but I love it.
It's
like
so
fucking
brutal.
Ivy.
It's so brutal.
It's like there's a character with like a gun scythe also in some game that I played. Yeah.
What? How's that work?
It's
a
fucking
gun scythe?
Well, dude,
it's a scythe and you hold it sometimes and shoot.
Like you turn the knob, the
I don't
handle
remember,
around?
No, I don't remember exactly. I think it was like because the gun barrel was at the end where the blade was, so it would be like. So I think the idea was that I can't remember what game this was, but I know I've seen it where like you'd get the scythe around the back of somebody's neck, and then you'd shoot it, and then it would pull the thing back, and it was crazy cool.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
That sounds way cooler than like Squall's gun sword.
Squall from Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
because this gun sword is stupid because there's no barrel.
Shut
It's so dumb. I think it looks cool. In concept.
You know what's
the
crazy?
design is cool as shit.
The Lionheart?
Yeah.
I fucking love that gun.
It's a complete non sequitur,
Sword.
but I do want to mention. I had my first In-N-Out that didn't disappoint me the other day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I finally had a burger that didn't suck from them, and fries that weren't soggy. The fries not being soggy was amazing.
Okay,
'Cause
hold
they're
on.
usually fucked.
In-N-Out sucking is so crazy.
If
to
you
me.
get fries delivered, is that your issue?
No,
Yeah,
I've
you
only
can't-
ever gotten
you
it there.
You can't have In-N-Out delivered.
How,
They
Yeah,
don't
you
deliver.
can.
Well, you can't
Well,
get.
They don't deliver.
You can and you can't because that line is so
I know
ridiculous.
what you mean. Yeah. Because you have to like. Well, to me, the only reason if there's an In-N-Out where you can go inside, I only ever go inside
Because you can't order In-N-Out.
because the line is fucking. I know what you mean.
They don't.
I know what you mean. They haven't partnered because they don't need to.
Yeah,
they don't need to.
People will come there and get it. I think In-N-Out is so like. I think In-N-Out is such a like pretty decent burger. Like there's nothing like
I think
can't.
the patty is excellent. I
can't think of something.
The biggest
being
thing
wrong
is
with them.
It's everything that surrounds it.
plenty of salt and pepper, and they have an onion oil that's. And the main reason why I know they use an onion oil is that it gives me a lot of acid, just the patty itself, because I would get like a Flying Dutchman, which is just patty and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, I have so much acid, I shouldn't from a patty. Yeah. It's not that much fat in it. They're very small, you know? Like, it's not like juicy fucking big burger. So, but
he's like, he becomes Kaled.
What's that?
That's crazy. From fucking Elden Ring.
Oh.
With all the big-headed puppies.
Just pure poison.
I was like, what
I fucking hate that place, man.
Well,
whatever.
Yeah, who do you
Who
think
likes Kaled?
I kind of
love
like
it here. I like that it's wrong.
Yeah,
Like,
it looks
I like
distinct.
the idea of it. Like, oh, this is a wrong place. Good, I shouldn't go here.
I hate those dogs though. Those dogs freak me the fuck out.
big-headed puppies.
Yeah, they look so creepy. They look creepy in a way that nothing else in that game looks creepy. They look like really uncanny.
There are birds like that too. You ever seen the birds that like that too?
The birds are all in that vein as well. But like there's something about the dogs.
They're so annoying. I hate those dogs.
I love hitting them with the heavy swords and they fall over and they're like scrampering and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you, and I hit them again.
Those dogs, I'm convinced if I saw Elden Ring when I was like 10, those dogs would have freaked me out.
Yeah,
probably.
Or like 9, something like where it's just like that's I don't know.
I think
I was always a pussy with horror games, though.
The giant hands would have freaked me out. I don't know why.
Have you ever hit them with fire and see them like roll around and writhe on the floor? It's fucking hilarious.
It's just creepy. Like, why is a hand acting like a creature? I don't know. It just creeps me out, dude.
I think
I'm used to doing that.
I feel like a hand.
I'm used to doing that to my dog to freak her out. If you do that, they just for some reason their brain just assumes it's a spider. It's kind of awesome. How dumb they are.
Like, I have to kill this thing. I have to kill it now.
Because they treat it like it's a threat.
Right.
They don't understand that it's
coming
part
at
of you. Oh my god!
They have the object permanence where they understand like something. Okay, that changed, or this is different. Or this is it's still the same person. No, it's completely different now. It's a different entity. I need to attack or run away.
It's funny. I do that to my dog, and it always like open their mouths to play with you, and then you're like, "It's me now," and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, master."
But imagine,
I'm sorry, master. I attempt to harm you. My mistake.
Imagine living that life though, where like you just have to contend with the reality, where it's just like, okay, like imagine I'm talking to you, right?
Yeah.
And then I blink and you're a lion. You know what I mean? Or you're like a threat. And then I blink again and you're back to normal. And I just have to assume that like, oh, the lion's gone.
Oh, great.
You know? Oh, great.
The average life of schizophrenic, man.
This is like this is my hand.
People were saying that. Somebody said that, right? Babies are schizophrenic. Didn't somebody say that? Or
schizophrenic baby.
Schizophrenic baby. Did we talk about that or something?
I think you're right.
That's really fucking horrible.
If I were to guess, I would say that babies are schizophrenic.
They're
like if
not,
you put a baby's brain in an adult body.
Fuck.
Like that would be a schizophrenic person, basically.
Terrifying.
No, it wouldn't. It would just be extremely fucking stupid.
I mean, there's a fine line.
I know people that are schizophrenic and it's actually really fucking sad. It's like one of the saddest shit ever.
Well, how do you know, really?
What do you mean?
You're just assuming that it's sad.
No, they're like
they're having a great time.
They're like I hear and see things that are straight up just not. Like my friend has one of the dogs that helps him like he goes says greet, and if it doesn't greet somebody, it's like, oh, that's just something I'm imagining. So that's just a demon sitting in my bedroom right now. Awesome.
That's actually that's
or like
so
they hear
cool.
sounds. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard somebody say.
That's a cool concept.
Not being able to perceive reality correctly and not knowing if someone's around to harm you or not.
No, I'm not saying
you can't drive.
No, I'm
you
not saying
can't go outside barely even.
No, I'm not saying it's like enviable or like I would want it to. I'm saying like as a concept, the idea of like a dog using a dog.
Oh, that use of the dog.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
that's like an interesting idea. I never once considered that would be like a thing.
He tells his dog to greet people.
But see, the issue with that is like some dogs are schizophrenic because I know dogs will bark at like just the corner of the kitchen.
You have to have a trained dog.
We legitimately had a schizo dog.
No, it doesn't.
That dog saw a ghost.
That dog would like recognize us and then like moments later not recognize us. That shit sucked.
Yeah.
You have to get a well-trained dog to do it, obviously. You can't have
you would get a regular.
You can't have the fucking...
Find a dog from the pound and just put it to work.
Just a traumatized dog with like tire marks all over it.
Give it a fucking... Give it a fucking vest. You're on the clock now, dickhead.
Yeah, dickhead.
The dog just got beaten viciously for the first 7 months of its life, and now it has to work a job. I was working 9 to 5.
That schizo guy has the helper dog or whatever, and he's like, "Could you greet that person?" Just attacks him immediately. The dog just attacks him.
The first thing the dog's real. That's so fucking sad.
What is it about an abused dog that is so much sadder than an abused human?
Because humans suck.
Right.
Well,
it's just that.
The thing about
what
dogs
if the dog was abused by another? Like, what if a dog punched the shit out of another dog for 5 years?
Well, the thing about dogs is that dogs in their natural state are just allies to humans, you know, in a way that humans aren't
Maybe.
exactly.
Humans
allies
just
to humans.
suck. It's just it's that,
Well,
it's that simple.
I think it's a mathematic thing.
They suck. Look, I was watching a true crime thing last night, and it was a YouTuber that went crazy and killed his family. You guys probably might have heard about
classic.
it. Yeah, this was like an old.
Seems to be happening.
He was called like the anime something. I can't remember his name.
No, I don't know.
But the anime something. He was.
I know about the Skyrim guy.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah,
That was
What did he
wild.
do?
the TikTok Skyrim guy.
No,
he kind of popularized those videos of like people pretending to be NPCs in Skyrim, where they would like kind of like.
Oh yeah,
walk
yeah,
into-
yeah. I love those.
yeah. I love those too. He killed his wife.
Yeah, he goes down, yeah.
Was he the? Oh no, I'm thinking of a different guy. There's a guy playing GTA, and he pretended to stream while he was killing his girlfriend. There's a different one. This is in, this is in like England or something.
That's nefarious. Like he if this is the same thing I'm thinking of,
It probably
he
has to be.
recorded like an entire fake stream of him.
Yeah.
Like
While
he,
was killing
so like
his
he
girlfriend.
recorded
An
himself.
alibi.
Yeah, and then I think he streamed the screen playing the video of his live stream. And then we'd be like, hey, and he would make excuses like he just wouldn't react. Hey guys, I'm not gonna be reacting to chat today.
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
because like the
the same
chat's
one.
not working or whatever. Like, but I want to play this game and like whatever. It's kind of brilliant.
Yeah.
But,
except for the cops when they reviewed it, they immediately didn't buy it.
That's so interesting. I wonder why though, because like that seems like that could work.
It seems like it could work, but then I think with just knowing I think it was just a simple like contacting the YouTube people of, hey, how was this streamed or was this a pre-recorded? You know how you just uploaded, they probably just immediately were given the information, the metadata that this was a video that was uploaded and it wasn't live streamed directly to YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
makes sense.
Like it was like this was an actual thing and it wasn't, there was some type of metadata that let them know that there was something to, he tried, but it didn't work. I don't know. I would have to follow up on that.
extremely
Somebody
fucking crazy.
listening might know better, way
Someone's
better.
gonna
than me.
use AI for that shit, by the way.
Eventually,
At some
yeah.
point. Someone's gonna be like,
I stand by
AI, use
this.
my voice to use my voice, react to chat every, I don't know.
Oh, right.
Every 7 minutes, right?
Oh, right.
And then and then just record an entire gameplay session. Stream the screen so it's not an uploaded video. People are gonna get it. It's gonna get bad.
yeah. Yeah. What was
AI is
what
going
the
to
fuck
lead
led
to
me
a
to
war.
that?
I'm
What-
sure it's going to lead to a war. Then we're going to stop.
Probably already is.
Oh, you're talking about the dog versus human things. The thing that I was watching, that YouTuber, he tortured and killed a bunch of animals, and like all of those stories, like I kind of like fast forwarded through them.
Yeah.
'Cause I didn't really want to hear the details of him like killing a bunch of animals. But then he's describing to the cops like how he killed his family, like awful. I still felt bad, but I didn't have to skip over it. Because I don't feel nearly as bad. Because like animals are just
They're completely helpless.
Yeah, they're not doing anything. They're just there because you put them in the situation. Then you kill them.
I think that's. I
And
think
humans are just like, oh, I'm dumb. I'm
my
stupid,
line.
gay.
My line is so crazy
You know?
because
Yeah.
seeing people get blown up and fucking get grenades thrown at them, stuff like that. I can watch that, but I think there's something so much more disgusting about hearing someone describe the evil of doing that to somebody. Because I think for me, it's always like, it's like detached. It's like, oh, there's a degree of separation where there's a person on a screen turning into mist, opposed to this guy being like, yeah, I got really upset, so I grabbed my daughter.
yeah.
I dragged her down 7 flights of stairs. Then I proceeded to stomp on her little esophagus.
Yeah,
it is crazy
like
to
that.
me.
That's so much more like this is evil.
Yeah,
opposed to moments of stupidity
gets-
that lead to harming people, evil like meditated, like premeditated evil, is so much worse to me.
Dude, this story was kind of crazy because he wanted to kill people, and then this was just like, I guess the perfect opportunity because he didn't actually plan it. It's just his mom was in the garage and he shot her, and then his brother just happened to be passing by, just being like, what was that loud sound? And like, I guess that guy
What was that? And then boom.
Dude, I guess that guy has guns all the time, so his brother didn't even register when like that guy was pointing the gun at his brother. His brother didn't register it because he was still kind of confused with what was happening. He's so used to him having guns. So he shot him, ran into the bathroom. Dad now is like getting up. What the hell's going on? Shoots his dad, and he falls back on the bed. Then he tries to get into the bathroom where his brother ran in, just shot a bunch, and then kicked the deadbolt. And then he's like, "Oh, I got him, I guess." And then he did kill shots just to make sure none of them were suffering. And that was his justification to be like, I wanted to make sure they didn't suffer. And then him describing it was so crazy because he was just like, I would hurt anybody. I would hurt anybody to if anybody did anything to my family, I would kill them. And he's like, but I guess they couldn't save themselves from me. It's just like, it was so crazy to listen to him talk.
Can you describe this fella to me?
I mean, honestly, Dylan Roof, like he looked kind of like just some white guy with a dumb haircut, an anime nerd. I can't remember his name. It was something that had to do with anime.
Of course it's anime. It's always anime.
Yeah. And you know what he looks like. He's just standard fucking nerd.
It's always anime, man.
It's always anime. It's always anime people who are just like, I'm fighting for something greater than myself. I'm telling you, man. Like,
hey, look, man.
Dude,
I was a weeb once upon a time, and I've never really had that thought. Like, maybe I should eradicate my whole family.
Were you like a certified weeb?
Probably not. I was probably less so.
Weren't you
than
selling drugs?
Yeah.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
You kind of specced into a different lane.
I think I liked anime a lot. Like, I think most black kids like anime. The way black kids like anime now, I liked it, but I wasn't as much of a fucking puss as they are. Because I hate black weebs, modern ones now. They're so aggravating to me.
Why?
Because they're just full on losers. They have no veneer of like.
Is that not just weebs in general?
Well,
why are you
being so mean?
Why are you singling them out?
Well, for me, once upon a time, it's like, I like anime, but I play basketball and I do sports.
So playing basketball makes you not a loser, I guess.
It at least lets you have some sort of other characteristics.
It's got a little bit of swag,
Being an anime fan, Like, I play Pokemon, but I also I really like hip hop and stuff like that.
Anime,
I don't argue about animes online all day.
At any
and have
point,
an anime profile picture of a character that's not black, but I made them black as my profile picture.
That is funny.
Shit like that bothers me so much, and they're doing nothing wrong. I just don't like it.
I don't know anyone like that. To be honest,
Because you're too old. If you know someone like that, you should,
If I knew them, they probably
should be like that guy's
brother.
brother.
Killed somebody. I was gonna say, yeah, that's true.
Well, look, I don't know anything about these people in Vegas.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, Finney and Bubbly.
Yeah, I guess Manny won.
Manny 1, Finney 0.
Yeah, it is crazy. Like, that is psychotic to do.
Yeah.
But did he get arrested? Do we know?
Oh
anything?
yeah. So he
made it out. He's down.
Well, I don't know. It's possible.
No, he's no bail, obviously.
Yeah.
He's trying to get his own.
Is he in Vegas?
Yeah,
He's giving that nigga a chair.
Well, so he's probably, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But he had a public defender, but now he's talking. He's gonna consult his family and see if he can get a private attorney. But it's just like, nigga,
that's a waste.
What are you?
It's
stop
on camera,
wasting people's time.
Yeah, you're on camera.
Time and money. Just get the public defender, bro. Like, come on.
Just go to bed.
That's so fucking.
Go
funny.
to sleep, dude. Like, all right, man. Well,
anyway,
you don't have money to fucking
just dunk me in a toilet till I'm not breathing anymore.
So crazy.
So American Butter wrote in.
American Butter
said, "Sup, rioters." My uncle, who's never been to LA, is telling me you lefties are burning it down and that they should just shoot him. But how burnt down is it actually?
I love that. I love the two different realities.
Yeah, it's very funny.
It is fascinating to just go on Facebook is the best thing to go. Go on Facebook, go in a conservative circle and see what they're saying. It is fucking it's hard. You want to say night and day, but that doesn't do it justice.
Dude, I saw AI video of people burning down the Hollywood sign. And there's a bunch of old people in the comments being like, I can't believe California used to be such a beautiful place. Just you know what's funny about the assumption that LA burns down after every single one of these riots is that also the assumption would have to be that we somehow rebuild it exactly as it was in record time. It's just wow, it's
weird.
Crazy.
And all this new infrastructure also looks a little bit old. How did that happen?
Whoa, crazy.
We built it up and then there looks like there's age. This building's kind of aged.
No, but Derek, the Apple Store got robbed.
Oh no!
What's crazy is that the LA riots, people that weren't here for the LA riots were like, yeah, the same shit happened during the LA riots. They made it seem like it was the most fucking hostile thing ever, and it wasn't. It was it was just people being really mad about cops killing black people.
Yeah, I even grew up assuming that because it was called the LA riots, that it was it must have been at least a block or two got fucked up.
I was,
and it's just it must
4 or 5 stores maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
I was
the
living.
Rooftop Koreans were out there, but other than
the rooftop Koreans actually only killed another Korean by accident. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, they didn't actually. That was also fake.
I love the idea of that because I told you
All
the
the
story,
stories.
right?
Of what?
Of the idea of we were at like one of our friends' house. We were talking about rooftop Koreans. And I just imagined like a snake eater dressed Korean guy on the top of his roof with a rifle, being like snake eater. And then it pans away. There's a guy looking down the scope, aiming it particularly at black folk. But no, he just aired out a guy that might have been his cousin.
Yeah, just complete. It was it's. I don't know,
It became
man.
like a legend in the same way. What was that when the Ukraine war first started? There was that the ghost of Ukraine or whatever. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that at all.
And there, so
Like
it was
Space Ghost with a Ukrainian guy.
I gotta be honest, I don't follow Eastern European shit at all.
no. It seeps into the world though.
No, I know.
unfortunately. Yeah.
But like, I mean, to the degree, like, I feel like you pay more attention to it.
Well,
Because-
you're more
I
plugged
mean,
in,
it's the reason why
obviously.
JoJo's even here.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is
Yeah,
that
you're
makes sense.
Yeah.
But I've never heard of a
plugged in.
ghost of Ukraine.
So like the ghost. So you
It's
might
just Jinsekai?
So, look, you might remember this just because of the picture that they used.
Oh, can you pull it up? I might remember. It might jog my memory. I
Okay,
don't.
hold on.
It was Ukraine. It was just some fella with a stick.
But yeah, so let me say this about the riots,
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, bro, look. Of course, people are going out of pocket. There's always people doing stupid shit that doesn't do.
Oh, sorry, Ghost of Kiev, not Ukraine. Ghost of
Oh,
Kiev.
I think I know. I do remember this. I remember hearing that at least. That's crazy.
Oh, where's the where's the meat? That one. I guess I gotta type in his name to.
I don't know. Anyway, the point is, dude. So I want to say this too. I was in downtown LA for Summer Games Fest to meet up with some people. I was meeting up with Dustin and Brad and Cog and a bunch of other people. Dude, I saw Anita Sarkeesian there, which is crazy.
Yeah, you showed the picture. I saw
Yeah.
that.
Oh my God, she's still around?
Dude, well, that's what I was like. I thought I saw a ghost. I was like, what the fuck? I was so confused. Because I was like, it looks like it might not be. Like, it was because it's been a long time, right?
Yeah.
But I remember, like, I saw her and I was like, is that Anita Sarkeesian? I was like, no, I can't be Anita
God, you
Sarkeesian.
should give her a hug, dude.
But she was also so small. Like, how tall do you think Anita Sarkeesian is?
It's one of those things that
You couldn't tell, right?
No.
But in my mind, 5'6", 5'7", you know, at least.
4'8".
Dude, like, mega small. Like 4'10", maybe. I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
I definitely wouldn't have thought she was that
Being
small.
4'10" is
No way.
crazy because like a decent sized dog is like a threat.
Yeah, and
Like a Labrador Retriever could kill you.
Even in my head, as I think about it, I'm like, that can't. It's like maybe that just wasn't her, but it looked.
It might have just
looked
been
a lot like her.
Maybe because of her attitude. To be honest, when you think about certain people, the way that they behave themselves, you don't think of them as being really tiny. I guess online, particularly.
Right? Yeah.
Like we think of people like with her attitude, the way
People
she
have said that about me. In fairness, so I guess I get it.
Yeah, it's hard. Like when online, you can't clock because here's an example. The Amazing Atheist is like 6'6" or something, and yeah, he's extremely tall.
What a
but the thing
scary
is,
fucking thing. You imagine him?
How could you?
bursting into your house denying Jesus?
Jesus
violently taking your fucking crucifix and melting it in his hands. This is fake.
Just handing you like the God
The
delusion
Amazing
and
Atheist.
Beating the fuck out of his chest, roaring and shit like that. Then he disappears.
Yeah,
That is
he's tall as
crazy.
shit, but like
That
you
is
can't
crazy,
tell
yeah.
because he just cameras just facing at his chest and up his head, so you can't tell how tall
I
he
just
is.
remember being. I don't know. Like sometimes people just surprise me because I guess I always guess in like a medium. You know, like a median just to But some people are
People
tall.
are surprised how big I am all the time.
Me, I just have known you forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I ran into Skill up there.
No, that's
Talked to
dope.
Skill. It was nice. But the point is to say I was in downtown LA.
Yeah.
And like people were in downtown LA. Kojima was there showing Death Stranding.
He was.
He wasn't ducking bullets, like this is like a couple blocks, maybe. And by the way, one block here, another block over here, that like where maybe things get out of pocket or like people fucking get stupid and they like rob an Apple store and it's like that. Come on.
Yeah,
You know that looks stupid, and those phones don't work. Stupid.
and those
no one's
people-
gonna buy those things.
exactly.
But
Those people aren't. They're like anytime there's looting, those people aren't. They're not protesters.
Yeah.
They're obviously
Those
not
are-
protesters.
at that
Those
point,
opportunists, literally.
looters.
At that point, those people become looters, rioters, whatever the fuck you want. But the majority of these people,
Yeah.
the majority of and the one time that I walked through a little bit of a protest, it was literally just people like I think they were blasting just fucking Spanish music and dancing and shit.
Yeah. Let's put it this way.
It's not fucking crazy.
Hassan was there. Do you think his fucking, do you think somebody in his position would risk his life?
Yeah.
If this was like really there's some shits going on, it's crazy. It's like
and to be fair, Hassan specifically like went and sought out the high, like he went and tried to go into the places that specifically like would be, these high, confrontation
I think
places.
he might have gotten some like tear gas or something. I don't remember.
I think
something
they had like an air gun blown at him or something.
Something
like some weird
that.
thing.
I can't remember what he said because I only caught like a little bit of it just to see like, oh, well, there's a good example. Unfortunately, him doing that and the purpose of doing that, it's not gonna the conservatives and other people that watch whomever on that side, it literally never leaks into their space. They don't see any of that. They don't see Kyle Kalinske. They don't see any of that. I did think it was funny because Crystal Ball married Kyle Kalinske.
Yeah.
Since she did that show with I forgot.
She
that
makes
guy's
me so
name.
mad because what kind of name is that?
Well, it's her parents.
No, but that's what I mean. It's like, how dare you?
That's not her real name, right?
Well, no, it's her name. Her parents are cute. It's just like I had a kid that went to school with us. His last name was Moss, so his dumbass parents named him Chris. So he sounded like Christmas, and it's like your parents are gay. Like that's your parents don't respect you.
They named him Chris Moss.
Yeah, to be cute, and it's like don't disrespect your kid. Like, that it's just like calling your kids Crystal Ball. You're like, you're.
Didn't you say you want to name your kid Fighter Pilot or something?
So it's evolved. It's actually much worse now.
Okay. What?
So now it's Otto Von. So Otto, OTTO, but that's a very European name, so it
Right.
tracks.
Autopilot.
And then Autopilot.
Yeah, Autopilot.
But Otto. But then like Vaughn was JoJo's idea. I never even thought. I was like, Otto Von Pilot sounds like some old timey fucking pilot that's gonna like, also he's like one of those old timey bodybuilders, but he's also a pilot and shit.
That sounds like somebody that James Bond would kill.
Yeah.
Otto Von Pilot.
So yeah, so I'm just like, this is gonna be good. And I was just picturing it because since she has very tall genes, I'm assuming I'm gonna have a light skinned tall son that'll be in the NBA, and then people are gonna chant OVP.
Yeah.
I'm trying to manifest it because I want millions.
Yeah, you should do it. Yeah,
I want to be like, you always see the dads at the games that are all there, like, oh, my son, I didn't do shit in life, but thank you, son. I want to be that.
I didn't do fucking anything. Thank you, son, for fucking making me feel worth it.
Yeah, I want to do that. Be like, oh, finally, I did it. All right, here's the Ghost of Keep. I don't know if you remember this.
It looks like Sam Hyde a little bit. Was that Sam Hyde actually? Oh my god!
Like Sam
I
Hyde
thought you were
bit.
making a joke by saying that.
That is one of the best memes about Sam Hyde is that like he's always like the default
He's the
person.
guy.
Like he's like no matter what the shooting is,
Yeah, there's a mass shooter that
it's just always him. It's kind of amazing that he hasn't been like that is crazy to me.
He is so unwound. Bro.
I'd be very upset about that.
Everything I see of him is like the most like, what the fuck? This guy was
He's crazy.
allowed to be on the shit he does.
I feel like there's like people that are afraid to go after him. I think that's what it is.
I think because his
It's
fucking
because his
fan base
persona is so
dis-
crazy, but he's not like. I don't know, man.
Like I don't think like
I don't
say
think he would actually do anything fucking crazy.
like I know people that have been around him. He's whatever. He's harmless in these, but in certain situations, I imagine. I think it's more about like his fan base and people that would.
Oh yeah, his fans suck.
Do crazy shit.
And his the image that he puts out is not comforting.
Yeah.
And he is like a freak. Like make no mistake, he is a freak. Like he donated like $5,000 to the fucking Stormfront
Daily
or whatever.
Store. Oh, yeah.
He's not like an excusable person.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I was like, how do you, that? But again, so the people that know that there's a lot of people that know that not talking about it.
Yeah.
And then I asked the question why, and I feel like, well, they're a rabid fan because I think
nothing serious, man.
who's that guy that harassed Boogie came to his house?
Oh, Frank Castle.
Yeah, that's it. I can't. It's not that. It's because that's Punisher. It's
Hassel.
very
Frank
Hassel.
It's Frank Hassel.
Because yeah.
It sounded like I was saying Castle,
Okay,
but like
okay.
his Frank just ends in a
because when
K.
did the K?
Yeah, Frank Hassel.
My bad.
That's hard to say. Frank Hassel.
Frank Hassel, not Frank Castle. That's interesting. I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
even noticed that. But yeah, I feel like people adjacent to him, they're the type of people that would come to his Sam Hyde's defense.
Sure,
Let's say if
yeah.
you made a video, like people like that might come out of the woodworks and terrify just terrorize somebody. So they're like, I'd rather not make a hit piece on him, or not even a expose, I guess.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I feel the same way, to be fair. You know, like, I can talk about it like this on the surface, but I wouldn't make an isolated video.
Yeah, it'd be
because
crazy.
it's just not, why invite that chaos? That's crazy.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah.
But, so LA is... I hesitate to say it's fine because there's always problems in LA, but like it's not like a fucking apocalypse, dude. Like you're fine.
Yeah, there are places in, let's just say Appalachia, for example,
that have monsters
that are infinitely worse, that are desolate. That there's just meth heads on the street, like all.
Well, dude, even California itself was like way worse during the fires. Like it's like the fires were actually serious. You know what I mean? That was actually like a big deal.
It was a real humanitarian crisis because a bunch of people's lives were being threatened by wildfires versus these protests, you know, because people are being snatched up. ISIS coming to fucking graduations, fucking harassing people while you know, their kids are trying to graduate.
Fucking insane.
And then you have the dumbest and evil people on this planet celebrating that shit. You'll tell them this is happening, and they're like, "Good, this is exactly what I voted for."
Did you see that they withheld or they detained a fucking Arizona marshal or whatever the fuck?
Yes,
a marshal.
A marshal.
They're detaining people who like are also like here legally, by the way, who are just waiting for their immigration court dates or for their papers to go through, who are following the legal process, and they're rounding up anyway. ICE is fucking stupid.
Yeah, like they're rounding up U.S. citizens, but people are starting to realize, people that are neutral and people that are obviously on the left, that didn't know how racist and bigoted these people are, that they're finding out that the ones that were hiding under the guise of, we're just going after the illegals, we just want the illegals out, they're starting to find out that no, they just want brown people out in general. They're starting to figure it out that like, these people that voted for this actually want brown people out in general. It's not about illegals and crime. They're hiding behind that because they're cheering on what they're doing, apprehending and rounding up people who are actually legal. Yeah. And they're still fine with what's happening.
Did you see that Trump himself said was like, well, we got to make exceptions for farmers who've been working here for a long time. I mean, they're good people.
That nigga got calls, dude. He got calls. Look, he for sure, because he's fucking with big money with the tariffs. Yeah. That's why he had to keep going back and forth and keep bringing them back and extending it because there's people's money that he fucking with that will make sure he's not president anymore.
Well, dude, the thing too about that is that like this, by the way, reinforces the fact that like he doesn't really care about any of this.
100%.
Like he just believes whatever people tell him. Basically, he's just like he doesn't. Trump does not care if like brown people are in this country for free or whatever. Like he's just pandering to a base. And so like when it turns out that like, actually these people actually do good for the community, and actually a lot of people in positions of power, particularly with farming, actually like these people. Then he's like, okay, we'll figure. Yeah, that's fine then.
Yeah, no problem.
Suddenly we got to get everybody out now becomes like, actually, whatever.
Yeah, the
it's just like there's like no principle at all.
I just
which to be fair, good, I guess, on that sense, but like
it is objectively a good thing to rescind some of that stuff. It's just so upsetting to see like I said, he's infallible to these cult members. Even when he did something completely contradictory that should upset them. Right. They should be upset because it's like, you're going to allow some of these illegals to stay because they're the farmers, and they should be upset about that because they want the illegals out. But now they're just like, oh yeah, that sounds good, Trump. And I'm like, you guys literally are no convictions. Yeah. They have no principles, no convictions, no morals, nothing.
I've seen some people be like, well, my position hasn't changed, but it's also like, I still love our president.
There's still like, a but, and I'm like, whatever, you do. It is weird that you love this person and not a policy. You're not supposed to love a president.
It's insane, man.
It's so weird.
It's weird.
It's the due process.
Like, you remember back then when you saw the motherfuckers that were like, and now, to be fair, those people instantly after when Obama started continuing all the Bush policies for the most part, then a lot of those people that were huge fans of Obama fell off. So at least I give them a pass, whatever. They got caught up in the hype, and then it's so far past that with Trump, right? Like, all the stuff that he said he was going to do as far as, like, say, being a normal person, now he's doing all this fucking crazy authoritarian shit, and those people are still riding for him. And I'm like, I don't know if those people are ever going to fall off.
I do think Obama inadvertently kind of did started the cult of personality presidency, though.
No,
because I don't think people were fans of Bush in the way that people were fans of Obama.
Well before Obama, man. Well before Obama.
Who would you say then?
Reagan. The fuck are you guys talking about?
Didn't that feel retroactive though?
No, dude. People fucking love that guy. Like,
I know they loved him as an actor.
And it's because it's because the connection of
That's
that.
fair, yeah.
They loved him because of the actor he was.
But what I'm saying
Same
is
thing
like
with JFK. JFK was a cult of personality guy too. Be like, oh my god, he's so
no. I'm not.
handsome, he's so nice.
What I'm saying
I guess in a
I'm saying in the
cult-like way.
modern context. I'm saying in like because
Reagan.
I think it happens and then it fades because like after Reagan, like I mean, Bill Clinton had some of it.
George H.W., Herbert Walker. Who gives a fuck?
Son or dad?
Herbert Walker.
Herbert Walker.
Walker's son, right? No, dad.
Yeah.
Dad. Sorry,
Herbert.
dad.
So, like-
if you put Herbert in front of it,
Yeah.
it's not the son.
So he was milquetoast. You know, I feel like his biggest moment was
Desert
being on The
Storm.
Simpsons.
And
Like,
Desert Storm. He's him
well,
initiating that.
I'm not talking about if we're talking about political stuff, sure, but like I mean, like as far as we're just talking like popularity, right? And what
Popularity.
people think. Clinton is an icon in a way of just as a sex pest, right?
Right. Yeah.
Everybody in between, like Carter, people just respected him, but he was not like the cult of
Jimmy was
personality.
not respected. People
like a
hated Jimmy
handful-
Well,
Carter.
he was disrespected in the political sense
But he was-
because
but
he was
that's
trying to
true.
do the right thing.
But in a
He,
real world, people loved him. People were
he
like,
fucking was
I
like,
think there's a difference between
hey,
like
leave the Palestinians alone, and they're like,
I think it's a difference
Remember
between
people saying he was wrong? Isn't that crazy? Sorry to interrupt you, but isn't
No,
it
you're
saying he
not.
said
Shut
he
the
was
fuck up.
wrong? Like, oh, he's wrong for that. And it like literally just flipped
It's
the
the same
paradigm
thing.
35 years.
It's the same
And it's
thing.
like, oh.
the same things happen. What do you mean? The same thing's happening. The fucking administration's still saying people that are trying to defend Palestinians are wrong.
It's insane.
It's the same things happening. Nothing changed.
But like,
Did you fucking Lindsey Graham saying "game on" or whatever when Israel struck when Iran was like, "Hey, you can't strike us." What
Yeah.
the fuck,
Bro.
You can't kill our top scientists.
Iran said some crazy shit recently.
Who?
Oh no, Iran. Like the Iranian officials were like, yeah, get ready. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, cool, man.
Yeah.
Dude, Alex Jones is coming right now because he's been talking about a war with Iran for like fucking 10 plus years.
Like egging it on,
Yeah, he's been one of the people saying it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. It's
but
coming.
like, but it's coming as like a
Well,
that's bad or it's coming as in like
it's
yay.
bad. It's bad. No, so he doesn't. His position was always, and he was correct. He was like, hey, let's get out of Iraq, let's get out of Afghanistan, let's get out of fucking everywhere, let's get out of Libya, let's get out of everything we had hands in and shit, and toppling fucking governments and putting in puppets. And then so it's like they're trying to do the same thing with Iran, right? They've been trying to do that for the longest time. But he kept fear-mongering, saying it's coming now, it's coming now, it's coming now, and then it would never come. And now it's finally here. He's like, oh my God.
He's been edging for 50 years.
Oh my God, I told you.
Anyway, yeah.
Fuck.
I don't know, man.
Buy my supplements. It's got a lot of vitamin R. It's got a lot of
Vitamin R. What is
Yeah.
that? Is that a real vitamin?
it's a vitamin.
Oh,
And not approved by the FDA, but it doesn't matter. It's a supplement. It's vitamin R.
okay.
Get
What's it for? What does it help with?
it helps you grow little tiny wings on your bone marrow.
That is actually unironically one of the craziest sentences I've ever fucking heard in my life.
The great thing about it is you can't prove or disprove that.
I could probably prove that.
Who's gonna do that?
cut somebody open that's been using it.
Yeah, I guess so. Who's gonna cut somebody open and look for wings in their bone marrow?
Get his leg and just dink, dink.
You need a 1000x microscope to even be able to see these
Oh
wings.
shit, there's really wings.
They're microscopic wings.
And then, like, you get the 1000x, and he's like, no, I said 10,000. Like, you're not listening to me.
You're not listening. It's your fault.
At that moment,
They're smuggling wings into your bone marrow with tardigrades.
at that moment, you just get struck by lightning through your window. Like, open your window to get a breeze, and then lightning comes in and kills you.
I'm so shocked he hasn't been
Putting
killed.
chemicals
It's
in your
crazy.
putting chemicals in your blood.
The fact that
Replace your
someone
bone marrow
hasn't,
with lead.
the fact
With
that a
lead.
parent hasn't been like, nah, jackpot, and just walked up on him
That's
and,
the thing. I'm
filled his stomach full of lead.
I'm
is
legit.
insane.
relax.
At the very least, I'm surprised someone hasn't beaten the piss out of him live, like in public. I mean, it's just it's.
There's a lot of people that are like that, where you're just like, I'm surprised.
You're
that
like, how is
just-
nobody just
that you're
come
able
up
to walk
you and-
free is fucking fascinating to me.
Yeah.
You know,
We should get him into some hip hop beef. He'll get the piss beat out of him immediately.
We gotta put him
we should-
against
we
like
should
real
make,
killers. That's the thing. There's not really many real killers in hip hop anymore.
well, you know what? Alex Jones has got to start making videos about this Manny guy.
Manny breaks out of prison. He kills
Kills
Alex
Alex
Jones.
How can we navigate this? How can
Manny
how can we
crawled through
co-op this?
500 yards.
Look, this is
of
technically.
shit.
Look, by the way, I understand very thoroughly that this is in poor taste because this just happened like a day ago. But it is such a ridiculous situation.
The Manny Shank redemption. And he just fucking he makes it out, covers his hole with the fucking poster.
I'm a maniac. I'm shooting people.
Hey, who are you?
It's me, Manny.
It's me, Manny, fool. And then just
Let's go.
Let's get to the next question. RFK's brainworm wrote, and he says, "Hello, gay, and gaydy." He says,
Nice.
"Were you guys ever going? What? Oh, were you guys ever into going to arcades at any point in your life?
Absolutely.
If you were, what were your favorite games there? Since I was born in the late '90s, arcades were already dying off when I was growing up. I feel like I kind of missed out on a really cool experience and a moment in time. They're still very much alive. They're just like they're more adult oriented, actually.
Yeah.
Barcades are fucking awesome.
Yeah, except for for some reason California has like 2.
It is kind of strange.
It's insanity to me.
New York City has like many, and I remember just like there was like I think there was one walking distance from every one of the venues that we would have done.
No,
and it's like kind of weird to me that it is a. It seems like a good place for it.
I cannot. I just wonder if it's a logistics issue because I can't, for the life of me, understand why people haven't invested into them more. Because that is video games and beer is the perfect. It's just you're gonna profit.
Yeah, video games, beer, and food is kind of a perfect.
You're gonna profit. I mean, there's a fucking. I went to a place called Battle and Brew in Atlanta. Fucking phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
it's huge. And then there was back rooms where you can rent them out and have like they have all these consoles in there and all this shit. I did a meet and greet there and with Poison the Well. You remember those guys?
Oh yeah,
Sofane and Fat Pat.
Yeah. I remember them.
Yeah, shout out those guys. Those guys are great. And
I haven't talked to them in a long time.
Yeah, neither have I. But yeah, fucking that was cool as shit. And I was just like, if they had a play, because it was like way better than, because it also had like it was like a web station too, because it had like a bunch of gaming chairs, so you can do a bunch of league stuff.
That's like serious.
It was big. Then they had the bar. It was a huge fucking thing. And I'm like, why the fuck does not California, like literally one of the most famous places in the world, not have one of these or anything even adjacent? The closest they have is like your round ones, right?
Yeah, the round ones.
And it's just like light. It's like light. It's not.
Yeah, round one is cool.
Round one feels
it's
like
not bad.
It feels like an adult version of a more adult, less adult than Dave and Buster's, but more adult than like Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, it is like this weird middle ground. Like I feel silly going to a round one. Like I'll go. I was there with like Jack's films and like this and Captain Sparkles the other day. Mm-hmm. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Oh.
But I remember that name from back in the day. I was like, oh, I know that. That's like a video game guy.
Okay.
But like we were at this round one, and the whole time I was like, oh man, I feel weird being here because it doesn't feel like I feel like I'm too old for this, even though it's a barcade.
Yeah, I'll go there with my nephew.
Yeah,
that's what I think it's because you can bring kids into it, honestly, and it's not a barcade. It's not like 82. Where like
it's not a proper barcade.
Yeah, 82 I love 82. I'm never
cool.
down there,
Their
but
tacos are crazy good at 82, man.
The tacos?
Yeah.
Well, I know there's a taco truck out there.
The taco truck right on the outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
that where we got the tacos with Ethan?
Yeah.
And he got sick?
That's right.
I forgot about that. I just remembered.
That's right. Yeah, before Ethan Klein went insane, we went to 82 with them.
Going insane happens.
It's a roll of the dice.
It's a roll of the dice.
Especially if your entire life is revolved around like streaming and stuff. I feel like you have
I think streaming really chance. Like the second streaming becomes like your main thing, you're cooked.
Yeah.
Like I think it just like it's cooked so many people.
You gotta being recorded that much is a problem. Just anyone. You should not be recorded that much ever.
Yeah.
It's not good for you.
Well, that's in general true, but it's but it's over. You know what I mean? That world is over. Because now everybody's going to be recorded all the time. You got Palantir out there. It's going to be fucking cool.
Yeah.
But no, I love arcades. I don't know if I had like a long, like there was, are you familiar with New Rock City?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
show? Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah. So that was like an arcade. I liked it when I was a kid.
It's like a sort of a mall, but not really. I feel like this is the kind of place where a dinosaur would get loose. That makes any sense to me.
That sounds cool to me.
Was there some sort of big thing in the middle of the place?
I honestly don't remember.
There was like a little roller coaster somewhere in there. I remember that on like the first floor.
I don't remember.
I don't know if there was a.
I just remember going there a lot, and like I remember like that was my arcade experience, and then like the main arcade experience that I had honestly was pizza places. Pizza places
always have good ones.
Pizza places in New York, or specifically around me in Yonkers especially, always had a Marvel vs. Capcom machine. Like Yonkers was obsessed with Marvel vs. Capcom in a way that like I was kind of. There was one in an alleyway I remember, which is crazy. It was like outside.
That shit was, yeah. The local burger joint, Marvel vs. Capcom. We'd come after middle school. We'd all challenge each other. I was so fucking dude. I could fucking beat people in under 10 seconds with Spider-Man. Because I would just do a quick combo, crawler assault, you're done. And people would get so fucking mad. Because if you die that quickly, people would get so fucking mad. And this was my PvP days were in person.
Damn.
Like when we'd play like arcade things, like when it started getting online and I started facing Koreans, it just I gave up.
That happens.
It made me realize that I'm not good at the game.
Fighting games in particular, fighting games will humble you.
Yeah.
In that way, because like
locally, I was very good.
I remember.
And then
I remember a place perfectly now. We continue. See,
oh, okay. No, I was just saying that. Yeah, I just
why even interrupt it? That was the
that's what he
save
does.
it.
That's what he does.
What were you gonna bring up?
So there was this place called the Laser Park in Manhattan that I used to go to all the time. My sister, me, her, and her boyfriend at the time, and then my cousin. We would always go to the place called the Laser Park. It was in the exact place of it because it's an ancient place. Permanently closed, obviously, years ago. And it's on 163rd Street. 163rd West on 46th Street in Manhattan.
That's high up.
That's an Upper East Side or no? No, that's a Central Manhattan. That's
Central Manhattan?
Yeah, it's still
Where
Central.
is this? Zoom out. That doesn't look right.
Place is old. I was going there when I was like 7. I can't.
You have to click it. You have to click it, brother.
Does it say when it closed?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's in Midtown proper.
Yeah, it's in Midtown.
But what you call it? Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
I went there years ago.
Laser what?
Laser Park.
Laser Park.
Years ago. Because I'd only go there because my sister was so much older than me. So she was like 18, 19 going there, and she was taking me. And I was like, I guess we'd go through Manhattan. That's back when Manhattan was like really pretty before it became like Manhattan, what it is now. Because back when I was younger, it'd be like a place where cars would never stop moving. That's what Manhattan was to me. I was like, oh, there's always cars going.
Oh, yeah.
Like going the street up fucking a mist. But I remember going there and had sort of like interactive games. You would sit down, it would like move you. It had like everything you could think of. It had like large, like it was just gigantic. I remember that was my first
those
arcade.
Places. Those are the things that are gone.
Yeah,
that's the stuff that I miss. Like there's a place
fucking Time Crisis shit like that.
You can still find some Time Crisis. I actually I gotta mention something. Remember that. Don't let me forget. So in the city of Orange, they had a place called The Block, or it's still called The Block, but they call it like The Block of Orange now or something, but we just called it The Block. And they had a thing called Games Works, and then it changed to Powerhouse, and it was like a place like that had ingenuity. They had a fucking Tekken 3 thing, so this is when I was fucking, a kid, that you would step on this circle, and stepping outside of it was to move forward. You can actually throw punches and stuff. You were fighting. It was so shit. Because it needed more time. They needed more time to bake.
It was like the alpha version of whatever the
this is gonna be a good idea soon.
The concept was cool as shit, but they never continued with it. It was such a huge space, and they don't invest in stuff like that anymore. And I'm bummed out about that. And Nickel was an awesome fucking arcade because it was just a nickel to play whatever. So we were able to beat video games. Because, they're all designed to just suck your money.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not paying $20 to beat a fucking game. So now it's just a nickel. And so I beat the X-Men arcade game for the first time.
Oh my God, to beat him up?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I beat the Simpsons game for the first time.
Who's the final boss that game, Magneto?
Yes.
Or is it like
yes, it is.
That's hilarious.
It's Magneto. And I never gotten that far because they're designed to not win. And so Nickel was a dope ass place.
Someone playing the Tekken one is someone trying to do Kazuya's fucking spin kick combination.
Yeah, no.
And a kid getting hurt really badly, fucking jumping and doing a backwards kick twice.
See,
and
I don't even know how
uppercut.
you fucking like.
How would you do those moves?
I feel like they did not get that far.
Like how would King grab somebody? What are you gonna grab the air and get?
I'm positive they did not get that far. The closest was like you just punching and kicking. And which is enough because especially like your heavy kick did enough damage to you can win.
God damn, that
But
sounds
like,
so cool.
it was such a cool concept. But yeah, I wish there was footage of that so you can see how shitty it was.
I've been having huge video game nostalgia lately, just in general. Like, not even to play games, just the memories of like playing those games and them being new.
Yeah.
I've been going through waves of that crazy where I'm like, I remember like I was at like Liska's house and I picked up a Game Boy Advance and I felt like I was teleported back to playing like Mega Man Battle Network the first time, being like, oh my God, I remember when like video games were so awesome and like they're so much better now technically.
Sure.
I think
But it's like-
they objectively are in a lot of ways.
No, they are, but like the magic that comes from video games is like so well gone beyond my brain.
Yeah, we're used to it.
We're used to, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
It expires.
I think I should take a break from video games as a whole for a little bit, just so I can get back into them being like, oh, these are really, really cool. And then just start reading again.
Yeah.
I think about that sometimes. I can't do it.
What? You have, I mean,
I can't do. Yeah, no, but
for you,
that's what I'm
but-
saying. It's like it would be nice actually to just take a break because right now I'm just like I'm looking. I have so many. The number of games I have would send young me spiraling. You'd be like, I can't believe you own this many,
Right.
and I'm just sitting here being like, I don't want to play any of it.
You know what? I feel you,
I
man.
just want to rewatch Breaking Bad again.
That's basically where
I gotta read
that's
more.
basically where I am right now. It's
That's
like
my only thing. I'm just not reading enough where I used to. I want to
can't.
read. I want to start reading more again, but I
I
just
have
haven't
new
been able
books,
to.
and I opened up and I was like, I like.
And I don't read.
I
Where's
multitask.
the explosion?
I just can't, dude. I multitask with everything now. Even when I'm washing the dishes, there's like fucking 4 dishes in the sink, and I'll grab my headphones and put something on. It's 4 fucking dishes. It's gonna take just a few minutes to do
That's
it.
crazy. When I clean, I only have music on. I clean with music on, and that's it. And then I like.
No, to me, I'm wasting time. I'm like, I can be absorbing. There's just too much stuff to where I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta. It's a thing where
Sometimes I'll put music on. Sometimes it'll be news or whatever.
it's usually I'll put music on usually only in the shower because
I can read with music on that doesn't have like words, like lyrically words. I can't
Like
do that.
soundtracks?
I can put on soundtracks. I can put on like beats.
I can
But
put
I
on it.
can't
I
do
just can't
that.
be new music because if it's new, then I'm paying attention to music and
Yeah.
trying to absorb it. And I'm like, oh, I'm not. So it's just whatever. Anything old is fine. They
I
can
also
even
don't
be.
read shit that
yeah.
like I don't read shit that's like good for my not. It's not like it's bad for my spirit. Like if I'm reading comics, that's one thing. If I'm reading like
You have like the Book of
period
Live
pieces.
Leak or something. You have like
not like period pieces, like if I'm reading like something about like African American shit, like African American history.
Yeah.
I'm reading that shit like almost about to cry. So I'm like, I can't read this right now. I'm just not. It's gonna fuck my day up if I read something about this and then go have to interact with Lily and be like, "What's up, honey?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I just read about how black people were eating." You know, but you know, how's your day? And she's like,
Oh my god!
do you want to make dinner now? And I'm like, yeah, let's
Fortnite.
play Fortnite.
I've been reading the terms and conditions.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Is
It's a
it
meaty one. It's meaty.
I got to read
Is it-
Mistborn. That's my next.
is
series
it,
I'm gonna read.
riveting? Would you describe it? How would you describe it?
It's long.
Mhm.
Winding?
Don't really know what it's trying to get across.
They're trying to take advantage of me. I know that. But
They're
I
using a
don't
lot
know.
of legalese. You know?
Not
Here's a question: Do you hit agree or decline?
I always hit agree twice. Actually,
Ooh, you just
That's I double agree.
I give me what I want. Give me what I want.
Sometimes,
man.
man, I wish I could. I wish I could experience the terms and conditions for the first time.
Man,
What was the first? Do you remember the first?
I was
terms
trying to
and
think of that
conditions?
right now.
ever?
Well, no, that you remember.
I read some of the
Like,
first
what the
one. I
fuck
remember
is this
it was
bullshit?
Like it was sort of like my iPhone when I was like maybe like 19. First time like I
remember I read a little
was
bit.
Like, what the fuck? This is boring.
It is funny how immediately like you have the right instinct. The first time you see it,
Yeah.
which is like I should read this because it's a contract, and I remember reading it for Xbox Live or whatever, or something like that.
Ah,
I
yeah.
remember being like, I made it through like one page and I scrolled down a little bit and then I saw the rest of it. I was
You're
like,
like-
I'm not reading all
like,
this.
no.
I want to play a video game.
right.
Are you insane?
Yeah, at a certain point, I just accepted it. I don't care. Yeah, go ahead. You own my likeness or something. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, there's already like the illusion of privacy and control is already so flimsy. Like, what are you gonna use my face to? What are you gonna what are you doing?
I say that all the time about when people get very paranoid about that. I was like, why do you? How special? Why do you think you're so special? Like they're gonna target you or something? Like, so I even talk about like that when it comes to big like taxes, for example.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, okay, there's already understaffed. They're gonna come after you specifically.
You have to really fuck up attacks for them to come after.
That's the whole thing.
You have to really
That's
fuck up, or there has to be radical change.
It's like, you guys just, you can chill out, especially even with say somebody just used your card. You called and then they refunded you.
Fine.
So I tell people, like, don't be so freaked out. Like, they're going to, even if something does happen, there'll be. I've happened a couple times to me. Like, once this fucking piece of shit, I actually dropped my card while I was on a bicycle, and the piece of shit I locked the card, but they tried to use it at a McDonald's, and I was like, this fucking asshole got my card, and the first thing they thought was I could really use a Big Mac. Like, what a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm fucking hungry. We gonna go get something.
I wanted to nail them too, because I'm usually kind of like, who cares? I told them, I was like, can you guys pull up the fucking camera so I can see who did it, the car? They're like, we'd have to get the cops involved. And I was like, fuck. I was like, because that's going to take like a warrant and stuff. And I was like, who cares? I wanted to nail. If they try to buy something bigger, I would have been like, respect. You know, I would have been like, yeah, okay.
Well, they don't
They
try
just
to buy
want
things
food.
bigger.
You don't respect somebody trying to survive, really.
You don't
One
need
of the
to
things they don't buy
surviving
big
at
shit.
McDonald's.
Well,
fuck
it's food.
off.
It's
Fuck
food.
off.
In fact,
If they went
you could argue that they were being respectful of you by going to McDonald's and not going to like some swanky fucking place.
I would, yeah. If they went to Walmart and try to buy groceries, respect. If they try to buy a PlayStation, respect. Because it's just like, if you're gonna be a piece of shit,
Right.
go.
Yeah, really be
Do
about
it.
it.
Go.
Don't fucking go.
Go.
Read the fucking names, man.
All right.
Cash Patel.
Cash Patel. Ice agents, go.
Go.
He's not in control of them.
They're gonna get him sooner or later too.
Oh yeah, dude. 100. He's gonna be walking home, and then they're gonna get him. Hey, Paco.
I heard that they get Vivek. I heard they get him. I hope they beat him up. I hope they drag him around.
Dude. They're gonna beat them all up. I can't wait.
He's like, I get it. Yep. Stomp on my head again. Yep, I get it. Yep, I understand.
I understand. I would do this if I were you.
What do you think the Marines? They're gonna be so bored. They're gonna even do anything.
One of them is gonna kill somebody probably because they're gonna get fucking PTSD.
I think they all have.
You know what's funny too about that whole thing? We're
Uh-huh.
always talking about like the Republicans or like the conservative people. They're always talking about how our military is like a joke now.
Yeah.
You know,
and then using this
And now
most
they're
joke ass
using-
means.
yeah.
They're using it in such
calling
a joke way.
the military when they did, dude. January 6th didn't get any of this, bro, and they literally attacked.
People, I feel like
they're,
people.
they're trying to call it an insurrection.
Yeah.
What's happening right now?
They
That's so
literally
crazy.
attacked.
You know what?
They literally attacked that building.
What? Yeah, while the election was
invaded.
being certified, like it's so clear.
It's insane.
But you know what's crazy
Like,
about?
what the
Yeah.
fuck?
I feel like
dude?
people misunderstand people, or like I don't know. At least people like me, my issue with January 6th. There have been maybe 100, 200, 300, 500 legitimate reasons to storm the Capitol.
100%.
100%.
That's it.
Losing an election is not one of them.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, so you support a fucking storming the Capitol? Or like you support fucking insurrection? Like when people like call this an insurrection, right? They're like, you support an
Crazy.
insurrection? Well, first of all, it's like, this isn't an insurrection. But first of all, there's been so many reasons to.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Call this insurrection is so.
I have
wrong.
no issue. I have
Like,
no issue
so-
at all with people storming the Capitol at all. The issue is the reason that they chose, which was they lost an election, and it was that. What a pussy, dude! There's so many. In fact, right now is a kind of an amazing reason, but like,
Yes.
fucking, whatever.
Yeah, those people are about nothing. Again, they love the government. They love authoritarianism. They love big government. I saw a guy under a post where we're talking about the expansion of power via the executive branch and ignoring the fucking judicial and the congressional.
Legislative thing.
Legislative, thank you. I was like, what's the official name? But like, just ignoring that shit, circumventing that stuff and expanding power and blah, blah, blah. Long story short. And this guy still was somehow convinced that like the left likes big government in the midst of having this conversation. And it's like, I don't understand how you could pull this out of your ass when your daddy Trump is doing all these things that you claim to hate, and then you still pass the buck on to the left. And I'm just like, I can't express how cooked these people are. How do you talk to them? How do you convince them And it's like they're about nothing, right? They don't believe in anything.
You just gotta wait for them to end up in a fucking Ukrainian prison.
And still somehow
I can't even validate it anymore. It's like how do you like at this, like I understand maybe once upon a time, but like at this moment, at this point, it's like to choose to defend him is just like, oh, you don't deserve to be alive anymore. You don't deserve the ability to be able to vote. You shouldn't be able to breathe.
Imagine if they got Thanos snapped out to existence.
Things would be better.
Like if you were hanging off a cliff and I could help you, and I'd be like, and you're like, you have like a hat on, I'd be like, oh, you're cooked. I'm gonna sit here and watch you fall.
It's just
I'm gonna pull up a chair and sit there.
Yeah,
I'm getting tired.
I'm just tired. I just wish these people. I wish they would just be honest about like just being like, oh no, all I care about is owning the libs and loving Donald Trump. Yeah. Instead of using things like, I like small government, I just want the illegals out. They're just saying all these things. I like the Constitution. Yeah, the Constitution. They're just vehemently. I'm like, stop, dude. Just be honest.
I got into a full argument with somebody who's like, the Constitution says it so clearly says states peoples in the Constitution. All people deserve due process. Literally 3 lines later, it refers to citizens themselves. And people are like, it means citizens. And I'm like, now why do they use the word citizens so many other times in it? Yeah. In the same document. Why? It's just why? Like, how did these slave hunting niggas from 300 years ago were like, we should probably, figure this out. And then people now are like, no.
Just making shit up.
Yeah. It's insane. They've never looked at the document. Well, they've never seen a document.
Of course. Look, I don't even expect them to read the Constitution or any of the amendments. I don't expect them to do that. It is just listening to the people that they're listening to lie about everything is always been the problem.
Crazy.
Because these people don't know anything. They're not about anything. They have no morals, no convictions. They're just waiting for someone to tell them how to think and feel. And they always deny that that's the case. And I'm like, well, you just be fucking honest. If they were just like, dude, I don't really know what's going on. I just watch this news and I just go with whatever they say. I'd be like, yeah, I hate you, but at least you're being real. Yeah, But they always act like they know what's good. They say things like when Donald Trump, when it comes to not having a third term, no, you can't have 3 terms. They're trying to make loopholes about no, you just can't have a third term after having 2 consecutive terms. And I'm like, that's what, how, I'm just like, you don't believe that. You've never had that as an idea in your head until some talking head told you that. And now you're fucking parroting it back to me.
That's so crazy for someone to say.
Yeah.
That is so
and I'm like, stop acting like you came to this conclusion yourself. Like you knew this.
Crazy.
Like as if you read the fucking Constitution and then all of a sudden this is what, like, after our boy had like 4 fucking terms because of the war. Then they were like, we should probably, lock things down and have like, you can only do 2 now. You can only do 2 terms. It's like, okay, fair. And then now they're trying to act like that didn't happen or something. I don't know.
Right? It was Roosevelt?
It was FDR.
Yeah, right? It was.
Yeah, FDR.
Yeah, I couldn't. I was trying to think of a clever name with if I couldn't think of anything, so I just called our boy.
Theodore was after, right?
Theodore was before.
Before, right?
I don't remember. Teddy was like I think early 1900s.
Okay,
like 19. I can't remember the exact years, but I know it's like 1900 to 1910 or something like that.
Was Teddy? No, I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm thinking of who's Taft.
Taft was, I think.
Taft was like.
Because I remember Taft was the guy. The only reason I remember Taft specifically is because I think he was responsible for the 7th inning stretch in baseball.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that random ass moment in history.
Yeah, I think he was like he would sit like he would when the president stands up, everybody stands up, and I think if I remember correctly, his ass would get so numb that around the 7th inning is when he would stretch his legs, and then so that became the 7th inning stretch.
Oh, that's exactly right. Yeah, Teddy was 1901 to 1909.
Which one is the New Deal? Which one is the deal?
That's FDR.
All right, that's the one.
Fuck. So I can't think on the fly. I can't think of anything good for his name.
You can, but
cripple.
Well, it was just. So I didn't want to. Just don't want to go there.
It was too easy. I was just like, what I was thinking of was too easy. So I just didn't
Hot Wheels.
do it.
Fat Dick Rogers.
Hot Wheels. Fat Dick Rogers. At least Roosevelt. At least Roosevelt. Rogers.
Fat Dick Rogers. I can't even change that. Oh my god.
Shut up. All right, we're gonna read the names.
Dick Roosevelt.
We're gonna read the names now from our lovely patrons over at patreon.com/the Snark Tank. Thumbnail.
Picture of FDR
with a monster cock.
Fattest cock.
Like one of those fucking selfies where he's
The classics. The one where your face. I hate that I have one of those. I hate that I took one of those. Faces off to the side, and I'm like, I can't believe I did this. I'm so embarrassed of myself.
Pro Jared.
Because I was
Pro
fucking.
Jared.
Because I was fucking like. I was.
Did you see that? Yo, Pro Jared's interesting because like I've seen clips of him.
He's still around.
Like, yeah, you know, he's still around, but like I think he's leaned into it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like because like I remember him being a pretty milquetoast guy, right? Like it's like a standard YouTube video game guy, right? But not like in a hostile way. It's like 2012 era, you know, where they would just like review games and stuff. But I saw a clip of him recently on stream where somebody was like, "All right, good night. I'm gonna go to bed or whatever." Or I think it was like, "You should get some sleep." And it's like, "No, I'm gonna go into my bed, get naked, jerk off, and come on my stomach until I pass out."
Jackpot.
I was like, "Yo,
Jackpot.
yo."
I mean, it's a funny joke and it's true.
Yeah, but that's what's so funny.
He's literally gonna do
Did he
that.
lose his marriage or anything like that after the whole situation?
I don't know.
remember.
I don't know. Was he married? I don't
I
know.
think he was.
I don't think he was.
I have no idea.
I honestly can't remember that at all.
Maybe he was. I
Maybe
do
he was.
remember.
I remember he was
don't
maybe
remember.
seeing somebody.
I just remember that like his Discord thing was like iffy, where it was what was it like?
I think he was like soliciting nudes from fans,
yeah, but
which is not minors.
It was
specifically.
it was 18 and up, but I guess the only problem
Is that people could lie.
exactly that's
Yeah.
the only problem where it's like you have to expect that even when people tell you they're
You just
18,
can't- you
how the
just can't play
fuck do you
basketball in
know
range.
that?
You can-
Yeah,
Just
I
don't
know.
go to that court.
So you
Don't
would
do that.
rather not do something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, okay, he wasn't technically doing anything wrong, but at the same time, it's like, hey, man,
Still
Come on,
negligent.
There's
bro.
enough porn.
there.
Is I don't know.
It's definitely when it comes down to everybody that does stuff like that. It's not about the nudity. It's
I
about
guess so,
the,
yeah,
the
it's about-
thrill of doing the thing,
Or
right?
like maybe
like oh, I'm
like having-
collecting Pokemon, like but
yeah,
it's your
or like
fans.
having a line of connection between you and the person. I guess.
Yeah,
something like that. I guess
because now
so.
it feels personal. You know what I mean? It's kind of the same reason why like a nude from some random person means nothing, but a nude from like a partner feels like something.
Sure, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because a root for a nano, that's just porn. That's just regular porn. You don't know any
yeah.
of these people, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
true.
know. Anyway,
Yeah.
whatever.
The idea of
That clip was
a
hilarious.
bunch
I
of
was like,
cum welling
yo.
into your belly, welling up in your
crazy.
belly button.
It was the
You
way
passing out.
it was the way he said it too. It was so direct and blunt, and like it didn't seem like a joke.
I don't. I think
It
it
was
was.
so-
I think it was half and half, like a dry joke, but also he's like, I'm literally gonna do this.
He's pretty. I mean, he's pretty good at dry. I don't remember him being dry humor wise, but like I mean, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
He had like a shirt with like a really like big.
V-neck.
No, it was like it just looked like the shirt was like like a fat person wore it before him, and like it was like really.
The neck was stretched
The neck
out.
was crazy.
it was like really worn out.
It's like in a recent Donald Glover video where Donald Glover
It
is
was like Kevin's shirt.
oh my god, that poor shirt.
Yeah.
But he's in a video with one of my favorite artists, and he has a fucking tank top, but the thing is all the way down here. And
Who?
I'm like, Donald, what are you doing?
Donald Glover?
Yeah, and I'm like, I'll show you the image of it, and I'm like, why is it so tanged that top?
Because it's so tank.
He's just dressing. Anyway, count me down.
3, 2, 1.
Right, the Jewish sperm banker left me anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitic.
Semitic, yeah.
I see.
Go.
I see it. Delta Gamma, Jorkin Peenarson. Stupid.
What?
Jorkin Peenarson.
Nice.
Literally fed this toddler last week. Why is it still crying? Squimp is bugs. Bro, a baby still crying after a week of not eating is
Bro,
insane.
why are you still hungry, bro?
Why are you so hungry?
I already fed you, dude.
I already
Shut
gave
up.
I already gave you 3 drops of baby formula 2 weeks ago.
I gave you a cup of water a month ago. Fuck you crying about?
You're actually not supposed to feed babies water. You know that?
I don't know.
That is actually
Really?
true. Actually,
Really?
like for the first like several months, they can't have water,
I mean,
which is
Look at-
fucking insane.
Look at how tanged his top is.
I think
he looks like his boobs kind of.
Yeah, I mean, he was showing
Like
off his pecs, but it's like
the light is kind of
Look
weird.
how that's crazy. Look how tanged this top is.
that's crazy.
His top is so
And
tanged.
then he's trying to show people like, oh, look at my new pecs. They're a little thicker.
But
But yeah, now they look like tits. That's hot.
yeah, did you
I
know
think
that?
there's a point.
About babies and water?
Well, I know that they sell baby water.
Yeah, they sell baby water
Because,
specifically.
well, it's because of the fucking bullshit that's in water. So like
guess,
you shouldn't give them their immune systems may not be able to handle all the bullshit that's in fucking tap water specifically.
Maybe.
Oh, they're
I can't remember
stealing
what the
here. They're
reason was.
stealing here.
Well, that's what I think. Because I mean, there's water in.
No,
milk.
I mean, I would imagine, but like, I want to look it up.
Can't have.
Why can't babies drink water?
Because they're gay.
That's the reason.
What if it says that? What if it actually says that?
That's the reason. Babies' kidneys are still developing and cannot effectively filter large amounts of water. Giving them water can dilute their blood, lowering the levels of sodium and other electrolytes. This can lead to a dangerous condition called water intoxication.
Babies drunk.
That's
off
crazy.
water.
Oh, I guess it's kind of like, so their kidneys are like their kneecaps, where they're like still kind of they're not ready yet.
Yeah, they can't do the do, and baby's gonna pop.
That's so stupid.
My nephew's crawling now, and it's really weird seeing babies like learn locomotion.
Why is it weird?
Because he can get the things now, and it's like, oh shit, they want to grab everything in the world.
I find babies so uninteresting because everybody
magical.
Everybody has been one.
This guy said magical.
I think they're magical.
They're not magical
Because they're like
Magical.
seeing them figure things out from being such a small state to a bigger. Like I think that is the most impressive. Like, oh, this is crazy seeing it actually grow proper.
It's interesting and it's like fascinating for sure. I don't know if I would like.
And then like
describe it as
them developing their
magical.
personalities. My other one is the point where he's himself now. He's
Right.
he's him. He's like, oh, this is who he is.
It is crazy that you just don't have you're not a real person really.
Like yeah,
Until
you're
you're 5.
You're kind of like you're kind of a being.
Now you're finally self-aware.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I am him.
Me.
And then you start grabbing guns and
Yeah.
you do what you do.
You start looking at your reflection. You're like, I'm clearly better than everybody
Why
around.
am I so flawless and everything is so flawed?
Would it be unethical to intentionally try to raise a narcissist?
Yes.
Okay.
The fuck? They're inherently abusive.
We're trying to teach him that he's like the best person and like nobody.
Narcissists are inherently abusive to other people.
I feel like how
right.
many mothers do that on accident?
They do.
Oh,
Like, you're the best, you're the most beautiful, you're the most perfect child.
well, that's
And
bad
they're like,
because that
yeah,
sets
I'm so great.
that sets people up for validation only, not understanding that they can fail, and then it fucks them up really bad later.
Yeah. Well, they
'Cause
go
a-
into
'cause a
the
lot of
real
people-
world
yeah.
and they realize that they suck. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, everything my mom said was
Lily
a fucking lie.
Lily told me a story about how it was really, really sad how she was when she was growing up, she was like one of the smart kids in school, and she's still an intelligent person, but one of the smart kids in school. And then she went to college and she realized like you're not really that smart. Like you're intelligent, but like you're not an abnormality of intelligence. You're just amongst other bunch of people that have made it to this point. And it's a lot like people that have that kind of validation, it's hard for them to get over it. Because I got told I sucked all the time in my house. Because my grandmother's really fucking cruel. And she was one of those people that like ahead of the game, she was like, oh, I'm really intelligent. I'm ahead of the game for other people. So being an average human being was just like, oh.
You know what's funny about that is like I feel like my parents, or at least my mom was like very, very nice. She would always be like really nice to me. She'd always tell me like, it was like, that's a great drawing or whatever, right? She would like gas me up. But even I remember drawing and I remember being like,
This ain't that fucking
this isn't good.
So you knew she was full of shit.
It was so strange because I really shouldn't have had that amount of like at that age.
I think you're just self-deprecating naturally.
I think
that's
I
what
think,
it is.
I think I am.
And I think your mom probably made you that way. Because
Why?
she made you reflect once. Because like one time you looked at it and even you were like, that's not really that. That's worse than what I drew last time. But he says this is great also.
Yeah.
That's impossible. Holy shit, I kind of suck.
This is mathematically not adding up.
Man, I'm just shit. I'm a shit guy.
Yeah, I feel.
Well, I think I immediately like when I needed glasses so early. I remember I'm clearly not amazing because like my eyes are fucked.
Right.
And I remember maybe other things are fucked. I don't know.
I grew up in a very not nurturing home, so I think that's why.
Yeah.
My family just wasn't nurturing. My grandmother's kind. She taught me a lot of good lessons, but she wasn't very nurturing.
Yeah.
Because she was spent. She already helped raise
Yeah.
her siblings.
Yeah, she's
and then
like,
her
she don't wanna
kids.
do that again.
And then I was the last one until my nieces and my nephews came. So she was like, look,
Well,
dude,
and-
just be a decent person. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, you didn't have a nurturing childhood, but in fairness, you did grow up into somebody who didn't
Wouldn't
deserve it. Yeah.
So because I was young, I didn't get it. I became what didn't deserve it. So technically, it's that's fault. Why I'm what I am.
No.
Or it's me's fault right now that as a kid I didn't get.
It
Now
it-
you're
it-
talking.
Now you're thinking with portals. That's good.
You're cooking with gas now, buddy. There you go.
You're cooking with propane and propane accessories now, boy.
Nigga, I'm charcoal.
Do you see the
I cook with charcoal and piss.
Yeah.
Is she the king of the hill?
Yeah, you see you see what I said in that
The
group
episode
chat?
came out already?
What'd you send in the group chat?
You see what I put in the group chat?
no.
The king of the hill?
Yeah.
Is it
I didn't see
is it
it.
the big friends group chat?
Yeah,
I haven't checked that in fucking forever.
Yeah, I just put it there. Like I never text in there at all, but I just wanted to. It's just,
Is that Boomhauer and Hank Hill fucking in Missionary?
read the caption though.
Dang old Hank, man, tired of one of them.
No,
courses,
sorry, not the caption from the picture. The quote tweet caption.
Dude, no, I'm reading. Dang old Hank, man, tired of one of them course and wine bottle, man. Him was saying that as he's in you is crazy. I'm tired of wine bottle, man.
Who's he talking to?
I'm crazy.
Who's he talking to? He talking to the crowd, to the fans?
I guess he's talking.
Or is he talking to Hank while he's stuck
I guess he's
inside
talking
of
to
it?
Hank. Tell him
Nah,
how
crazy
fucking
man.
tight he is.
Dang old Ty Rectum was crazy.
But I just like this guy. He quote tweeted because it showed the intro, right, the theme of it, and he was like, "Don't even bother with this." They went woke, unfortunately, and he put that picture of them fucking.
I wonder how many people that could convince in the modern day.
There was a handful of people that must have thought
There's
this
at
was
least
real.
like 5 people who earnestly believe that.
Like,
that
I
like,
can't fucking believe they would do this.
I can't believe they made Hank Hill.
Typical fucking libs.
Typical libs making Hank Hill fuck Boomhauer.
Yeah, that woke fucking Mike Judge. Typical. He made fun of us in Idiocracy, so of course.
But he's a fucking Democrat appointed judge.
Yo,
They don't even think it's his name. They think he's like a.
they think he's an actual judge.
That is.
Not even like Judge Mike. He's Mike Judge. Mike, comma Judge.
Yeah, Mike, his middle name is the.
Mike, comma Judge.
Imagine being that logged. Imagine being that logged out of reality.
I mean,
I've met people that give me pause, man.
Yeah.
I've met like. The thing is, like when you meet other people, in general, like when you find yourself in situations or social situations, whatever, you come across a lot of different people, and like you come to realize pretty quickly that like it's not so much that a lot of other people are stupid, but there's like a lack of, I don't even know what I would call it. It's not stupid, but it's not smart either. You know, it's just like a
ignorant.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's what it is. Just like apathy and ignorance.
Because I think for one, we are too close to the internet, unfortunately, but it's our jobs. And we stand too close to that space.
Yeah, for sure.
Where we unfortunately see a lot more of the noise. But there are people who are so wildly taken out of it, of the reality of the world.
Okay.
In its most basic ways that are like also like, what the fuck is going on?
I like those people. I don't mind them as much as the people that think they're smart and think they know it's good. Those are the people that upset me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like the one that would think Mike Judge the judge. like they came, instead of not thinking anything, they came to a crazy conclusion. Like those are those type of people. And I'm like,
right, yeah.
Fuck off.
I'd rather
please.
you just didn't think of anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Just be stupid.
I'd just be
I
oblivious.
respect a stupid person who understands that they're stupid.
Like that's almost doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like people thinking they're stupid. Stupid people thinking they're stupid is. It's like people like us who are just on the level, and then we recognize like when we do really stupid stuff.
Well, I
that's
wish
as
I
close as
was
we get.
smarter all the time.
You do?
Yeah, I'm frustrated with how stupid I am.
I fucking know because
Because there's shit that like get
it's
like
more
just like
responsibility.
because well, it's just more like simple things like, damn man, I wish I could just like I wish I could do math without having to write it all down. You know what I mean?
Oh, those are talents, man. Those are gifts.
I don't know if it's
you
a
could
gift.
do that.
At 1,000%.
You could do that. You could.
No,
Like,
because then I would have to try.
It's
right?
like
Chris,
trying to do math without in your head. It's like there's people. It's like the people who can draw naturally. I talk about things like perfect pitch. There are people who can do. It's like talent versus nature versus nurture, right? It's that there's some people that can work extremely hard to get close to those people. Like you have like a LeBron James, right? He has such a natural ability to like do sports, like be athletic. And then there's somebody who's like a stick, who's not nearly as fast as him, that can work incredibly hard, right? There's people that are like Nikola Jokic, right? He's a fucking Serbian stick that's like 7 foot tall. But like, if you see this guy, you know what I'm talking about. He's like a tall stick. But he's one of the best players in the league now. And he worked incredibly hard to get there, where LeBron was just like, I have a natural ability to be great, and then I just do a little bit, and I'm so much better than most people.
See, this is a basketball player?
Yeah.
All I'm thinking about is like one of those War of the Worlds Tripod.
He might as
Freddy.
well be.
He looks like.
He just looks like, to me, he looks like what Doug Funny, because he has a huge nose.
Yeah, he does.
He looks like he would be Doug Funny or
He
something.
looks like Doug Funny's grandfather from like some sort of fucking Serbian grandfather.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that Jimmy Durante fella.
Jimmy Durant? Who?
Jimmy Durante?
Durante. Is that,
That's a real person.
who's that? Okay. I mean, I'm not doubting you. That
Jimmy
probably is a real
Durante
person.
is a guy famous from a period of time that I have no business understanding or having any reference to.
How come?
But he had a big ass nose.
Jimmy Durante.
He was famous. He's not Jewish. He had a big ass nose. I had to, you know how he is.
Greek?
I
Italian?
really don't know.
I'm going to say he's Italian.
I would guess Irish actually,
Okay.
based on what I know about him. Which is
didn't even
nothing.
Think anything.
But Jimmy Durante. There's a you know why I know this guy is because like there's a fucking in that Powerpuff Girls movie where all the monkeys become other Mojo Jojos.
Yeah.
Like there's a character with like there's a monkey with a big ass nose and he goes like ha cha 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 cha.
Oh.
And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And my dad's like, that's a Jimmy Durante reference. Weird. And I'm like, what is that?
I do remember you say at some point you did mention this. It's coming back to
Yeah,
me.
but was it like hundreds of episodes ago? Yeah, look at that schnoz, man.
That is a schnoz,
That is
man.
a fucking. That is crazy.
It looks like
that's
a
an Italian.
that guy's nose is pregnant.
That's an Italian man.
balls on his fucking face.
Jesus.
That is honestly that is clearly lead poisoning or something. You know what I mean? That's clearly like that's Agent Orange
Yeah.
or like some crazy fucking. That's asbestos was in my milk when I was growing up, and I was like, my mom had asbestos breast milk.
Yeah,
I
somebody,
think I have a big nose, but that's crazy.
No,
That's
that
crazy.
guy.
I think his coke dealer is just giving him like not coke. You know?
He's giving him nose growth hormones.
he's giving him fucking ecock. He's that
Nose growth.
nose on purpose.
He went out of his way to.
You know, it'd be funny.
Why my nose fucking grows every time I do cocaine? I don't get it.
But I do want more cocaine.
He's like Artie Lang. He gets
He's like, oh, it happened already.
except reverse. Because Artie Lang's nose shrank, right?
Oh,
That was
was
that guy that did all the drugs. His nose burned his nose.
His nose became a
his
flat.
cartilage-
He has the
Pig.
nose of a bat, like a
He's
vampire bat.
That's crazy.
Dude, it's the grossest
He's
shit.
like, he's like, you can find
That-
truffles.
So gross.
Imagine,
So gross.
imagine, Artie
I
Lang.
hated that picture.
Yeah,
That joke of
everybody.
him is mad funny. With the Goodwill Smith.
Oh, shut up.
That
Shut
joke
up.
is fucking funny. I'm sorry.
It is, but
It's
like,
funny.
But it's also
in a-
like from a racist, so it's like it's terrible.
It's funny from the perspective of just how low. Like it's early. This.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's like one of the
100%.
first instances of just like that I can recall seeing of just like completely low effort.
Yeah.
Just like
I
this
think
is
what
this
you
is
call-
just offensive for no
It
good
is
reason.
What you
like
call it?
the-
Participation in it too. It's like, yeah, tell him what it was about.
It's a very
It's a
like
funny joke, right?
Norm,
Tell him. Norm-
insisting that he brings it up is funny.
It's funny in a
Norm
sense like
trapped him, and that was hilarious.
why it doesn't feel as funny to me anymore is just because that's it's such an old school like, oh, black people can't read or do math. It's so old timey. It's kind of like there's a spider, the 60s Spider-Man. There's a meme that circulated around where people would see it all the time. He was sitting on his bed with a book,
yeah.
and then you'd open it and it would say something or whatever, and then there'd be like three frames, and one of them it would say something like how to get reparations. And then you would open the book and it says number 1, be black. And then in the last one, it says, I wish I could read. And like, he's just a completely black face with a afro.
That's so crazy.
And it's just like, it's so racist, but it's kind of
That's
yeah.
it's insane.
It's so out of
insane.
pocket.
It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
But that I love that Norm clip of him making him tell
I
it.
love that he traps him. I think
Yeah,
that's
there's
funny.
a lot of I saw a Norm clip that I'd never seen before, and it's weird because it's just like every time I see a new Norm clip, it becomes like one of my favorites. But he's talking about, I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. He's talking about like Johnny Carson or whatever, like having like a meeting with somebody, and he goes like, he's talking about like, oh man, imagine being a fly on the wall in that room. Probably wouldn't have a clue what the fuck was going on. He'd probably be too worried about spiders. And he just goes back. To reading. I'm like, that's such a dumb fucking thing to say. Clamuel Esquire, you sir, Guildmaster.
During the roast, that's when I realized, oh, this guy's like actually genuinely hilarious. Because he has things of him being funny at other times, but him being on that roast and like not giving a fuck about joking about the person and just trying to tell jokes to get everybody else to laugh.
He's
like,
funnier as an individual than I think he is as a stand-up, which is fucking crazy.
Sure.
But Malibu, RFK coming home and in a normal yet defeated voice, on the verge of tears, telling his wife, "I can't keep up this charade."
That would be great.
He's been faking this whole time.
Like his voice is normal.
Yeah, he's like, I'm so tired.
I wonder what John would think of me.
At that point, like,
That'd be crazy.
I don't know. John.
I actually
I
think.
wonder if John would still respect me. And it's like, damn.
You know what's crazy about that is that like.
Well,
if you fake that voice for as long as he has, I don't think
You would
you
get the
could.
voice.
I feel like you would just get the voice eventually because it feels so damaging to do.
his chords would be fucked.
His chords would be
You can't
fucking-
fucking do that long.
I find it funny his family hates him. I think that's hilarious. They all like,
Well,
you
yeah.
fucking suck, dude.
Traditional Democrats, traditional liberals, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, you fucking suck so much dick! Like everything that we stood for, our family stands for, you're just absolutely destroying our whole legacy." Thanks,
Yeah.
dickhead.
I think that's
Thanks.
I think that's
Well, to be fair to him,
and my
but-
emotions matter more.
His
Well,
family is generally kind of corporate Democrats, are they not? Like, at least.
Going back, yeah.
Well, I mean, like now today, like what are they doing?
I mean, his
Well, it's not. Yeah, they're not revolutionary or progressive, but it's just funny that I don't like the vaccines. And
I'm sorry
stuff.
for talking about you, by the way. I didn't realize you were here.
Yeah,
RFK.
I just ran in real quick because I heard my name.
Yeah.
Do you guys want some worms?
Oh,
You know, okay, yes, yeah, take them.
Oh, thanks.
Take the worms.
Thanks, man.
Don't put it in your orifices.
No, you don't listen to him. You should
put
put
it
in.
in
You should.
your
Hey, don't.
I'm
listen-
usually against
don't listen to him right
eating
now.
worms. Like I'm taking this in the same way that I would take one of the pewter turtles that Jeb Bush was handing out during his
Right, I
election.
remember that.
Like I'm taking it because it's a
Yeah.
souvenir from RFK, and that's interesting. But I'm not going to
Yeah.
put this
Do me-
in
do-
me.
do
Don't
me a
put
favor.
that near any of your
Hey,
orifices.
don't listen to him. Do me a favor.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Just let the worm just tickle your ear a little bit. Just
I don't-
pretend like hold on. Just pretend like it's a Q-tip. It's just playful. It's funny. Watch.
He eats it. And
Well,
Oh my god! All right.
I'd like to offer you one more.
Oh shit! Another is crazy.
I have a whole barrel full of them.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
There's just a barrel full of worms.
A mind control worms.
He's carrying it on his back like it's like fucking Gara's gourd, and he's carrying around a fucking a oil drum full of worms, handing them out to people. Please, let them tickle your ears.
It's funny. Watch. I promise. Nothing will happen. You won't be controlled. I swear.
Didn't you hear? Comedy is legal again. You can put the worm in your ear and people will laugh. It was always a bit I would do. When I was a kid, I would put worms in my ear and everybody said, don't do that. But everybody would laugh also. So I was kind of like, I don't know. I guess I'll do it because I love it when people laugh. I just want to be funny and liked.
He's pretty fast.
Shut the
He can
fuck
talk pretty quick, actually.
This is after he
Tell him
snorted
to do
one
rap
of
god.
Some along you. Some along you and I. What I gotta do to get through you? So you and I, rubber glue, fucking.
Yo, RFK doing rap god. Wait, that has to exist, right?
I hope so.
AI cover
Read the
RFK.
names, I'll look it up.
If not, yeah. Read the names.
Okay.
If not, God, that needs to be done.
I bleeded out, digging deeper, just to throw it away.
Fuck, that's right. I did talk about the idea of RF karaoke. It was the Instagram page.
Yeah.
I never did it.
RF karaoke.
I forgot.
RF karaoke's
Yeah,
fucking,
it's such a good. It's so good,
It
right?
is great, yeah.
I haven't done.
It's a great theme for just like a bullshit night.
Yeah.
To throw together with like a bunch of people.
Bleed it out, digging
deeper,
deeper.
just to throw it away. I bleed it.
So good.
what's a fucking
Here we go for a
This is
time.
10% luck and 20% skill.
15% concentrated power of will.
He doesn't need his name up in lights. He just wants to be heard. Whether it's the beat of the mic, he feels so unlike everybody else alone. In spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him. But
That's so good.
RFK rapping Fort Minor needs to happen.
That's right, I fucked their bitch, you fat motherfucker.
I'll reveal
West Side.
Big black motherfucker.
First off, fuck your bitch and the clique you claim. West Side, we ride come equipped with game. We claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas fucked for life.
I signed an executive order to send SEAL Team 6 after Crash Bandicoot.
He thinks Crash Bandicoot's real.
The worm's getting to him, man. He saw what?
Some fucking asshole. That guy. Remember that guy that would do the commercials in the Crash suit?
Oh yeah, those were before me, but I remember looking them up. Like
He was at Creator Clash. This Crash
Oh,
Bandicoot
that's-
guy was yeah.
that's true.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Like the guy in the suit? Or
Yeah, well, maybe not that exact.
No.
I was like, God damn, that's crazy.
No, it wasn't the guy in the suit. But they brought him back. I forgot because when they started doing the Crash remasters, I forgot that they brought. It's probably obviously not the same guy. I don't think, but they got like the asshole Crash in the suit. That shit was always hysterical to me.
That was cool.
Like
I like those.
him going out to Nintendo with like the megaphone, being
Yeah.
like, "What you got, stupid?"
His fucking mundane voice.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah, the fact that they made no effort to. That's what an iconic fucking. What a great idea.
Yeah.
He has a spin. You better spin fast, motherfucker. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. Do, 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 do.
I remember
You better spin fast. You spin right now. Put your leg out too.
Yeah,
spin on one foot right now.
because I remember there was that dance that he would do.
The hump.
Yeah,
The
Oh
fucking
yeah.
hump.
Oh yeah.
and then he would go like that, and then he would go like that. But like, I remember when the Insane Trilogy was out, or when they did the remasters. I can't remember if it was for Team Racing or for the normal ones. I think it was for the normal ones, where they just had 10 minutes of him on green screen just doing bullshit, and they just put it out on the one of their main accounts.
That. I remember that. I think it was Insane Julie was coming out.
Yeah, and they just said they had him doing the dance in real, but it looks so insane.
Remember there's a meme
when
of
it's
that
not
gir-
an animated character doing
Remember
it.
there's the meme of that girl that looked like they were fucking Crash Bandicoot, and everybody said that was Smokey for a
It
while.
looks a lot like
right.
Smokey.
It looks a lot like
It looks a lot
Smokey.
like
It looks-
Smokey,
I
unfortunately.
was like, Smokey, why are you fucking
Like
Crash
fucking
Bandicoot?
Crash. What are you doing?
Like, what are you up to? What's going on in the jungle? Are Bandicoot's real? And y'all fuck him in the jungle? Is that
I told you. So did you say SEAL Team 6? Aren't they dead? Then they all like explode or something when they killed after they killed
no,
No,
one of
they're
them,
around.
no, one of them famously threatened to rape Dean Withers.
Oh my god, I remember that.
That's actually real. I'm not making that up at all. One of the members of guy,
I remember this. Yes.
the guy,
okay.
I think the guy who killed him was like, he told Dean Withers that he was going to make him one of his sex slaves, which is like.
I do remember that he used a certain language, and he said, "Yeah,
He said concubine. I'm going to make you one of my concubines. It's just like, you don't even know what that fucking word means.
That's it. That's it. I was like, this guy's gay. I was like, he's so fucking aggressively
Well,
gay.
I don't know. Dean Withers is fairly feminine, you know. You could put,
guess-
you could dress him up in a way. You could send him to a bar in drag, and I think like
Oh no, absolutely.
someone would confuse him.
Easily passable if he
Yeah.
like got dressed up and stuff. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Same thing with Joe Rogan.
Jogan. Joe Rogan in a dress.
I bet Joe Rogan does go in the dress and get like butt. I mean, for him to like have such a problem with like trans people now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
Is there any
imagine-
problem with it?
Well, yeah, he was one of the people that believes every fucking story about, oh, they're going to the bathrooms, the perverts, they're doing this, they're doing that. First, he does the disclaimer, I don't have a problem with trans people, and then he believes every fucking propaganda thing like they're a problem.
Every negative fucking
Everything.
thing that could be.
Everything you've heard.
I
He
don't have a
believes
pro-
all of
That's
it.
like saying like I don't have a problem with Israel. I just think they're a terrible government. They should not be around. Like, what do you mean? Colin Moriarty, Sammy molesting Derek, then Spartan armor locking.
Sammy?
Sammy, I don't
I'm not sure who that is.
know. From Sega? I don't know. Changing my name to Gay Beetle Boy Penis to annoy Sweeney.
Excellent.
Doesn't annoy me really.
Well, now you've won.
Yeah, it does.
Congratulations, you won.
No, it doesn't. It's nothing
No,
in
you're annoyed.
There's nothing. There's nothing in here.
I'm going to kill the
empty.
resident with a mortar.
I can see
We
how mad
have
you are.
purposefully taught him.
See?
That's great. We have purposefully taught him to come wrong as a joke.
Come wrong? How do you do that?
I don't know, man.
I dig it out, put it deeper, just to show him I'm gay. Just to
there
show
you
him
go.
I'm gay.
All right.
Just to show
Give
him
him
I'm
blow
gay.
for the 100th time.
Bust
Lots
it
of penises in every guy. Wait, what? What do you got? What do you got?
I don't even know how to fucking read this. Gay Django be like, gay no.
The gang no.
The gay no? I guess would it just be
The gang
gay
go.
no?
The gang go.
I don't know, man.
The gang
Is
go.
it
Oh, the
Gango?
gay no.
The gang go.
The gango. 2 rats in a trench coat. Derek, you're black. You're black, Derek.
Thanks,
This
man.
is me, Chris Reagan, saying this. You're black, Derek. Black.
I appreciate
That's
that.
weird.
I appreciate it.
It's a good thing to know.
I
PM
too am black. That's fucking straight as aimed towards you.
Yeah, PM candidate for the Ultra Thieves, having gay sex and listening to Weezer because I'm trying to make this buddy holler.
Damn.
That's pretty crazy.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty crazy. That's lawyered. That's layered.
Ooh, ooh, I'ma make this buddy holler. Yeah, I'll come right in him more.
Yeah.
I don't care what they say about me anyway. I am fucking gay.
Stamp it.
What's with these homies fucking my butt? Oh, that's an obvious one. We should do Buddy Holly.
Yeah, Buddy Holly was pretty good. That's a good one.
Gay Tank featuring Topher Knife, Tim Smegmoid, and Dirk. I hate this alternate reality.
Very good.
Dirk.
Topher Knife is insane.
Topher knife.
Fucking crazy.
Dirk.
Dirk.
Welcome back to the Young Dirks.
The young Dirks.
The Young Dirks. Sween getting scared by Beetlejuice before he even does anything because of his name. That's pretty good.
That's a decent joke.
That's a good one.
That's a pretty
That
good
is
joke.
actually good. Berserker Beetle's big bouncy backside. Reckless Rhino. The Sloker 2 ISO Derpy. Steven Spielberg presents CT, the cancerous testicle. This was funnier when I thought of it at 2 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah.
CT.
That's not bad.
CT phone home. What the fuck even? I love the disclaimer. I really thought this was fun. I thought I had something.
2 a.m. that is the time.
That is the time for like ridiculous pitches.
2 a.m. is a ridiculous hour for
It's
sure.
2 a.m. in the morning. PP Jordanson and Ben Shapinas. Oh, I'm Kingston's dad. Use my ashes in a douche bottle to honor me. Oh,
Crazy. He possessed
that
a
is
person.
fucking next level. That's a gooner. That's a gooner's death, man. Like
Clean a
like,
pussy with me. A really gross
I
one.
want to be I want to be cremated and then fashioned into a dildo. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
that's
the
what
way
I
to go.
want. That's what I want for my eternity.
I like finishing like that. I like that to be the end.
I hope it goes crazy. Ambassador Ass Eater, Goju going super shalom to defeat Lord Freezelam. Beetlefucker 10,000, the fucker of 10,000 Beatles.
Oh, wow.
Domination. Oh, wow. Domination. Gay little Beetle putting his gay little tie on before heading to his gay little job at the gay little dick sucking factory. Derek, not
Maybe you
Sheldon
gotta
is
dress in
innocent.
uniform.
Hashtag free him.
Gay factory, you gotta dress in uniform.
Yeah, I got to put on my suit and tie. I got to go to the dick sucking factory.
Why
They
do
need me
people
today. Got to work
feel
overtime.
Compelled to share their filth online, man.
What do you mean? What are you seeing?
I'm just seeing somebody named Nara say, guess who changed his sheets for the first time in over 6 months. And so I'm going to show you how it looks, how a normal one looks, and I'll show you what it looked like before.
What is happening in his sheets?
Yo, that looks
Is
fucking
he shitting himself
I
repeatedly?
mean, it's piss, oil, probably a little shit.
It probably is just like oil from your skin over periods of time where you're not fucking. You can't. How long is that? 6 months?
He said 6 months.
That's
That's
crazy.
not 6 months, man. That's filthy.
I mean,
Well, that's 6 months of no
this
washing.
person
for sure.
might be fat as shit,
might
sweaty,
be fat, sweaty.
not washing, and
Yeah.
so that's why it might be 6 months. It could be longer, and maybe they're lying.
that's fucking disgusting.
I've never gone more than like maybe like a few weeks without changing a sheet.
Yeah, I'm
which is
lucky
longer than I
that,
should, to be fair. But
Right.
like,
I'm lucky that JoJo changes them every weekend. So like
We clean our sheets every Friday.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's about
Every
the same
single
thing.
Friday. Like,
So
I can't imagine not cleaning my sheets
Every
Friday.
weekend, like to me, it was probably like 2 weeks, but
Maybe once by myself, probably get to
yeah,
that one.
but now
Because I do my laundry. I'll do my laundry every week.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
maybe
So
That's
I'm
crazy.
because me, I have so many clothes. Sometimes I would let my shit pile up for like weeks, and then I'm like, oh, I ran out of clothes, and then I'll do like a bunch. But like JoJo's,
dude, the classic sheets just in your chair. Oh, not sheets. You're closing your chair. And then move from chair to bed. And then bed to chair. Dude, chair to bed.
I never really did that. Whenever I would do laundry, I would have to get it done.
Yeah.
I hate the piles of shit.
Well, it was like that. It was like that until well, no. When
I would just keep them in like a separate hamper
of
like,
clean clothes in a
just
hamper. Because we lived in a place in Olive. I didn't have a bedroom, but I would always fold them before I got back to the house. Always. Because folding clothes is like one of my meditative things for me. I like folding clothes.
I'm the complete opposite. It reminds me of working at retail.
I love folding clothes. It calms me down.
My first job was folding clothes on Hot Topic. Just a fucking proper technique on how to fold them for the racks and stuff. So and it brings me back sometimes when I'm at a store and I'm looking at a shirt and then I'll do the fucking thing and I'm like, oh. I'm like, you fucking throw up all over the shirt.
I think I bought like 300 hangers so I wouldn't have to fold anything.
That's smart, man. I love folding clothes.
Yeah, no, I don't have enough room for that.
I started doing the army rolls now. I have the army rolls in my thing.
I have to do army rolls. That's the only way.
Oh, really? You have that much now?
I have to get rid of clothes. Jeez. And then when I was partnering with the Into the AM, they wouldn't stop. Sometimes I was like, you don't need to send me anything. I'll still get a package. And I have so many. I have like I think probably a quarter of my wardrobe is just Into the AM stuff because I worked with them for a few years, and then I had to just start ignoring the dude. Because, to be fair, I
don't want money anymore. I can't do this.
The biggest thing was I tried to get him to just do it for the podcast, and he didn't want to fucking do it. And I was like, guy, this gets way more views than my main channel, and use my main channel anymore. Because I was telling him that I really don't want to have any obligations to do videos on my main channel. I just wanted to be whatever. Yeah. And then he just was like, oh, I don't know about the podcast. And basically, I was like, oh, I guess you don't want more money and more eyes on your product? Okay.
I army roll all my clothes now. It's helpful, but
it just saves me so much space.
Yeah, it does.
It's very efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's army roll. Have a bunch of my.
I sometimes I lather them in lacquer, get them hardened.
Just have a shirt you can never use again.
Lather them in lacquer is fucking.
That's a shirt.
Here's my shirt. It's laminated.
It's laminated. We got laminated shirts.
When I would be pick out my shirt so I can use it.
Anyway.
Pillow biter, stay clean, dude.
Pillow biter supreme, round-eyed beetle bussy, bellowing Beatles beat Blumpkin boys, all gay and shit. Oh, the Beach Boys fucking died.
Oh yeah, that one Beach Boy guy.
Oh yeah, one of them, not all of them.
All I mean, how many of them are alive?
I think they are all gone though, right?
Probably. I mean, they're ancient. They must be ancient. Let's see how many.
We are dead. We're fucking dead. Ooh,
going to hell. Going to hell. We're going to hell. Ooh.
Somebody on Twitter said that
burning into hell.
Wouldn't It Be Nice is like the best melody ever written or whatever. And my first thought was like, oh, no way. But then I realized that song gets stuck in my head at least once a week for some reason.
Wait.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah. The melody of it.
That's okay.
I don't know. There's something to that because I haven't listened to that song probably ever.
Yeah.
I've heard it in trailers and shit.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever gone on my way to listen. No, absolutely not.
But that song does get stuck in my fucking head.
There's a beat that I heard from some fucking random jazz song that I know is super famous, and I don't remember the song, but the melody lives rent free.
Oh, I know what it is.
No,
it's bum bum. Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Yeah, you got
that one at the end.
In the key of C.
And then dunk dunk dunk.
I love jazz.
It's really good.
I actually really like jazz music.
I do too.
Yeah.
Oh, are you sure?
I actually do.
How many Beach Boys are still alive?
I'm just being a dick.
Let's see how many Beach Boys are still alive. They're all fucking dead.
I used to go to jazz lounges.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't think you as a jazz person really that much.
What? Give me a straight
You know what actually got me into it? Literally ODST.
You see?
The soundtrack with the saxophone and shit. And then Twin Peaks and other things.
I think jazz is such a universal form of music.
Oh, there's also there's jazz there's a lot of jazz growing up in general. Ed and Eddie had that weird kind of jazz coded.
Yeah.
soundtrack, and there were other things too that were like that.
My grandma liked blues more than jazz, but
I didn't like blues more than jazz.
I
didn't like blues really at all, actually.
I like blues, but I prefer jazz.
Who gives a fuck about?
But that's like
blues.
That's like fucking. That's like
I'm
butt
so
blues.
fucking gay. It's butt blues.
Butt blues.
Butt blues is totally. You're totally right.
It's butt blues.
I love
Butt
that.
blues is great. My colon is wet.
My
And
dick's
I
so
didn't do it.
My dick's hard and soft at the same time. I'm finna stuff it in this fucking guy. I'm really gay. But I'm gay for pay.
Apparently, all of them are alive. Yeah, so this nigga died.
I really was under the impression that they were all fucking dead as fuck.
Yeah, I was assuming so, but that dude don't even look that young. I feel like the Beach Boys were. I think my misconception. I feel like the Beach Boys are way older than they actually are. No, I mean, I felt like I think they're way younger than I thought they were. I thought they were like fucking ancient. But looking at that dude that recently died, what's his name? Like Brian Johnson or some shit? Brian Wilson. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's not that old. Like I'm looking at it, and I was like, oh, I feel like he should look like Mel Brooks. You know what I mean?
Mel Brooks
I know what you mean.
Mel Brooks looked old at 16.
Dude.
Mel Brooks,
He
dude,
looked old
we
at
didn't even
16.
did you see that they're doing
Spaceballs
a fucking...
too?
Yeah,
Oh my
Spaceballs
God.
too. That's why I brought.
What?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
The
I'm
thing
not
is,
excited at all.
it's not. How's it gonna be like John Candy's dead as shit?
You sure?
They're gonna CG him.
I know, right? I should ask ChatGPT. Maybe he's not.
John Candy is in fact only 14 years old.
Yo,
It's like
He was 14 in that movie.
John, what's the opposite of candy? Was she dinner?
I don't know.
wait, time out.
You got
Time
it.
out. Let's look it up. Wait.
John Dinner.
Don't elaborate too much. Just look up what it actually is.
I really don't know.
You're really gonna look at what's the opposite of candy?
Yes.
Food.
Candy is food. Shut up.
It is, I guess. Like
would
it's
you-
food stuff.
I was thinking it was like a snack, right? So maybe dinner, like a meal.
yeah, I
meal.
really.
So his name's like, oh, what's the opposite of John though? Jane. So
Yeah.
so they're gonna get a person named Jane Meal.
Oh my fucking god! No, man, I don't. Yeah, like I there's a video of him at the end of that trailer, right, for the Spaceballs 2 trailer,
Yeah.
where it's Mel Brooks, and it's like,
I'm like-
this movie's gonna come out in 2027. Are you even gonna be here, dude?
It doesn't look like it, dude. But to be fair, he's looked like that for a decade.
You're right.
Because
I remember seeing in episodes of Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee with him and Jerry Seinfeld and some other fucking old guy.
Yeah.
And I thought then
he just dies right there in the car.
that was like, oh, he's not long for this earth.
You're dead.
You're dead. I
Oh,
killed Mel Brooks.
Where's the 17-year-old?
Oh my god, I can't believe Hamas did this. The Palestinians, they killed Mel Brooks.
I got him.
They snuck in the trunk of my car. One of my thousands of cars. I didn't see.
They knew which one. They knew exactly which one I was going to be in.
Israel, go forth and defend yourself.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Why would he say that?
I don't know. What did he say? Oy vey?
I don't even know.
L'chaim, shalom.
Shalom, I guess.
Bagels.
Shalom.
Bagels.
What is it?
Ooh, I want to go to that bagel
Do I
place
know
in
the
downtown.
Hebrew? Do I know?
There's a bagel place in downtown?
Yeah, Noah's.
Was it
Noah's.
Noah's is a no. There's a Noah's right here.
the sandwich shop in downtown? The bagel shop? I mean, you know what I'm about?
I think it's
I mean,
Noah's.
I know Duchess, which is a sandwich shop. I don't know about the bagel
No,
place.
was it Noah's? You said
I think it's Noah's, yeah.
It's
Noah's
at-
New York Bagels?
Yeah.
That's just that's right in the town center.
That's what he's talking about, I'm pretty sure.
Are you talking about that?
I said downtown.
Oh, I was thinking it's because of the protest. I was thinking of downtown LA. I was like,
downtown LA. No.
I was thinking, why are you
No,
gonna go to,
those are
why-
Paco's bagels.
No,
Understood.
what I'm saying is like, why the fuck?
But why would you go
downtown
there
LA for
when
Noah's
there's one
Bagels?
right here? No, oh, I see.
You ever had Einstein bagels?
Yes, one in Vegas.
Fire.
That actually
I
was-
love
Really?
Einstein bagels.
Like, you know
How
how, like-
Jewy are they? I'm sorry, chewy. I meant.
Dude,
they'll raise the rent on you.
it was very kosher.
That's crazy. You take a bite out of the bagel and suddenly you get a fucking invoice.
What the fuck,
Dude,
my house that I own cost me $7,000 a month now. What's going on?
Dude, they had prices. They had prices on the menu, and they still were haggling with me. They tried to get more out of me. I'm like, wait, it says it's
That's
$12.99.
$7.
They haggle upwards at you. It's insane. Imagine they did it at like fucking Best Buy with like a Switch 2, where like it's like $450 or something, or $500 for the bundle, and they're like, "How about $600? Wouldn't you want to pay $600?"
So
You
that
think you could get someone to actually agree with
I
that?
bet.
that
What?
That's $7 in your wallet was promised to me 3,000 years ago. So I'm gonna need that right
true.
now.
That's
true.
I'm gonna need that right now. It's
It
like,
is a valid argument.
And then just that magic ends up in there. It's gone.
Is your wallet
Someone shows up to your apartment and they say, it's like a 90-year-old lady. She's like, "Excuse me, this apartment was promised to be my uncle when I was 7, and I just remembered.
No big.
Sorry to disappoint
Israel,
you."
Hitler, help!
It's like a Final Fantasy summon.
He summoned Hitler. He's like fucking Odin. He just shows up. He just shows up out of nowhere. And quick work. He just
Slash. There's 3 million less, and he disappears.
Oh my god! The millions. Oh my god!
An old lady shows up. I didn't even say she was Jewish. Just some lady shows up and asks you and tells you that this part was promised to her. And your first reaction is say, "Hitler, help!"
we need
crazy.
you. We need you.
That's crazy. Using Hitler like they use Thanos in the fucking comic universe is wild. That's real bad. We gotta summon Hitler. Fuck it. Use the Hitler beam.
What do we do? We have no choice.
It's like he's the hammer of dawn.
yeah.
It's your final. It is your final gambit.
Oh my god.
Games out soon. They're doing that multiplayer.
right.
They're doing that multiplayer beta like now. Actually,
Already?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
yeah, I think so.
That's that. It was that close to being done.
What, Gears of War?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm annoyed that I'm still
first
gonna
Gears of
play
War?
it. You know,
I'm not gonna play that game
I'm
again.
going to.
I'll probably check. I mean, I have it.
I've played it too many times, man. I
I
love
do
the
want
game.
I want the second one.
I want to. Yeah.
but-
Realistically, I just.
And even 3, I would like to play through again.
It would be cool.
You know, people have been playing a lot again lately. Freaking Battlefront. A lot of people. That game. Rolls,
Oh, the new one?
The 2005 or
no, that one.
2018
That
one?
one's
2017?
Yeah, the 17. 2. Game's a mess.
Oh yeah, that's right.
a
That's
mess.
right. You didn't patch it or anything.
Well, they patched it. No, I'm just talking about playing the game in
But-
general. We played it again. It's a mess.
Hey,
The
It's just
journey,
like,
the journey of Battlefront is so sad because it comes out in 2005 and it's great, right? And then it gets rebooted and then it sucks, and then it gets a sequel or it's okay, and then it gets a sequel to the reboot and that fucking sucks, and then over time that's like fixed sort of, and then the old games come back and they're fucked, and then now the old game that was previously fucked is now fixed. And people like it.
People are like, "Hey, let's play."
What a mess.
It's crazy.
Battlefront
to
2 is
treat-
so well liked, dude. It's insane. Like,
what is going on
is
with
it
their
good?
IPs though? Like when it's so people were disappointed with Outlaws or whatever.
Yeah.
There people
well,
were.
people don't want EA making those games anymore. That's the thing.
Well, that's fair.
People don't want EA making.
I mean,
those games
I
anymore. And I think that's the biggest thing. Like the Survivor games are good. That's the only good thing they've made is recently.
That's true.
Survivor
That
games.
is true.
Those are fun games.
That's Respawn, though.
I
That's
know-
the Titanfall guys.
Oh.
Yeah, that is
Well,
right.
it is EA still,
They're
but like
publishing it.
Published
they're
by
publishing
EA.
it, yeah.
And I guess they didn't.
And then
They
KOTOR
kept
is their-
EA at bay to make it solid. I guess.
Well, dude, did you hear about Oh, I meant to ask you guys about this. We're running along, but like this is
yeah.
important. For you guys anyway. The Dragon Age expose that came out.
No. What
didn't see this?
What do I read it on?
I mean, it's probably a pay-per. You have to pay for it, but like I saw people like
What is it,
doing reports
Substack or
on
some
it.
shit?
Yeah, it's something like that. But it's Jason Schreier. He's like an old, very old head video game kind of. He breaks a lot of stories and stuff.
Okay.
But I saw the bullet points and it's fucking crazy.
Oh, I'm fascinated. This is what I've been waiting for.
I'm not even fascinated.
Really?
It is interesting.
I just don't care. I'm already gonna know what the fuck situation, and I'm just gonna be reaffirmed that it's fuck situation.
I don't know. I love like it's like what happened with the Andromeda.
Like,
when
like
they
you're
nerfed
gonna
that
feel
stuff.
like I understand wanting to feel validated by it, but what is the validation gonna do other than make me
It's
like, oh, that's
it's not. It's
sad.
just more of. It's just my like. I just want to know exactly what happened. That's all.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
oh, sick. Okay. My friend just got me a Switch too. He was like, "Yeah, there's extra one."
No.
So I'll scoop you one.
No.
I was like, "All right, bro."
bought one.
You no.
I sold mine already. I sold my pre-order already.
I know you, but then why did you sell it if you still wanted one?
Because I got mine. I got more money for mine. So the one I'm getting now, I have $100 in pocket, and then the one I'm getting now as well.
I get that.
I guess.
I get that, but it still upsets me.
I feel like you make too much to
why you
bother
gotta-
with $100.
Yeah, I'm like, why?
I actually do. I definitely do.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, well, okay, I
It's
get
not even
it.
that you
but
make so
whatever.
much. It's not even that you make a lot. It's that like your expenses are mega low.
My expenses are.
Let's put it this way.
Not much.
Right.
Yeah,
Not
so
much.
it's crazy that you would even bother.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Might as well have just bought the Switch 2 and
Hey,
like
dude.
fucking sold a dick pic or something.
I'm not selling dick pics no more, man. That shit got me in trouble.
Yeah, I think, dude, I still want to somehow
Selling dick pics and then I'm getting back to my girlfriend would be crazy.
I still want to get jacked. I want to get jacked at one day and then hop on OnlyFans.
I want to take at least one extends and then sell a dick pic.
At least what it's
Like just to be
Do
the
it-
point, I'm so hard. I'm like passing out in the background of the picture.
Hold on. Do we know that extends actually works?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Because like this guy's like, yeah.
Too well.
Because like
Too.
it was on those infomercial things at like 10 p.m. or whatever, and I always
I'd
feel
see
like
him at 4 a.m. I'd see him during school days. I'd be like in class. They'd be like, "Oh, steak commercials coming on."
I saw them at
everybody."
3:00 in the afternoon, right after
no
SpongeBob.
fucking way.
That's
There's no
crazy.
way.
I swear.
I would see
No
extends
way.
pills on like fucking like when me and my grandmother would watch fucking like I don't know fucking Wheel of Fortune.
Did-
it'd be
really? They
extend
came out in the
pills on.
fucking morning? Okay.
Yeah, East Coast is different, bro.
I guess so.
Penis enlargement pills are a really profitable agency in New York.
I
dude.
guess so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cause I would see him late at night, and I don't think there was Enzyte the first thing. I'm just like, dude. I just feel like I was like, all these things is bullshit. Like,
What happens if you take a bottle of extends? I don't think you die, right? I think your dick just gets really hard. and it's-
something would probably happen to your heart. I
What's
imagine.
going on with Twitter?
You only got one heart, though. You'll be fine.
Did you just? You only have one heart. You'll be fine. That's so stupid.
That's why you will be fine.
That's so stupid.
Oh, so here it is. I found it.
Oh, you got it.
So
What is it on?
I found the. It's like I found the bullet points, which are crazy.
Okay.
And these are the most important things, I think. Right. So get this. Wild. BioWare was under immense pressure to succeed after the failure of Anthem and Andromeda with the Veilguard to stay afloat. Original concept, Joplin, was a smaller single-player experience. EA forced a pivot to multiplayer live service in 2017.
Very likely. You can see that. Remember that in the game.
Around the same time, they were. Oh God! Go!
Yeah,
keep going!
yeah.
Keep going!
So,
Oh my
right.
God! Oh my God!
Anthem, right?
Creative director Mike Laidlaw, who I remember was I think previously at Valve. I think he wrote Half-Life 3 that never ended up happening actually. Mike Laidlaw, he resigned over the shift. Matt Goldman replaced him and aimed for a lighter, pulpy tone.
Goldman, eh?
Yo.
We're getting too playfully
going, keep
we're getting
going.
too playfully anti-Semitic.
Whoa. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. That was crazy.
That is so crazy.
There was no bit that led into it. It was just prejudice.
Hey man,
It was funny.
that's good. You know I don't have no problem
Goldman,
with
eh?
them Jews, man. I'm about to go eat some Jew bagels. I'm about to go eat some Jew bagels. I love them niggas, man.
Anyway, so Goldman replaced him, aimed for a lighter, pulpy tone, more fitting for online gameplay. Anthem's failure in 2019 raised internal doubts about repeating mistakes. Pandemic disruptions and leadership resignations further complicated development. In 2020, the project was abruptly pivoted back to a single-player game without proper pre-production. Team was given just 18 months to overhaul the structure and rewrite the story.
Oh, sick.
Tight timelines led to rush decisions and a lack of meaningful choice in gameplay. Multiple delays didn't allow redesigns, just extensions of flawed structures.
Oh, cool. So they probably didn't want to look like that in the first place. Awesome.
No,
Okay.
no.
The crux of all of this, by the way,
Pivoted when the Goldman guy showed up. Well, I mean, I'm just saying that was real shit.
The crux of this, is ultimately EA being like, make a live service. That's where all of this stems from. It's like make a fucking multiplayer game, which is crazy.
Especially after
After what?
Anthem.
Well, this was technically before Anthem. Remember, this is 2017.
Well, yeah, but
Anthem was in 2019.
And then you said that they were already nervous, and don't you think they should have been
Anthem
like
2019?
Like, I know that they convinced them to do single player at that point, but it's like, bro. So keep going. I want you to keep going.
So multiple delays didn't allow. Okay, so feedback from alpha testing in 2022 pointed to a lack of impactful narrative decisions. There's things here, by the way, that I think you're gonna get very happy about. Last minute attempts to reintroduce meaningful choices were shallow and constrained. BioWare brought a second team from the Mass Effect project in 2023 to help finish the game. Cultural clashes arose. The Dragon Age team was laid back. Mass Effect team was top down and structured. So they were well organized, the Mass Effect team.
Interesting. That's cool.
Mass Effect leaders rewrote and added new scenes, including the game's finale. So the ending
the part
is
that-
all the Mass
the
Effect
part that
people.
is a Mass Effect part
Yeah,
literally was
the part-
made by
the
Mass
part that-
Effect.
Yeah, the part that was like, oh, this is the suicide mission, essentially, in the way that it all strings together.
Yeah.
And like all that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Dragon Age leads were frustrated, because they were denied similar resources and excluded from key meetings. So they did. Long-standing resentment emerged over EA favoring Mass Effect internally. Original multiplayer versions' snarky tone felt outdated. Obviously, concerns it would resemble Forspoken led to last-minute dialogue rewrites.
Oh my god,
Which is hilarious.
They didn't get rid of all of it. Unfortunately.
Voice actor strike and overtime demands hindered those changes.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Initial trailer looked like Fortnite alienating some RPG. We know about that stuff already. Marketing failed to properly convey the game's actual tone. BioWare is about 5% of EA's annual revenue. EA primarily profits from sports and shooter games. Analysts say that that EA may continue supporting BioWare due to potential payoff of a hit RPG. However, its long decline raises real questions about whether EA ultimately shut it down. Somebody internally said, if they shuttered the doors tomorrow, I wouldn't be totally surprised.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, that whole thing.
That breaks my heart.
It's very fascinating because it seems like the part of the game that people like, which is like the ending, where it comes together kind of, or at the very least is like better than the beginning.
I think
is the Mass Effect team.
Yeah.
And the Mass Effect team is apparently really well structured and really well organized. That's kind of good news.
Yeah,
maybe
the people like.
I mean, if they make it to finishing the next game,
the dude that's leading it, he assured people that it's like, this is not what you experienced in the Veilguard is not what Mass Effect's going to be at all. Like, so
hollow promises, though, to be fair.
Yeah,
because it's been 3 games in a row now that have not been quite what they need to be.
I also feel
you might
like
be right though, based on this. You know?
My other issue is though this is a fucking sequel, and I'm like, I don't personally, I don't want a Mass Effect sequel. I don't care. Shepard did his thing, you know, or their thing, I should say, and fucking. It's Shepard's over.
His.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, sure. But I mean, I played the dude more just because, like, especially with the memes and stuff involved, like that dude's voice.
It's funnier to hit a female reporter as a male Shep.
Absolutely.
Goldman, eh?
That's the episode's name.
Yeah.
Oh man, so it's not the guy with the big dick anymore.
No, I prefer that. What was that again?
I don't remember. FDR.
Frankly,
Fat
what was it?
Dick Rogers.
Fat Dick Rogers. That's right.
Stupid. All right. June 14th is the No Kings anti-Trump protest, and it's happening nationwide. Oh yeah, I meant to say that. I'm probably gonna go to that.
No pants.
No pants protest.
No, is that what I heard?
No Kings is what it's called.
Oh, wait.
So June 14th. That's tomorrow. I'm probably gonna be down there. I know a lot of people who are going.
I'm probably gonna go.
I gotta go to the fucking botanical gardens or whatever, so I can't.
I'm gonna be there actually.
Okay. Are you actually going?
Yeah, I'm gonna go after we're done with the what you call it. We're going to Outdoor Movie, but I'm gonna go there.
So let me ask you something. Should I wear my Green Goblin helmet?
No. Yes.
No.
What do you mean? Why would you even ask that? Of
I
course.
feel like I should.
I think you absolutely should. I think you should also have fake bombs.
Do not wear that tomorrow.
Yeah. I was thinking about going.
And also bring a sword and a gun.
Yeah.
And paint Goblin's face black. Actually.
I do blackface under.
That is, you mammify him. That'd be fire. Oh my god. The Black Goblin is just Hey, master. Look, you guys out there doing too much bad stuff. Stop taking the folk away from them's homes. Boom. Shotgun blast.
That is crazy.
I love that. That's a good. Somebody draw that.
Somebody don't.
No, someone please draw that.
Somebody definitely don't.
Draw that
draw
with
the black goblin.
Draw the most racist version of Green
Do
Goblin.
not endorse that.
The bleen goblin. It's like black and green. All right. The bleen goblin. It's
the
hard
worst.
to say.
It's hurting you to say that. This is doing damage to you to say it.
You know why it hurts to say? Because you're never meant to say that. Bleen is never like that word feels like something that never should be said for some.
Come on,
Bleen.
black and green. You
It
never heard
hurts
that,
my nose.
that
saying
famous song? Black and green,
Bleen.
black and green, black and green, black and green.
Bleen, bleen, bleen.
Bling, 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 bling.
This is a psychotic show. Royden Peepison.
Oh, that's Barney, isn't it? I love you. You love me. We're a fucking family.
With a great big hug and a kiss from me.
Oh, yeah.
too.
Won't you say you'll fuck me too?
Love me too.
No, fuck me, sir.
Yeah, fuck me.
Hey, little kid, fuck you.
Let's talk.
Barney's a real dinosaur. In the face of a little kid, roaring and yelling at
But
him.
when the parents show up, he's back to normal.
And the kid is fucking.
What's wrong?
Why are you so scared?
Go away, parent. We gotta finish up.
Hey, kids.
Hey kid, you ever had consistent nightmares about a prehistoric creature trying to kill you?
Have you ever thought about APAC?
That's so stupid.
A purple dinosaur that's teaching kids about APAC. Chasing them throughout the town. The kids
Why are we
screaming.
always putting our soldiers on the line for Israel's benefit?
Oh man,
Real shit. Real shit.
Goldman.
Goldman, eh?
I don't like that joke. I don't like that
What
joke.
kind of stain are you?
Oh, Barney's the goat, man.
I do love Barney. I have nothing but love for Barney.
I
It
have fond
bothers
memories
me.
of it, but I don't know. I couldn't watch it again. I bet the plot sucks.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, the plot of Barney really isn't engaging enough. Not enough drug dealing.
too little. They need to add some more. Like they didn't have enough. Like
They should have put the drugs in the kids and then cut the kids open and take the drugs out the kids.
It's just Breaking Bad.
It's just breaking.
Breaking Bad, but it's a dinosaur. And it's him with the glasses on that won't touch the hat. No. I like the idea of Barney being a real dinosaur to people that aren't the kids.
Yeah,
I like that idea.
What do you need, Mr. Barney? What do you need from me? Does Barney have
Jason Statham?
What do you no?
Mr. White.
Mr. White. What are you
Oh.
talking? What do you? I can't do his voice that well, but nobody else.
Aaron Paul,
Aaron Paul.
Jesse Pinkman.
Hey, people have two first names.
White.
Hey, Mr. White.
Stop being such a bitch and Barney bites.
Mr.
Hey, I got
He
bills,
bites
yo.
all of this.
Hey, I got bills, yo. What are we doing, yo? You bitch.
I need you to listen to me, Jesse.
Fuck you, Barney.
Listen, Jesse, if you just let me one more time, I'll maul you.
Oh, shit.
I forgot you're a dinosaur.
It all connects again, and he realizes that's a dinosaur.
He's been cooking meth with a dinosaur for fucking 4 seasons.
And all of a sudden, it all comes back into
He's
place.
just like, oh.
He eats Gus.
It's as much as, oh!
Everybody is convinced that it's not a real dinosaur until it just is.
Yeah.
until he drops the veneer of him being nice.
Listen, Hector, if you ring that bell, I'll turn ravenous.
Don't ring that bell. Hector, seriously, stop. Hector, I'm going to eat you now.
Say my name.
Barney.
Roar.
Roar.
Royden Peepison.
Right.
My penis is 3 inches flaccid and 5 inches erect.
Nice.
Oh, thanks for letting us know.
3 inches flaccid, 5 inches erect. So you grow 2 inches?
That's not much growth.
It's not a lot. That's a very small amount of growth, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's kind of rough.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I go from a solid 1 to a solid 4, and that's like 4 times. So
Yeah.
I go from
18 to like 4. It's crazy.
That's crazy. It just gets fat. It just gets real fat. And
I learned how to joke outwards.
Yeah. I go from 3 to 7, but it's centimeters.
7
it more than doubles, but like doubling a penny's not much, you know.
double a penny, give it to the next person.
Eventually, do you think that'd work? You think how much money you end up with somebody? You'd be like, hey, double it and give it to the next person.
I think someone would end the chain around like $100. I think.
Not even like maybe 4.
Listen,
Someone would be like, I'll take that.
Listen, guys. Why don't we measure pussies?
Like how so? Like
you don't
like deep? Like deep?
I mean, well, apparently,
You get a ruler, you put the bitch upside fucking down.
Yeah, you get a ruler, tape measure, whatever.
That's crazy. A tape measure is insane. And then you pull it.
You pull it out.
Is that you know it's like the thing that like when you test how acidic something is?
Yeah.
And you got it has like the fucking
So yeah, you see,
freaking 15 inches deep, slut. What is wrong with you whore?
That's what I'm getting at. This is stupid. Like, we want equality. We need to judge women on how deep their pussies are.
All the women in our audience, measure your pussies now.
Did you snot?
You did. I don't think we saw
Oh
it.
my god.
Very, very mild.
Don't do that, by the way.
What? Like I'm trying.
Well, dude, I unfortunately. No, I mean measure your.
Oh
my god.
I feel like I have to say that now because I feel like everything is so dumb that like someone's gonna.
Better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry. Unfortunately,
sorry is
It's
safe.
stupid as shit, but
better
yeah.
sorry than safe is like your uncle with fucking crutches at 20.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a good normie shirt we could sell.
What?
Better sorry than safe.
I guess.
Like, it can transcend the show.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Like none of our audience would buy that shirt.
Yeah.
But like some dumb fucking mom.
Some wine mom would buy
is
it.
gonna be like, oh, fucking Jimmy's gonna love this, you know? And while she's getting smacked by her husband.
Maybe her husband is fucking yorking her, yonking her.
Yeah, that mom will find it while she's browsing the Snark Tank store. Although to be fair, my Kill Me Friend shirts I have seen it.
Exactly.
I have seen
the radical centrist shirts. It became like a
template.
No one knew who the fuck I was.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's just. I love how dumb this shirt is, and people thought it was. They were like, oh, this is stupid. I want this, and I'm like, good.
Yeah.
Except for probably some people thought it was real.
Well, now radical centrists are real. They're like, now it's like, we shouldn't be so mean to them.
I guess so.
They're just rounding up people in the street and breaking the law. We shouldn't be so mean.
Yeah, it's
dude. That guy in New York. I'm such a big fan of that guy.
That guy that tackled the fucking guy that threw the thing at the cop. That fucking absolute piece of shit.
I
wish they would have dude. I wish someone would have walked up to him while he was getting up and like grabbed his hand.
Brother, you want to talk about radical centrism? I saw a handful of people saying, no, that's just good self-policing. I swear to God, there was people in my video where I said that guy was like boot throating because it's like far beyond boot licking, and I saw a couple of people were like talking about it being just good self-policing and
stupid.
You want to talk about radical? That is a prime example.
Yeah, look, is it wise to throw shit at a
no?
And you shouldn't do it. It's a bad idea because then that's like. They're gonna attack
They're gonna beat the piss out of you.
Yeah,
but that's let
him shoot him.
Let him get the piss beat out of him.
Yeah,
this guy while he's getting shot with rubber bullets, that fucking white guy comes up and tackles him.
It's so ridiculous.
Oh, hero, my hero, good self-policing. You did a good. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Do you love me now?
Yeah, like immediately after you guys missed the camera, like say if
he tried to suck it,
he immediately started unzipping the cops, all of them. He got all their zippers down. He got them all.
Kirby all of them in his mouth at once.
Kirby.
All right, Israel.
You see the cops struggling.
What the fuck? Israel, a Rhodesian sequel. I'm hitting G-forces on the forklift that would make a fighter pilot fucking shit himself.
God damn.
On the forklift.
Why is he it like that? You can't be inside. Where are you?
He's on the edge of it. He's on the shovel part. Just turn me up, nigga. It just
Where in your environment to reach 4Gs? Like, where are you?
yo, when they stopped that thing, if that thing stopped abruptly, he would go through time.
You know what I saw recently? I saw this roller coaster. I never really cared about roller coaster theme park simulators or whatever, or like build, you know what I mean? Like a roller coaster
like
tycoon? or whatever.
Tycoon?
Yeah. But like I used to play them a little bit, but like nothing serious. But I saw one recently of somebody making like, hey, what do you guys think of my roller coaster? And it is the most diabolical thing I've ever seen, because it's like a really one of those wide ones where it's like 15 people in a row, like the logways, and then it's like it twists and like dunks people underwater and shit. It was awesome. I was like, yo, I want to play this game, kind of, and it tells you all the G-force and like the fatality rate of it and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I never play. I should play a modern one if they let me do the same things I used to do, because my roller coaster never finished. So they'd always like, my favorites would be having a concession stand and then having the roller coaster fucking finish like into this concession, so they would come off and explode the area. Or the best one was watching you at the highest point. It just drops off one by one.
That's crazy.
So you see people die.
So you're at the very end of it, just knowing, oh fuck. I love those games.
That is so evil. Lily would play freaking.
What game is that?
Roller Coaster
Tycoon. The originals?
Yeah.
Lily would play the zoo one.
Because I remember liking those games kind of, but like I just fell off of it.
They're fun, but
They're
it's like you'll play it for like
it's
an hour
kind
and then you're done. You know?
It's worth it.
Lily would play the zoo ones, and she would just let the animals out. The gorillas are out now.
The gorillas and the tigers.
She showed me on her old father's like, the gorillas is out now, and they would just come out and maul people. And she's like,
that sounds awesome. I've never even considered
Yeah,
that.
Zoo Tycoon, I guess, does exist.
There's the lions. Oh no!
I've never considered that. Can you put like the gorillas in like the water, like where the like the whales go and shit?
Well, the gorillas are gonna die.
They're
They're gonna drown.
It's like sea park
You're not gonna create aquatic gorillas. You're just gonna kill them.
I want to. Dude, put the
it's like fucking Dr. Octopus at the end.
Yeah, all this power and you can't fucking float, you stupid bitch.
That's so true. That is so true.
They can probably break the glass. They can swim to the glass. They can't. They're dying of
the power of being a gorilla at the bottom of the lake.
At the bottom of the tank is crazy.
You know what game I was really like? I saw it and I never gave it any extra thought, but I thought it was interesting. A good idea was they made a Mars Attacks game like that.
Oh,
recently, like in the last like couple months.
They did. Yeah, I heard
it was called Mars Attracts, and it was like the idea was like you were the Mars Attacks aliens and you were abducting people and making like a human like theme park and shit.
Ooh,
which is like an awesome idea. I don't know how it is. I don't know if it's good or anything, but it's a fucking awesome idea because you have to imagine that you could just torture people in that.
Yeah,
game. That's like the whole point of it,
right?
How did Mars Attack?
I should look it up. What?
How did Mars Attack end again? Did someone sing something?
They found the spoilers for Mars Attacks, but some old lady was listening to some yodeling music and the aliens hated it. And like it was at like a frequency that like blew up their fucking brains.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Pathetic. That's what probably happened though. They'd probably come here to some function and it'd be like some guy would bust on one and it'd be like, ah, boom.
They bust on one.
They just that movie was stacked with like a crazy cast,
right?
And they just killed them all.
Yeah,
that
was really cool. I haven't
Jack
seen it.
Nicholson was the president.
I need to watch that again because I haven't seen it since.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
The CG's bad.
Of course,
like, it's
that's
a fun
what I'm
movie.
most curious about to see that. Yeah.
Don't worry. Dude,
you sound like a cross between SpongeBob and Popeye.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
With sponge pie.
In fact.
Sponge pie.
They have a Mar Shapiro.
Oh my, Martian Shapiro.
From space.
Oh my god. Stop.
And Martian Abby has fat tits still.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
It's fucking
In fact,
ridiculous.
my tits.
In fact.
tits.
I love that fucking idea.
Yeah.
Mars Shapiro. No, it'd be Alien Shapiro.
Yeah, I guess. So.
I'm hitting okay, I read that. Blonde, blue-eyed German man asking a little Armenian woman wearing the army hat on a date. Do it up.
Do it.
Tuberculosis voice. It would mean a lot to me.
What are you
and
doing?
Kingston, if you stop fucking all those gay little Beatles,
What's
John.
here?
Read it. Watch it.
Oh my god, what is this fucking
It's gonna be a video of his fucking colon.
Dude, I don't know if I want to. Ew, you people eat these things?
What is that?
I don't know if I want to watch this.
I don't understand.
The slam cut of it happening is funny though.
I don't know if I want to watch this.
What is it? Is it a person? Is the person dying again?
No.
Good thing it rolls into a ball. Oh, it's so
The way
mean.
he dunks it.
That's so mean.
What is a doctopus?
Isopod or whatever.
Ew! What is it? That's huge.
You've never seen those we don't need to eat anything that looks like this.
What the fuck is that? Ew, yo!
It's a sea roly poly.
He dunks it.
Why are you eating that?
Because people are disgusting.
At a certain point, it's like, don't we just stop? Like you're
So, for the context for the audience, what the fuck is that? An isopod?
yes,
Yeah.
That's huge.
it's a sea roly poly.
I hate that.
At least that's what I call them.
I had no concept that they were that big, actually.
Yeah, they're disgusting. They look scary, and I just don't know why people in modern day. Yeah.
They're
Eating-
disgusting and they look so
Eating
scary.
crustaceans in the
We gotta
first
get
place
them out
to
of
me
our-
is disgusting.
I'm speaking, of course, about Mexicans.
I was like, of course.
Woke Marxist Pope.
Especially how they just lay them on display. Like, here's the whole fucking creature.
Yeah.
Like we don't do that with anything else.
We don't even like prepare it like
No.
a slab or like
Yeah.
bacon. Imagine if they just grilled a pig in front of you and just slapped it on your fucking table.
like just.
It's still
you
making
go.
the noises.
Just hammer fist it once.
There you go, and like
Son.
that guy with the fish, you're just punching the fucking.
Go get
pig.
a rock. Don't get a rock, son.
That
Don't
video
worry
is
about
fucking
it.
crazy.
He's punching it,
Thugzilla X gay beetle seeds of Bussy Garden. My ass is full of piss. Help. Woke Marxist Pope. Punk Colin Moriarty. Sweeney gomaging into a billion mosquitoes.
God,
dude.
that
You go to
sucks.
mosquitoes. It's crazy.
Schrodinger's Blumpkin. Jack WFM. Jesus Christ.
We're still on the first
We're
page.
still
bro.
on the first
Oh,
page.
no.
Oh my fucking god!
Oh man.
Oh no.
I thought you were at least on the second.
No. All right. We keep getting I guess the Dragon Age thing sidetracked us.
Yeah,
Jack WFM, every time Sween reads the names, he laughs at all of them like fucking Jimmy Fallon. The gay Beatles will ravage him. That is true. Just sold 3 Labubu dolls and now I'm set for life. I'm convinced that these are I'm really bothered by this Labubu
I
thing.
got one for one of our friends.
I just don't understand it because I feel like they're new, but everybody's pretending like they're not.
No, they're new. They're not. They haven't been around that long.
Have they been around? Were they around last year?
No, I don't think so.
Good. Okay. That's all I need.
At least not in mass consciousness.
Colin Moriarty. Kingston is my favorite Disney princess. Big meaty stinks. Canola Joe greasing up Derek's thick thighs. Deep throating a cactus daily to sound like RFK Jr. Dandy Andy, leader of the Spider Fucker Party. Can Sween change his piss fetish to a poo fetish? You can just change your fetish like that. Can you change your fetish, please?
yeah.
I am a highly ranking figure in Islam, and I am placing a fatwa on Kingston. Well, it's over for him. Look at this profile picture. It's fucking Principal Skinner looking weird.
No, is it the one where he's looking down? Oh.
Where he's like, where he's got like the fucking fuckboy. Seeing Bart Simpson stare head on is like one of the most upsetting things.
I think it's what.
It is.
What's the name of the little dumb kid? The little one that's
Ralph?
Yeah, the one he walked up to the camera.
I don't remember. What
You
was
haven't
that?
seen that image?
No, I haven't seen that image.
Oh,
I probably know what you're
God.
talking about if I see it.
It's from a game, I'm pretty sure.
He's the big bad beetle bong smoker smoking Kingston. Gids, low tier gooner. Gay for the money, call me a baggot. And weep for my legion of sweens be upon ye. Hey, you're awake. Walked into an ice agent, same as you.
Stupid. Stupid. It's a Mexican Skyrim.
It's Skyrim.
Just kind of Either
this it's Sky. It's Sky. Dave Blunt's stage dive tsunami. I knew a Virginia, but she wasn't slim.
Stupid.
Kevin Durant's feet. Fun fact, in Europe, canola oil is called non-consensual intercourse seed oil. No, it's not.
Yeah,
That sounds like a lie.
No, it isn't.
I'm going to...
And if it was, I would buy a bottle.
If it was, we would have heard about it.
Yes.
And
in
we
fact.
would... In fact. In fact. If I... Fucking clicks like a demon. Fuck you, I ain't paying my TV license, bitch, Mr. Pants. After listening to 4 years, I have chameleon Kingston's comedy style. Also just being a loud piece of shit.
Oh, that's
Fuckface unstoppable.
I don't even think I'm that loud anymore.
No, I know. It's completely untrue. I just felt
I've
like,
gotten so much quieter as a person.
I've just thought of... That was literally nothing but what is the most out-of-pocket thing that I could say.
That's definitely a
That shit
Instagram
is
clip right
fucking
there.
funny.
That's good. That's good clip.
Yeah, there you go.
Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
328.
Only 3.5 hours in.
Fuck,
Fuckface
man.
unstoppable.
Have fun, bitch.
Cardboard pie. He's not going to edit this. This is going to be like a complete... After a certain amount of time, it's just, bro, just
Put it out there.
Just throw it up
throw a
there.
compressor out and get the fuck out.
Just clean up the audio. Let everything lie where it goes. I don't even line it up.
Yeah. I won't even line it up. It's crazy.
You put the audio track backwards somehow.
I mean, I could.
What the fuck is going on here?
That'd be fucking
You have to listen to the
hilarious,
podcast in reverse, but watch it face forward, and then like only watch it in reverse, but listen to it right way forward.
Dude, I like this. I'm gonna switch the camera.
Is there
Flip the camera, and then I'm gonna reverse the audio. I'm gonna pitch it down 3, or higher. Should I go higher or lower?
You know what we should do instead of
individual.
Here's my idea.
Individual pitch.
Here's my
What you
idea
got?
for the
What you got?
show. Instead of constantly switching between these two cameras,
Yeah.
why don't we just aim one of the cameras at the screen there that shows both of our cameras,
That's
and then we'll
revolutionary.
just
That's revolutionary.
Then one of the cameras wouldn't be on one of us.
It's revolutionary.
Interesting problem you've arisen. Anyway,
Modern problems,
I think
modern
there's a level
solutions.
of authenticity that people would
Appreciate,
adore and appreciate.
yeah, they would adore us. They would fucking come at our feet.
It's not good. That's not good.
Is that not worship?
Come at your feet. Can I wear shoes at least?
Nah. Open toes.
Nope.
Open
I just
toes.
think of
You never come, you
on my
never,
shoes,
you never
my
come on
toes.
your girlfriend's open toes?
I cannot say I have.
Really? Not even on purpose?
I cannot say I have. I
That's
think feet are the
crazy.
most disgusting thing on the planet, and
You're
I think cum isn't that great. So
you're
I don't
missing
want
out.
to.
I don't think
I don't
cum
want
is
to
that great.
double up. I don't want to double up.
You're missing out.
You don't blow
are
thick
missing out.
loads on the sole of your girl's feet, right on the balls of her feet.
Yeah, if
What's wrong with you?
I like to.
What's wrong with you, man?
The dudes I come in a pail, then I make her step in it and stay in it for a
Oh
little
my
while.
god.
What I usually do is I tell her, show me your feet, and then I come on the soles of her feet, and then I tell her to dance around. We call it cum stepping.
Yeah, cum stepping. That's a good one. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
And it's all wet. It's all slapping.
You ever heard that account of when the fat boy or when the bomb was dropped in Nagasaki or whatever, or Hiroshima, wherever the first one was
Yes.
dropped. And then there was a lady. She's recounted survivor. She recounted a guy running towards some of the smoke and stuff, and he was like, sounded like he was wearing like metal shoes or something like that. And when she looked down, it was just like the shins. So his shin bones were making tapping noises as he was running. And I imagine that's the sound it makes when there's cum on your soul.
Were there survivors?
Is that real?
Yes.
There are
It is real.
survivors?
Yes, of course.
Well, yeah.
Is she like the Hulk now?
Well, she's fucking
That's
dead, I imagine now.
metal shoes? Who is running on the?
He's
just
running on his
bones?
fucking shins.
Yo.
And she said it sounded like it was like he was wearing like tapping shoes or metal like shoes that had like she was.
That
hearing,
is actually one of the most disturbing things
it's
I've ever
fucking
heard in my
crazy.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
dude.
don't care.
When you hear like
I don't
when you hear like when people say war is hell and then they brought it to this level, you're like, well, this is hell. This is the hell. Not everyone's stabbing each other and doing all that crazy shit.
Well,
like that's
still
madness.
That's still hell, but I feel like
But
this is like different.
This to me, this will when you the way they describe hell in the New Testament, this is hell. Like this
Right,
is
yeah.
like I was like that should never happen ever again.
That's great.
I feel like-
I could never thrive in a situation like that because like getting
you can,
my pizza being late is hell to me.
Like I feel like that's so like
no.
I can't fucking do this. Oh my god,
That
goes to
pizza-
sleep.
Then you
Meanwhile,
fucking cut your
fucking-
feet off. And then
Meanwhile, a young,
tap,
meanwhile, a
tap,
young
tap, tap.
Congolese boy fighting off a beast, and then getting home was like, "Hey, Dad, I brought back dinner. I'm open. Also, would you mind sewing me back up?"
oh, beast his heart.
I'm open also. It's the second thing
That's
he
the
said.
second thing. Hold on, after I eat. Hold on. Or he's
Yeah,
like,
let me-
he's eating and also trying to sew his kid back together.
This
like
food
not
was
even-
delicious.
Good thing I cooked finger food.
Seriously, Dad, I'm losing a
Fuckface
lot of blood.
Unstoppable,
sorry.
cardboard pie. I replaced my R's on my Dodge Ram with W's, and now engine revving sounds like Take On Me. What?
Oh, it's cool.
I don't think I understand. With W's? I don't know.
Washing
I don't know if I get it.
away.
Hot to go. FOGGOT bros. I'm so gay. I fuck men's holes. Jolly old dipshit. Ace of Parades. Dave Groller Derby.
Roller derby.
Under siege by 500,000. Or is that 5 million? Oh, God, I hate when there's many zeros with no comma.
I told it. Yeah, I understand that.
Under siege by 500,000 bloodlusted roly polies. Please help me. I can't fucking help you in that situation, brother. Mainly because this is the internet. Squeezing my balls like a clown nose. Kingston had a dream. Beetle have a dream. Oh my god. Pee Wee Herman be like, haha, I'm still dead. Sweeney and Kanye for president 2028. Courage warns Muriel about Michael Vick, but it's too late. I love when you call me Big Hamas. Throw your guns in the air if you're Juslayer. Hibernating little Gadel. Hate that you combined. I hate that you did that. Search Peter Lorre Fish Battle. Matt Pat solving all wars by giving every other world leader a copy of Undertale. Did you see that Matt Pat thing that he was doing? He's like starting a fucking creator caucus, like in Washington proper.
No.
It's actually interesting. It seems hilariously unimportant in the current state of things.
Right.
But it's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Like just being like, hey, we got to upgrade the tax code to know that we're real. Because like they still don't know somehow. It's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
But
yeah, good point. Yeah.
good on him. Might as well do something now that you're fucking not doing. It's just a theory. You know?
Is game 3 done or is someone
He's
else doing
done.
it?
I think it's I don't know. I don't care. I could
There's
give
some
a
other
fuck.
people doing it. I don't know.
Probably
Welcome to
imagine.
game
That's
fucking
just so much money just going
Gay
away.
bitch theory.
Swing.
Well, he's made enough. You
He's
know?
made enough, yeah.
That's
Which is
true.
cool. I respect it actually.
Yeah. 'Cause to me, imagine if you made like a lot of money and then you also like say put a bunch of it in fucking Bitcoin. Especially where it's at now. Jesus Christ. I remember when I got a little bit into it, it was at 50,000.
And that didn't just happen.
Now it's at like over 100,000. So it's doubled. And I'm just like, if you were rich and you put money into that shit like fucking 5 years ago, bro.
You know what's fucking frustrating? I feel like I remember getting a Bitcoin at some point.
I definitely did.
But like I don't know what the fuck
From
that I don't know what
somebody.
that means or like what it even like how it mattered, but
yeah, I'm
whatever.
pretty sure I got a wallet of like a coin, and I think I cleaned out all of those emails years ago, so I have no way of accessing I have nothing.
That's crazy.
I looked through everything. I looked through my old Patreon because I was like, I can't remember where I
You'd
received
have
it.
100 bands just in your
Probably.
wallet. That's insane.
But like, it's might as well not exist because it's just
Yeah, it
there's
doesn't
no
matter.
trace of it.
I feel like I remember getting like curious about it and just like for shit because it was cheap. And so I was like, fuck it, who cares? Smitchy the Kid, Sween's gonna look like what? Sween's kid's gonna look like Fredo Milky Top. I don't know what that is. Smitchy the Kid, Derek, do you have You do have to pay U.S. Fed income taxes even if living in another country. Yeah, we went over that. Just not as much, but also pay the other. I don't know.
How do you pay income tax if you don't have any income?
Well, under the presumption that you have income, I guess.
That's that's
Colin Moriarty, post clarity nut.
What are you talking about?
It doesn't matter. I'm a better cuck than you, Rick. I fuck your wife now. Star Coffee, Colin Moriarty, you spidery man. This is the little beetle star cluster, home to 10 billion gay little beetles all salivating for Kingston's cummy clit. The mega faggot. Craig the Canadian. Fucking completely uncreative. Sweeney has yet to prove me wrong about One More Day, hence gay.
Hence gay?
Oh, so I read the comic again. I got back to it. So he goes to Tony Stark first. In passing throughout the comic,
it's
it
your boy
shows
Shawnee
images
D.
of him going to other ones, but it's not like a written out thing. So he is right. He's right.
And I have transformed into the ginger version of Colin Moriarty, Cumshot Gaming TM. You shouldn't have admitted that you were wrong. First, in order to be successful in this modern age, you have to deny all wrong.
But he also went to everyone. He went to the X-Men. He went to everybody. And they were
couldn't
like,
be a grifter today, man.
I couldn't be a grifter today.
Just do it.
Because I lose nothing from being wrong.
That's true.
My life continues just as it was.
At Grok, is this true?
I can't believe you.
At Grok, is this nigga gay or not? Grok's like,
I've seen Grok turning people around, turn this girl around.
Know what I mean?
It's just like if there's a picture of like some hot lady, it's like Grok, turn this girl around.
Oh, so you can see her backside?
Yeah. And it's doing it for some people.
Devious.
That's
Cerberus
devious.
Agent 267, Chris Maldonado show. Chris purposefully mumbling over Trump mortar name will never not be funny. Hey man, you gotta protect myself.
Over what?
Don't worry about it.
Is this some inside joke?
No, it's one of the names. Dracula Flo, I put Tiger Bomb in her pussy before I fuck her. Have her howling like a cat in heat. Using the remote from click to pause time, coat Kingston from head to toe in cum. Resume time and watch what he does from afar.
That's such a waste of power. It's such a waste.
Why? Why is it
to you?
Yeah, to you maybe. You're not getting anything out of it. This guy on the other hand.
I mean this fella.
I let my boyfriend do a cummy cum on my boy pussy, and he didn't wear a boy condom. Am I gonna get fag preggers now? Jesus Christ Almighty, I hate you. Beetle Moriarty. In 2016, my 8th grade science teacher ran over 2 people with his car while playing Pokemon Go on his phone.
Oh my god,
that's awesome. If that's true, God bless that man, dude. 2 people.
2 people is 50 points, man.
Double kill.
Double kill.
That's a UAV right there, bro.
UAV online.
No, UAV's 3, right?
I don't remember. In modern ones, you can customize which ones.
Oh yeah, what you wanted.
So I don't know, man.
Get the fucking attack dogs. I love getting the attack dogs because I do when people are in buildings, so they can't fucking get away from them. Like somebody sniping, get the dogs on them.
UAV online.
Yeah, UAV online.
RC car activated.
Online.
Enemy UAV, it's there. Obi-Wan Shablomi, waiting for the swing hunting tier. I want his pelt. Colin Moriarty. So gaped they call him Slippin' Jimmy. Kremlin de Gremlin. 2 Beatles blumpkinning while staring at Sweeney. I want to bomb all these Pokemon scalpers. Harry Rectum. I'm tired, boss man. We need more gay names and parodies for Pride Month. Get to it, Patreon name people. We can do the Weezer thing.
Yeah.
Let's do Buddy Holly.
I forgot to tell you. I think I uploaded the instrumental for "Gay Hero" by Nickelback.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
yeah. Is it in the?
It's in the
drive?
Snark Tank drive. I just completely forgot to say anything.
Okay.
Here goes my gay hero.
Yeah. Oh, I also
do you have the lyrics? I don't remember.
I'll send them to you. I'll send it in the little group chat right now because
okay, yeah, do that.
I wrote them down.
Yeah, we'll do that. We need more. Okay, yeah. Wage Slate 583. Rhythm of X-Men theme. Fuck my butt. Fuck my butt. Papini Brothers, Jeffrey Epstein in the Minecraft movie be like, I am Steen. Donk Donkerson, the colon swinging slasher. Laszlo. Laszlo, I don't have much time, Laszlo. I owe money to a lot of bad people, and I'm in too deep, Laszlo. Please, Laszlo, I need your help. God bless, man. Camp Laszlo was crazy. What a crazy little show.
Yeah.
PP.
This is before my time, but
After.
Yeah, I don't know. What the fuck are you saying that?
It is. The default is that's
Just to
before
say
my
before.
time.
Yeah.
PP. This is my shower routine. Enter. Wash ass. Then face. Then balls. Then face again.
Okay.
Then ass again. Then face. Exit.
Went on way too long.
No body at all. You're not washing your body slightly.
Nope.
That is so fucking crazy.
Solid.
Face.
Ass first, then
And
face.
Ass, then face. Ass, then face.
Then
ass
no.
again.
Ass, then face, then balls, then face again, then ass again, then face, then exit. That's so
Your
crazy.
fucking face is so rank afterwards.
I had a buddy that showered like in 2 minutes, and I didn't understand it.
He wasn't showering.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be like if
He was just enwetting himself.
was he showering often a day?
Every day. I mean, he would get up for work. This was I was his roommate, and he'd get up for work, and then the shower would be on for maximum like 3 minutes, and I'm like, "There's no way you're clean."
That's crazy.
Get
The
your-
fastest shower
I
I
think
could
you
take.
could take a shower in 3 minutes.
If you speed run it.
Right, like I can definitely take a shower in 3 minutes, I think.
But
You'd be
the idea,
you'd be exerting so much energy
Yeah,
and hurting
the
yourself probably doing that.
the idea of doing it every day,
Yeah.
or like as a consistent thing. Like I've
also-
definitely had to shower in like a fucking
Yeah, but it's like I guess the question is why. If
Right,
you're- if
yeah.
Because what is the range? I think a range for a reasonable shower is like 20 minutes. That's a reasonable range for a
I would say
shower.
10.
I think 20.
I'll take 20, but like that's
I'm
I'm
usually-
I'm in there chilling.
I'm in the shower for a long time. Like I like the shower. Like it's peaceful.
Yeah, it's
So like I stay in there for probably
but
a
like
pretty long time.
the time that you spend yourself cleaning
Yeah,
is
like
not no.
10 minutes is more than enough time
It's
to clean
absolutely
Yes.
absolutely.
Because
To
some people,
clean
some
yourself?
people shower forever. Some people shower
Yeah, but
for
they're
like,
not cleaning themselves. They're just chilling.
jacking it. They're fucking
Yeah.
then laying down in the water and spinning after they do that.
They're doing
fucking dog.
I remember
You ever
doing
see
that.
gorillas in like a bathtub? You
And
ever
they
see
just
gorillas
having a
just-
fucking
Yo,
ball.
I remember
Spin when they have fun, which is so pussy.
It's so fun. I
I
love
remember
it.
doing that in
You spin like that? You
I was like
spinning?
6 years old or something.
you got it.
And I was like, no, I was like sitting in the tub, and I'm like, I was a small kid already. Like kids are small anyway, but I'm small also.
Yeah.
And then the tub is huge, and so it's like kind of like a pool. And I just remember being like, I had an intrusive thought where I'm just gonna spin like crazy, and then it went all over the floor, and I was like,
Yeah, I'm about to get.
Oh,
my dad was
no.
come in here
And
and
Dad's
choke
about
the
to fucking
fuck out
throw a
of me.
grenade in my fucking
dude, my dad kicked the door open and threw a toaster in there.
Luckily, I got out quick enough.
Luckily, it wasn't plugged in.
No, it was an extension cord.
He had an extension cord on his back, like a fucking like
the
the
foresight.
like the strap.
The son of a bitch goes to the fucking storage.
It was like a lasso.
He was doing
and
this. He was doing
one of-
this
it was-
already
it was-
before you fucked up.
Right?
It was one of the orange ones, the real ones.
Yeah, the perfect like industrial orange
The
extension
one that
cord.
is truly meant to extend.
He fucking just rushed in there and threw it in there like it was the last play in a Super Bowl.
He spiked it. Yeah.
And you luckily wormed your way out of the fucking water.
You fucking
quick
last
enough.
second just dodged it while the whole thing
You
erupted.
can see the electricity trace up a few drops of water when you get away.
And then your dad was like, "Fuck!" He's just
Hey, you dropped water on the floor. He says that afterwards.
after
And then he crumpled me down the toilet and flushed me.
flushed you ended up
Dude,
in
I saw.
the sewers of Central Park or whatever.
Yeah, I ended up in the sewers of Yonkers, and then
the yoinker came.
then the Yorker
The
found me.
yoinker came, he
And he
yoinked
taught
a little
you his
bit.
ways.
He brought you to service, but yoinked you and then left.
I was watching a video of some guy getting like playing with an outlet, and he gets electrocuted, and you could see the lightning in his teeth lit up.
Oh my god!
And I was like, "What the fuck?
Whoa.
His teeth lit up. Like you can
Dude,
see
if you
frame
can see
by
that-
frame, you can see his teeth."
Every
get
video I've seen
bright.
of somebody getting electrocuted, by the way, is so avoidable. It's crazy.
Absolutely.
I feel like you almost have to try to get electrocuted,
The only
unless
time
it's like
it
unless like a flood or something, or some crazy shit where it's like you don't know what the
I
fuck's
think when
going on.
there's like a random grounded wire, that's the only time I can see it happening. But even that doesn't happen often.
Very rare, yeah.
Like I saw a girl step into a puddle with a grounded wire, and I was like, "You didn't see the wire there? Like what? She probably was drunk and like."
I just noticed a lot of
Unfortunate.
people don't have any peripheral vision. They're just looking completely straight when they walk, and to me is insane. If you look at it, like if you, I don't know,
I've seen so much death.
People
I kind
aren't-
of like I'm
people
always
aren't-
scanning the area now.
Yeah.
People aren't used to stepping on IEDs, so they're not they're not thinking about looking at. I
It's just like not
instinctually
tripping and stuff.
Well, I just instinctually avoid puddles just for clean reasons.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
But,
if there's
you have to look down and see it though. And
I
a lot of
li- I
people
like-
just
I like
they're not
puddles.
looking.
I like rain and splashing in puddles. I still like that shit, even though I don't do it anymore.
That's fucking.
you like
okay.
splashing in rain
That's
puddles.
fucking
I,
crazy.
There's something.
It's
There's
just the
something
dirtiest
Never liked
fucking
it.
water.
There's
My
something
shoes get
about
ruined.
Rain, there's something about rain that just puts me at peace. Like that.
I like rain.
I don't mind the
Like,
sound
I
of
like-
rain and the vibe of rain, but
Like,
like
when you're little and you splash in puddles. I used to love. I love.
I did it once because I saw it on
loved
TV and I
it.
hated that I did it.
My shoes are fucked. My socks are
loved it.
soaked. And like no way.
I love
Yeah,
it.
I'm
You
gay.
wear your rain boots. At, well,
Super gay.
That's
Yeah,
independent. That's independent.
no,
First
I
of all,
wasn't gay before.
only
The
gay
puddle
people have
made me
rain
gay.
boots.
So are
first
you
and
gay
foremost.
still, or are you not gay anymore?
I'm only gay when I'm splashing in a puddle.
That's crazy.
Like, you're just
At that
like,
moment, I am my gayest. When I'm splashing in a
I
puddle.
love splashing in puddles when I was little. I had my little rain boots on.
Little
Now
gay
go out
boots,
there.
you
You little fucking Curious
Little
George.
rainbow
Your
gay, little
gay
rainbow.
boots.
fucking Paddington rain
This
boots.
nigga had Uggs. You didn't have rain boots.
I had Uggs. That's disgusting.
You
I was
had
splashing in
Uggs.
puddles with Uggs. That
Yeah,
period
you
of
had
time.
Uggs on. You're
What
like,
am I-
hey. You had Juicy on your fucking your sweatpants and
That's
stuff, and you're just chilling.
crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I had to wear.
almost forgot about that existing.
I remember I had to wear pants like that to.
You had to wear Juicy pants?
I got. It's a
lost
long
the bet?
story.
That's
No. It was
fire.
like I couldn't. It was like
Oh,
the
you had-
only pair.
Did you shit yourself?
No.
Okay.
I just.
You had a party or something?
I don't want
Did
to.
you get raped?
No.
Why would you laugh that out? I almost held it back.
I was going to say, I was like, you know what show this is, sir?
Who are you? Who are you?
All right.
No, man. I tore my pants open big time, and I like
Getting.
no, like they like on a fucking branch.
Trash.
Okay.
It was on a branch, and then like the person I was with at the time, she had extra pants, and it, you know,
Do I know this person?
You didn't even turn them inside out or nothing.
Yeah,
you wore
I know
the
No.
Juicy.
You sure?
no,
That's
You
crazy.
could have turned them inside out, and you're like, nah, I'm rocking this Juicy.
I didn't know they were there. I didn't know it said it. You just gave me these
Were they,
extra
were they
pants.
bright pink plants with like silver linings?
No, they were black. They were black
Yeah, I
pants.
gotta have the
But they were like obviously the tighter and
That's
they
great.
felt so nice.
Oh, you probably look good too.
Probably.
You're probably stepping out with those on.
Some dude's just like, oh fuck,
I just can't even. God damn it!
something's happening.
I didn't know until I got fucking home.
He was staring
I
right
was-
at you.
He whispered in your ear,
followed
you're
you the
very
whole ride
juicy.
home.
You didn't even know why he said that.
He followed you the whole ride home. He ran. He was on foot, chasing you, fondling himself. And you were just like, "Is this guy? He's keeping up with the. He's keeping up with the car. What's happening? What's going on here?"
He gets like his distance from me is always kind of like non-Euclidean. Like sometimes he'll be like, I'll turn around and he'll be right behind me, and then I'll run like 5 steps and I'll look back and he's like way further back than he was at that point. He's just staggering himself impossibly. Anyway, fucking don't shower this way.
Great advice.
A heterosexual little beetle who doesn't need beetle dick. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. Me be fishy. I'm mean lesbian. Fuck ICE. Fuck Trump. John Strickland, Mercs 1889. Lift with your nuts, not your sack.
Sure.
The First Church of Keith David presents one human-sized beetle's throbbing monster cock versus one Sweeney's virgin sphincter. Italian, Jamaican, Puerto Rican Jew from the Bronx sucking down chopped cheese bagels and New York slices surrounded by pigeons. That is
the most New York person.
That
ever,
is the most
actually.
New York. If somebody has Italian, Jamaican, Puerto Rican, and Jewish backgrounds, and they're chilling in the, even if they're in fucking Russia, they're the most fucking New York person that exists.
I'm surprised he's not Irish at all. Too. That's the only thing that's missing.
That is the other thing too. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, he's a pure one.
Hi, somebody find me Lucky Charms. I'm gay. Pre-Roz, Blake896. I got Lockjaw doing graveyard shifts at the dick sucking factory, and all I got was Lockjaw, as previously mentioned. Hooked on a penis. Dun, na, na, na. I'm high on his semen. Bum, ba, na, da. Won't you fuck with me? I'm hooked on a penis. Bum,
God, not bad.
I burped. I didn't eat because I was just acid.
Oh,
Oh,
excellent.
that sucks. You should eat the acid then.
You're right. I'm full
Yeah.
now.
It's good.
I'm full.
You ever throw up bile and then like drink it?
I remember I threw up bile once, and it was the most disgusting experience I ever had in my life. I was like, this hurts so bad.
I so prefer that to food.
Yeah.
I'd rather food than bile any day.
It hurts more when it's nothing, but like, dude, food. I hate. Textured vomit is disgusting.
I hate throwing up
pretty
bile.
crazy.
That shit burns like it hurts.
I think
It
the
just
vomit is the
hurts.
only thing that can make me throw up.
Oh, so you like it's like an infinite fucking
Yeah,
like,
yeah, like this. The smell is so it's fucking disgusting.
smell is pretty crazy.
That's when you do alcohol. When vomit from alcohol, it's the worst.
Is it?
Yes, because then you're already retching from it.
Stomach flu vomit's the worst.
I've never done it.
I never had a stomach flu really.
That shit is crazy, dude.
I've had it one time when I was a kid, but mostly it's just food
Dude,
poisoning.
I
for
threw
me.
up all day. Like it was actually crazy. Like I threw up like it was my shift.
Yeah,
Like 9 to 5. I
like
was
it was
throwing
your
up.
shift.
Like honestly, like the whole day I was throwing up. I have still to this day, outside of maybe alcohol poisoning, never been that sick. And even then, it's like maybe. I think the alcohol poisoning probably wasn't even as bad.
When I get sick, I have to stay away from people because it takes a lot to get me sick. So whatever I get sick from, if I give to someone else, it's debilitating. So I stay away from people when I get really sick.
I took her to my attic and I franked it. Being racist is my kink, and I refuse to be kink shamed.
Damn.
Look, man, fair enough. Whatever. That frog ripped me off. Das Goopy sticking a gun up my ass and clenching to pull the trigger.
All right.
You just hear muffled shots.
You shoot yourself in your own asshole.
I mean, I guess that's probably what would happen.
He keeps. That means he's hammering it back too. Oh my god. What is it? Laying on my penis until it falls asleep, so it feels like I'm giving someone else a hand job. Young Colin molested by a gay little beetle. And the last page: adopt an Amish baby and name him Skibadiah. Nikki Ziggy.
Ew.
Straight
That's not
Slayer making the world gayer. Spaceballs the Patreon name. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. By the way, I kept seeing no ice spray painted.
Noise.
I kept seeing no ice spray painted on shit, and all I could read was noise. Noise.
Nice.
Or what's that guy? That old British guy? He's like, noise.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
You've seen that guy.
Yeah.
You've absolutely seen that guy.
No, I haven't. I never
No, I
went.
haven't.
I've never seen a
No,
British
I'm actually
person ever.
blind. Actually,
I don't know British
That's
people. I don't know what
crazy.
that is.
I'm
I'm
blind.
not
actually.
British technically. I'm like one of their colonies.
The guy,
You
the guy
are.
killing himself over snow was right. Lily's brother playing flat out IRL. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Badly brave. Who's New York Nick? So dumb. Aetherian needs help lowering his weapon in Halo 3. Penis. Nafram. Melphus 1. And rounding out our list, King of Haphazard.
I probably shouldn't do that, but
What? Arsenio Hall?
All right, bye.